like examples we have. So early, you know, RKT that early.
Hello.
Also, I want to talk about Dante and Lucho. It's not exactly rookies, but they don't have 1 year in the league yet, and they are amazing. Dante have a much better performance than the previous year.
Hello.
And Lucho, it's just insane. Loud losing every match the past year, and he having insane stats and keep this year too.
Do you think that these players have like grown because the talent is coalescing all together in some region? Like, why are they having such better performances now, RKT, than the year before?
Well, I think in the case of Dante, being with Sadak and IGL with so many experience, also less, it's perfect for them because it's the kind of Sadak allows them to take risks in a way that maybe he can do it in the previous year.
Okay, now there is one spot still up for grabs for Masters London, so I want to ask you both, is there a team, especially a South American team, that you've got your eye on for that final spot?
I don't know, man. I think I was going to say Furia, but at this moment, I think Loud could take it as the underdogs.
Really?
The absolute underdogs, yeah.
I think they're allowed to Dark Horse, but Crew got it what it's needed.
Okay, I mean, that would be sick to see either of those teams make a run through the lower bracket. We'll send things back over the desk and see how they feel.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I honestly am with them. Like I'm feeling the Loud hype. But
Only
now,
Sideshow
Anthony
picks Fury. I
and
think that's
today's
fucking
matchup,
crazy.
We're not quite in agreement here.
Furia.
But Dryad has been cooking with
What?
I can see that.
I mean, not
What
gonna lie,
the
at the
fuck
beginning of the
is
day,
going on
I
here?
believed,
This
and then I thought
cannot be
nobody
the
was
case.
gonna put Loud, so I
What happened to
decided
Dryad?
switch it up,
What happened
and
to the
then
South
it turns
American
out that
bias? I mean, it's still
I was
there
not the only
somewhat.
one who thought that, but it's okay, right?
It's an emotional.
Koshmaras is the most goated interviewee of all time.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but for that, this first game as well, across the board of NRG, it's a shame that Josh has just been sent off to exile. So we can't hear from his thoughts as to why he went for Furia, because, yeah, I don't know. It looks like a lot of the advantages are going to be leading to NRG in my head, but, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, right, which team shows up
knows
on
what's going on
matchup.
in my
Exactly,
head.
like on it, that as well, that's a bigger issue that we need so many more segments and so much more time to actually address. But what we do know is that 4 teams will take the stage today and only 2 can move forward.
Why, what was Koshmaras? Was he just completely deadpan? I mean, Boo is a great interview as well, by the way. I always think it's so funny when Boo gets interviewed and he's just like the most, you know, so like an Eastern European stereotype of what an interview would be. It's so funny. Okay, Furia versus NRG. Let's do this.
There's a method to their madness, and it's just about understanding it.
Mata, cojones for days. He is just cracked on the...
They both of them max 5 words said.
The voices? Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the voices. But yeah, I think you could make some fucking amazing content interview-wise with them. Almost play like a challenge. See how many words get them to say. Like, what questions can you ask? Should I interview them? I mean, yeah, that would be funny, wouldn't it? PMV interview. They like, what could you ask? What would you ask Boo? Try and get something out of him. I'd ask if he had a nice day. I think that's what you gotta catch them off guard. You gotta catch them off guard. Start off. Just ask him if he's had a nice day first, and see what he says to that, because he won't be expecting it. You want catching Boo off guard? Don't you always wear this jersey, or is this new? It looks like they took a white top and went, oh shit, we forgot to put our fucking name on it. Shit. I thought it was I thought it was a jumper at first. It's a very baggy top, isn't it? It looks like they're about to paint. Maybe they just got the wrong sizes. I don't know, but. Okay, Fury or NRG? I mean, I think this should be a very interesting game. I'm interested to see how NRG look. I think it's crazy that everyone in America's picked NRG. I think that's crazy. Even as someone who picked NRG to go to fucking London. I think that's kind of insane. It's like, there's a very real world where they're just not that good. Now, Furia had a bit of a meltdown apart from Artzine, of course, last time they played. Maybe that's just in people's heads, like, but... You can't be that bad again, surely. Thing is, NRG aren't even the team to do that to you. You know, like, Lev are the team that if you're not aiming, you're going to lose. Right? Like, if you're not aiming, Lev will out-aim you, and you will just lose. Are NRG that team? I'm not sure NRG are that team. They can be that team, but I wouldn't say, like, it's guaranteed. You know, with Lev, it's like, I feel like it's guaranteed. They're going to give you a firepower lesson at a certain point. I don't think that's quite the case with NRG. Okay, Lotus, Haven, and Ascent. Okay, might get another Ascent here. Hopefully we don't see more America's double Senti shenanigans. Aspas is already the best top fracker MIBR I've ever had. But who's even been on MIBR that long? Now that I don't need 2 O's for anti-VFL, I want games to go to 3. Yep. Wait till I beat you in stage 2 anti-VFL. I won the anti-VFL. Shame I was trying to win the regular game. Unlucky. No mods? Any mods? Give you a quick... Oh no, we got a mod. There's a mod. Someone's out there. What time does FUT play tomorrow? I mean, speaking of mods, I don't need a mod to do this. Terminator. Don't need a mod to do this. Get a fucking counting, son. On your bike, get counting.
Teams that both attended that first global that were
oh, it's BDOS. They go
back in kickoff. They both have very high expectations of themselves.
I thought Mimi was quite tall.
Going out in 8th place.
I think Mimi is that tall. I mean, Ender's very tall.
Against their past performances.
I think Mimi is. I mean, I've met Mimi.
Mapito is interesting.
Mimi, I would say, is
do or die.
Yeah,
average woman height.
On a team like NRG coming in as the 4th seed, only have one shot. They cannot lose here if they want to stay in it. It's time for match start, presented by Samsung OLED Lotus to kick off this series. NRG's map pick.
This new comp for Furia has to be about execs. And early on, all 5 players ready towards C.
Little Ray's neon action.
That idea, the paint shells break both pieces of the thorns, but NRG have plenty of rotations coming online. Alum already into the site. Stepping forward now as the haunt is broken. Furia still haven't taken that fight.
I'm average height. I'd say I'm slightly above average height.
It down, and it's going to be even for a moment. As Furia don't have a comfortable position.
This is what I mean about FUT. What Furia did just here, brother, just do this.
Taking stock, there's a paranoia, finally comes down. As Nerve is pushed back, EU will cover.
Big win from EU.
Now NRG, Kiko trying to get things back online. So Flash
What?
connects, and now Brock jumps from above, trying to take down Nerve. He's low, and it's Kiko for 3 to start off
I mean, that's
series.
a crazy shot
Great
from
start
Kiko.
for Kiko. He has been such a standout player in the last couple of games for NRG. Whether it be the maps we're seeing him on the Jet or the Phoenix or
NRG's win a grand final
as well. He's been so consistent. As that
I'd say
one
they're
British
favored,
player
honestly.
here in America's looking to get a slot. And I love the way
Even
that
without the
NRG
map.
ended
What
up
the fuck
playing
is
this
that?
retake, right? They give that bit of space once their Vice utility is destroyed. And they do a great job of waiting for their opponent to use their tools before they then re-pushed and took their own space to win out the round.
A lot of energy for the defensive side. Quick fist bump between new assistant coach.
Having no fracture in a Sen is tough.
Bonkar.
Is that what Vitality will
Bonkar was
ban?
a little too crazy alone during the Sen
Awesome.
series in that coaching booth.
Need some emotional assistance down there in the coaching booth and the analysis as well from the former C9 player.
I don't know. Best of fives are kind of their own
Here,
beast.
try to
You know, they
bait out some utility in here onto the B site.
I want to talk about
have
the
a,
comp change
a,
for
a
Furia.
flow to them.
When you're giving up that second smoker in the Viper, you have to invest so much more of your attack side around succeeding in your faster rounds. What the Viper normally gives you is an option to pivot back late A, have lurks embedded there. You don't have that luxury with this comp. So the execs, the team play, that's got to be on point. And Mata,
Okay, very important kill from Ethan
Yeah,
there.
it's decent paranoia.
That should
but
be
the fact that
completely the
Ethan
end of the
is there
round.
To offer a little extra support from Mata.
Again.
Stuffs this hit out.
Anytime you're playing these second rounds, they got one bit of like util burst on you. You survive that util burst, you win.
3 of his own.
Brock has been the standout player really alongside
It is
Kiko
that
for
simple.
NRG in these last few games. In that nail-biter against Sen, the longest game of the stage, it was him stepping up on this very map.
It was, but NRG's stage got off to a really rocky start. This matchup is actually what kicked off the stage 1 for them, where Furia took down NRG 2-0 off of a pretty solid performance at Masters 1.
And that was the wake-up call for them, right? They changed their compositions, they improved some of their macro ideas. The team play got better.
It's
And
crazy, by the way, that
just at the right time.
EMEA has
Furia
never had a
decided
stage winner that
the
wasn't
opposite.
Yeah,
Fnatic
the
or
opposite
Liquid.
trajectory. Furia with that 13-1 loss just 2 days ago. Now they have to
How many different
take
winners
their
has
own
America
wake-up
had?
call and make major
100
adjustments
Thieves have won
quickly
one.
here in the lower
G2
bracket.
obviously won all 3
No
last year.
more second chances after this.
Yeah, that's not including
Good
kickoff.
shot out from Nerve, just
Which I
battling
guess
it
doesn't
down.
even really count, because stage 2 is
Over
kind of
Mount.
fraudulent anyway, because if you've already qualified for
Smoke
champs, a
player
lot of teams
for
just don't
Furia.
give a
Solo
fuck.
smokes with the new comp. We'll get it
Like,
done
you might
here
have
in the
already
third round
qualified by
with the
points,
rifles
and
up.
it's just like, who gives a fuck?
Still Brock on this
That's how
side.
bad America's last year was.
Even with the Spectre going
G2
for
were
a
able
little
to
bit of wall
still
pen
win
there.
America's
Not
stage
gonna
2
get the
without
job
even really
quite
caring.
done. But Ethan Stinger has been pretty effective here.
Okay.
When Fury
Again,
tried to
just
work
blitzing
their
it
way
down
to the
C.
site. Good kill from him. Just 3 away now from the Nightfall.
With
I've been
these
thinking a lot
guns,
about
not much hope other than to do damage at
recently.
this point in the round. I really like how Furia managed to
I
clear
saw
out
the
that
Reddit.
aggression
I don't know
down.
if you're on the
They
Reddit, if
quickly
you're not,
recognized
but the
that
Reddit
that was
post
happening,
about
slowed
like
their roll,
viewership
and instead
declining,
shifted their util
kind of
patterns to
somewhat
just
significantly
punish
this year.
Mata on that forward line.
Yeah, NRG
At least
is
for
gonna
stage 1.
Play for exits, die to the spike here more than likely. And just looking at how these first few rounds have gone for
And I
Furia,
was thinking-
actually like some of their chances, how close they are to getting a fatal.
And we talked about this on
rifle
Podfathers
into
a
the
bit.
game. You're talking about how when they went for this double duelist comp, making the change.
Surely one of the
times the
main
stage.
issues
There's a lot to be
is the fact that
relied, I think, upon.
we kind of
having
talked about
those
it on
big
Podfathers when I
exec
was like,
pieces, especially with the
you
ults.
know,
Yeah, the nice
is
tools that you have
Valorant
are
too
the
random?
Resonate, as we saw in that pistol round, that can help you break that Vice utility. Make C a
Oh,
little bit
all
more
right. When
permeable.
Riot like
When
nerf
you have a lot of tools like you're
Yoru,
talking about
like
with those
because
ultimates,
they
the
what Riot
snowball
say
rounds
is that
once
they
you
want
start
to do
to win.
one big patch in the off season, right? And
Like to
then
see them
little
look to
nerfs,
get that Raise Rocket online.
you know, little
this time around
changes throughout the kind of
Some nice
season.
shots here at the start of the round from Nerve to set
The
this
thing
up
is,
for
like,
Furia.
Yeah, he set an unenviable record in their
Have
last
they
game
done that
for
this year?
Americas with the least kills, and here.
Yeah, yeah.
looking
Viewership
more
in China
himself,
has
that
not
was
declined. In China, the game is
even
fucking
underperformance for
popping off.
everyone, the team as a whole.
That's fair.
They
Foggy,
called
thanks for
them
14 months,
embarrassing
which is
in how they
honestly
lost that upper
probably,
bracket.
you know,
Yeah,
in
it
terms
was
of
kind
Riot's
just like
bottom line,
arson,
like
and then no one
their
else
bottom
behind them
line
are putting up
maybe
a
has even gone
ridiculous
up, honestly.
performance. Head in hands after that
Because,
series went the
of
way
China.
it did, 'cause the first 2 maps he played were absolutely stunning.
And the map one looked so promising for them as well.
But I was thinking, like, think of how many
Fall apart in the wire.
storylines
Half of that Leviathan
from the
series.
start of the year,
But now with the chance
because
to
of the Yoru,
tie
think of how
things
many
up,
storylines
Furia is
have
still
been
just
ruined
one away from
already.
those 2 big ults.
just because of Yoru, right? Like,
Blade used this time. It won't catch out the Vice
think
util,
about
and
these 3 teams. I
NRG
might turn
invested
this
in
into a video. I
additional
probably
player to
will.
help hold.
So you're just
Yeah,
getting
Scuba and
the
Brock
you're just getting
Leveling's
the
little
fast
high-low
version of this
together.
now.
Punish
Obviously,
onto a player
Nongshim are the
breaking
obvious
wall.
ones.
It'll just be a little bit
Right,
shifty,
Nongshim are the
down
obvious
for
team.
now.
But look at the map.
They
before
were,
lost. Mata postured
you know,
up
the
on
Masters
A, allowing
winners.
his team
Now
to stay
they're not
fairly
even
stacked
close to
towards
getting
the
to
BC
Masters.
side.
Right?
Yeah, Furia basically give up the ability
Yorino
to work
fucked them.
aggressively without having a Viper here.
You've
so
got
it gives
gentle
these
mates
gaps over for NRG
who
to
some
step
of you
up
might
into.
not
So
have been,
Furia
you know,
can fight
some of
their
you
way
might be like,
back
well,
in.
who cares
It's a
about
good
gentle
fight
mates,
for
right?
now.
What's the story there?
We
The
keep
story
our
with
eyes on
gentle mates
Ethan,
is
who has
Martine
stepped in
is
to
dropping
support his
like
duelist.
the greatest numbers of all time.
Ping pong setup.
I don't think NRG
Right.
are fighting. They still have 2 players on C. This is all
Imagine
a
Yoru doesn't get
NRG
nerfed
never
and mates are
once
still good,
over-rotate.
and maybe they're going to London, and Martine is still
Very
absolutely
solid
farming.
defensive side.
Right?
See, Mata's
Like, that
not
would be
big
an
like this.
interesting...
He's
So
starting
you
to
would
get
want to
aware,
be
and
like,
now
oh,
that
can
rotate
Martine
coming in.
fucking,
Having
you
a lead
know,
there with the early
can he have
stage
like the
fight.
best
There
year
is
of all
still
time?
Some thorns deep here by Bend, which is just going to
And
allow
then
Brock to lay waste to
BBL.
Fury when they come in.
4 players
Or
here.
another team
It's
that
gotta be perfect
it made
for
me.
Fury on the
It was
exit.
when people were
It's a decent
talking.
enough
What
seed,
made
but
me
we're
think
down
about
to
this
the
was when
wire.
people
It's 4
were
players
talking
rotating in
earlier.
from NRG,
When I was
10
talking about
seconds
like
on
which
the clock.
teams do
No
people
one
care
has been
about.
cleared
Also, what
away
the
as Fury
fuck are
tried to pivot
Furia
back
doing?
into the B side, a teleport
Double
into the
duelist and we
middle.
don't even do an
NRG
exec.
Rinse Furia at the last
What are we
moment
doing?
in this round.
But
They never
BBL
stood a
are another
chance.
one. When people were
That
like,
round
oh,
displays
you know, do people
exactly
care
what
about these
Furia
teams?
are
People
compromising
did care about
with this
BBL
new
because people
composition.
didn't like
When you
BBL.
give
It was
up
when
the
we were
Viper,
talking about
when you
teams that
don't
have the
tools
most
to
haters.
condition back
And
towards
people
A,
were mentioning
it is so
BBL.
hard
And I was like, yeah, but now
to
no one
avoid
cares about
Mata getting
BBL.
into a position
But
exactly
imagine
like
if
he did
BBL
against
was
French.
good. Imagine if
They went
BBL
back
was
to
still
advanced
good and like
duels
going
and
to
push him off
London
the
and
line.
was still,
But
you
that all
know,
takes
shooting
time.
bodies
And
and,
NRG
you know,
is a team
teabagging
that
shit.
know their win conditions, that will proactively re-clear that space.
People
and still
would
get
care.
ahead of you on these rotates.
Just the hard read
And I
there
do
from
think
Ethan.
like that Yoru nerf,
Letting those gaps step
arguably
up
like
on the defense side.
on the one
Slot will
hand,
pick
it
up
makes
an
it
outlaw,
better, I
expecting
think,
some
for people
light
like
armors from
me,
Fury, and it's a decent
right?
enough
Or
read.
maybe people like you
Give
who
them
are,
the
you know,
Fury
just
camp.
big Valorant fans. You're gonna watch it,
time
you know,
Fury
kind of no matter who's
trying to
good.
do a
You're
little
just
bit more work
interested.
to
You want
break
to
that
see.
utility
You're following. You're
at
so
the
invested.
start.
You're following it no matter
Might be
who's
just
good, right?
accelerate in. Here's the ultimates now.
But I
as
do
a
think if you're a more
showstopper
casual
connects on
fan,
the Scuba. That's one of the anchors dealt with.
like
and
those
even though a
storylines
steel
would have
guard
been
was
cool
popped,
to
I'm not
follow
sure if
throughout the
NRG
year,
have a fight
right? It
here.
would have been cool to follow
Without
Martine. It
keeping
would have
any
been cool
players
to
alive
follow
on
BBL.
site.
It would have been cool,
Impossible to really capitalize off that. So that's
you know,
almost
to see if
wasted.
Nongshim can defend their
Spam
tile.
with the Odin, that's a good one out of Koala.
Real
But because of
nice.
the Yoru nerf,
See
it's
how
like
low Ethan is too.
they're just not good
HP
enough. They're not
for the
going
big
to.
player, and Koala has gotten all 3 kills this
Okay,
round for
well,
Furia.
we just simplified the map
Round that they
again.
came
Realized
in,
just
a
go
little bit
C
worse
and
for
going
wear.
C
Now Mata
works.
trying to figure out how to retake. It's the only
Just go
real
C.
element NRG can play with. That Outlaw not going to do anything. 3 kills for the Rays, 1 for the Neon. Furia come up big on the C side.
That round displays just how much easier it gets when you have those big ults online. The showstopper trivially separates the 2 anchors on C, gets an opening pick and some great shots from Koala. Win
But I
the
was
round
also
before
thinking
anyone else
about,
even got involved.
Yeah, that's what.
'Cause I remember
what was
saying
kind
this
of
at the time when
alluding to
Yoru was
in the
really
last
good.
round. If Fury were able to take that, then for the next 2-3 rounds,
I
they
remember
started cycling
asking on a
ultimates in this
stream,
game.
like,
could have easily started to
should
slip away
Yoru
from
be nerfed
NRG.
because isn't Yoru fun?
Those shook out at the start.
And a lot of people were just like, yeah, Yoru is fun. Yoru's fine. I like Yoru.
They won't
It's
have the
cool.
money for it this round, but I think later on,
And I
Mata
think
having that
particularly
tool to
in light of
aggressively hold
that-
the A line and allow even heavier stacks towards CB would be a really good path forward for them. We saw
Yeah.
some of that in the
I
Sen
think
series later in their defensive half.
No, Yoru was way too strong. Don't get me
Really
wrong.
powerful when attacking teams
Yoru
who
was
play
way
slower
too strong,
rounds
but
or
Yoru was strong in a
not
way
having
that
the
I think
tools. Not sure
wasn't
what he's
like
holding there.
overly
You
frustrating.
become pretty
Right,
reliant.
like Teo, when Teo was strong, people fucking hated it because it was so fucking annoying, right? Like I kind of put them in slightly different camps. Yoru was just very strong, like and was too strong as an agent. Teo was like ultra frustrating. I would say Neon is more in the Teo. Like current Neon is more towards the Teo side of things, where it's like Neon currently is more frustrating than like Yoru was. Like Yoru was just like, very, very generically just too good in terms of what he did. But he was fun, in my opinion. You could do cool things with Yoru. You could do different things with Yoru. And you could pop off on Yoru. And that was cool. So that just got me thinking, like, would Riot be better off, like, with agents like Yoru that perhaps aren't the most frustrating things. Yes, everyone knows that they're super strong, but not like they're not doing anything that's like ultra frustrating to play or watch against, right? Because that's another thing. Like, you have to think about the game itself.
And now
If
Scuba
you asked
picking up
most
duty on the
ranked
B
players,
side.
would they have said that
This is a really
Yoru
good
is one of the
read
biggest
from
problems
NRG
in
coming out of
ranked?
the timeout.
If you asked your
Keeps these
average
wins. I
diamond
feel like maybe the
to
Neon's pushing up
gold
behind
player.
it instead. It's this quiet stack on A, and there's Mata. Just rips Koala's head off from the off angle.
Catches him completely off guard there. The fake from Ethan was good, and it's Brock to pick up the Odin, of course, over on Lotus. Great map for him.
Yeah, exactly. They would say Reyna, they would say Clove.
Now Furia left.
You know, maybe right now they would say
One of
Neon.
these Soul players can find something,
But like
it's
even
a
during
little
the
too
Yoru
passive
meta, would
from
they have?
Scuba to really capitalize
That's a
off
bold
of.
play.
That's a nice
They've said
molly on the
Yoru is
ground.
like the main
The
problem in ranked.
vulnerable,
I doubt
very
it, to be
important
honest.
to
I mean,
get that
bro,
kill on the
Furia,
sliding
just
Neon.
keep running
Spotting the
C.
right place again.
It's not hard, bro. Every round that you
Off
don't
angles
just
are
run C,
holding.
you
I
just
mean, the
giga
defense side
lose.
from NRG is always a
Run
treat to watch.
C!
Whether it's
This is what I was saying to
initial
Foot.
macro
So,
idea of
sometimes
faking
you
that
just
C-side
don't
aggression
think.
to
When
the
you
pick,
play
or even
these
just
comps,
how those
think
individual
less.
anchors play, the
Think
angles
less
they choose
than
to
you
fight
are.
is always very well thought through.
It's beautiful stuff from them. NRG's micro across the players is truly world class. As Nerve will easily be cleaned up. Looking back at this round, I'm impressed with the way that NRG played with
Like literally just
expectations
make them
out of this
prove that you
timeout.
can't just
If you're
do a
Furia,
C
you're
exec and
thinking
win.
they're
And
gonna
keep
change
doing
how they
it.
play
This
the
is
after
what, you know,
there. You're
like
expecting
this is like what
aggression,
makes
and they throw
the
same
great
pieces that
IGLs
you
great.
see there with the fade
Sometimes
bars, with the one-way,
just keep
all
doing the
that
same
makes you
shit
think
until they
Neon's gonna
prove
be
that they
doing
can stop
something
you.
over here.
You
So
know,
they look
you
to
think
contact
FNS, you think
what they're
Munchkin doing
expecting
this
to
kind of
be
stuff.
a weak A.
If you can't stop what they're doing,
There's
they'll
just
just
three
do it
angles
10
ready to
times in a
rip
row.
you.
Just a perfect round.
People in this
out of
game
NRG.
don't understand the difference
Furia
between
go back to
strength
the
and high skill
tried and
ceiling,
true. He's been sitting
Yoru,
on that
Waylay,
Nightfall for a couple
Omen,
rounds,
and
so time to
fundamentally
use
overpowered.
that over on the
Chamber,
C-side.
Teho, Viper.
Maybe everyone's going crazy in NRG, but maniacal cackling from Ethan as well.
I'm not even sure if that's the distinction always.
They're
Like,
enjoying
I
it
do
when things
think,
are going well for NRG as their year started heating
for
up.
instance,
They
like I would
needed
say
that just to
Neon,
squeak
you know,
into playoffs
has a
as the
certain,
4 seed.
you know, skill ceiling to it, like the
Now they're gonna
movement
hear
and
that
stuff.
Wall get tripped.
That you can see a good Neon versus a bad Neon,
Might be
right?
expecting a
Like
retake.
in
Furia
I
actually
mean, we've
seems
like
to
take
step
something
on
as
out
a
of
great
here now.
example, right? Like,
This
but
looks a
that
lot
doesn't
more
mean
like
that
the
Neon
earlier
isn't
rounds in this
frustrating
half.
if you do play against a good
Neon
Neon.
posted forward on A.
But like Viper is very strong, but is
Stall
Viper
agents over on the
frustrating
other
to play
side now.
against? I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, again, just a
We should
pixel
start
angle.
a
But Viper's
weapon
good,
ban
as we
in the
know.
game. One
This time,
team
no
picks the
kills we
weapon
found,
to
but
ban.
Alan's a little bit lower
Exception,
on just
can't
a stinger
ban
this
Vandal,
round.
Phantom,
Last time
Classic,
Furia showed this,
Shorty.
it was a fake
Can
to go
only
back
pick
into
one
C.
ban per map.
Why not
Might be
ban?
that,
Why
yeah,
can't you ban the
honestly.
shorty? I think we should
Leaving Alan
definitely allow
inserted
someone to
over
ban
by
the shorty
Tweedor.
if they want.
Him being the player on low HP, him being the one with the bad gun.
Look at
But
this
Nerf
angle.
is
The others
all
I can
quick
agree.
on the lurk, yeah.
Oh, the off
Scuba
angle.
just abusing an
Oh,
off angle.
gets out of the
Again, this is what I was
smoke.
talking about. NRG are
Stop
always
thinking!
in the
Stop
uncomfortable
thinking! Run
positions to
C!
clear away.
Stop!
And even there, just a great haunt over
Thinking!
the top. Sets up for a little bit of extra poke damage.
Oh, brother.
And there's Mata.
Take
on
a
yet
timeout.
another angle, just catching Furia
NRG
out
would
as they
let
try
Team
to
took a timeout
slowly
last time, right?
contact in.
Like, why?
These
The
change seems
the
almost
clock should not
necessary
be
for
red
Fury if they
when
wanna
you're playing this
make
comp,
any
ever.
attempt at winning some
Apart
of these
from if
rounds.
you're
This is a
saving.
flawless out of NRG.
NRG have them locked down on the read. This Furia team is
But there was
getting
another
away
point
with
as well, yeah,
contacting
that I was
around the map
thinking.
so
I
much
saw
in their recent matches.
you know, if you ever see these like,
here,
oh, viewership is declining things,
have players
people
in
then
the
just go,
perfect
yeah, I
position to
stopped
shut down.
playing the
When
game,
do
as
you
if that
ever
had
see
anything to do with
a Viper
viewership declining.
find
You not playing the
No.
game, but okay,
You,
cool.
you just
Not
don't.
often.
You know, but you get a lot of
What they
person
know is
anecdotes.
this
But there
team
was
loves
one that I
swapping.
found
They
particularly
trust their
interesting,
aim
which
to
is
succeed in those
someone
positions.
saying that they were picking up CS
getting
because they
rewarded
felt
for
like the
it.
time that they were investing in it was
I think
actually
you're right.
like paying
As
off,
Fury
and they
calls
could
this
they
timeout, it
noticed
has to
themselves
be
getting
some kind
better.
of change of pace.
And I think that that is one of the fundamental problems with the patch 11.08 is that, for instance, if you were a Cypher main and you put all that time into learning, you know, a bunch of different setups for every single map, every single site, you know, you got really good at lurk timings on attack, that they basically just said, like, fuck you.
Yeah, the game
I
at
think
the
this is one of the
highest
main
level is so
issues that,
different
like,
from ranked, it doesn't even
because like the
correlate
Valorant
anymore.
mechanical skill ceiling is lower, you get into a situation where, and honestly, I think this also leads into one of the other problems we have in Valorant, which is like, who is the GOAT of Valorant, you know, or who's the best player in the world,
Pointed
is like
for
always
season.
fucking changing, because if your agent that you fucking
Now being
mastered
asked
is
to
at the
make
top, you know,
adjustments
Dambi's the
on the
best
fly and
player
make
in the
them
world when
quickly.
Neon's
Heard Alum
broken.
talking about
You
how
know?
they sat down for what?
Oh,
3
but
or
when
4
you know
hours
Yoru's
to try
broken,
to
it's
talk through
Martine,
what was
and
going
when
wrong, come up with
and
a
when you
plan.
know we're about to have Neon, you know,
just have
with Jets coming
60
back. Oh, it'll be
seconds
Aspas again,
confer
and you
with
know,
their
oh,
coach
and
figure out what it's gonna need to
you know
be.
what I mean?
Riot
NRG's
keeps on
read out of
lowering
timeout
agent
was to double
mastery and
stack on the
pushing
B
the game
side.
towards pure gunplay as
Similar
if
to
seasoned
they
10x
did the
better.
last time when they
Our
took the
weapons
timeout
are
themselves,
balanced like
expecting a
Haas.
change from Furia.
Look how deep the Thorns are positioned.
But I think that does have an
Those
impact as
don't
well
hit
because
native.
people want
Yeah.
to
Deeply
see.
positioned players can punish on the slide.
The Thorns have always had one over
People want
near
to
bend,
see,
but
you
never
know, like,
quite that deep before.
Baker play.
They were around the off angle that was being
People want to
abused by
see,
Scuba.
you know, whoever the fuck.
previous round.
What was the guy in Fortnite called? I can't even remember.
Welcome
The
to
show
the
said.
Odin show. Furia on a
Oh, a little Mako play.
by here. Will have a
Been a
nice
little while
TP
since I've
move
seen
from
one of them.
Nerf, and now he's got the Odin for himself. Tough to flush him out of this position too, especially as he's gonna try and escape himself. Ethan will
feel
find his
confident.
mark, full protection by that smoke on
Grow
site.
some confidence, man.
And now that X factor from Furia ripped
Peter
away.
bot, yes.
Spike still not planted.
You know, people tune in to see these things.
Furia want to try and get a fight.
Yeah, that Seas tries to set up for a fight, and Artson
Can
will
we deal
get
with
on
Alan?
board
I mean,
himself.
still winnable.
It's a
It's
2
not
on
winnable.
3, make that a 1 on 3 now. The Spike left out in the open. Art's been off to a tougher start to this match after an amazing performance just a few days ago, and he will not be able to find anything in that
That's
1 on
tough.
3 there.
NRG have done an excellent job of conceding just the right amount of space on C. It's very rare this game we've seen them give up the entire site. Instead, they're almost always just playing people in these backside areas, set up in deep crossfires with that smoke front sight.
Do we ever think
that's an
Riot
attacker's
will ever
moment,
admit
but it
that
almost works to their advantage because
11.08
it's
was
isolated
overall a
fights
mistake behind
for
the
the players that
site?
are coming around bend if they actually want to try and get the plant down.
They won't admit it, but they'll start changing things back. I mean, they already kind of have
So
started
maybe
to.
the real plan from Furia coming online here. They switch over towards
I don't
the
know,
A
thanks
side.
for the
He's got his own
$2.
back online, and Koala has a showstopper
Oh,
of his
he's
own.
meant to get on the box there, I'm
Actually, it's
pretty
Koala
sure,
second
and he
on top,
dies.
But he's just spammed out before he gets to use it. This has been a big problem from Furia. Sitting on these ults for a long time.
See, this is again where I
A
wish, like,
teleport over from Kiko.
you need to realize,
Hold
like,
on to this
most
A side.
teams,
Furia advance
most
from
defensive
here.
teams,
It stuns
don't
straight
really
into the
love
Neons,
leaning
but
into
still
this
filled
fight.
with no headway into the site.
Like, you need to do,
They have
like,
to
instead of
freeze,
doing, you know, the
trying to
walls
walk
across
back
here as
towards
if they're about to
spawn,
fight you,
And that's a kill. That's what they needed.
fucking wall down here, bro,
Maybe opening up a path into
and
the
get
B
there,
that's gonna
and
force
fucking
Ethan
do an
to
ASEC
stick
off the back of it.
on there.
Look at
You know what I
Modest's
mean? Like,
position now.
don't fucking be waiting
Going
for
that
shit.
clear forward, it's Kiko to
Oh,
land the
brother,
first,
they're
and now
getting
that leg
fucking
spotted
dismantled.
is
Never mind.
easy
Sideshow's a
pickings for
fucking
Mata.
idiot.
Just casually working their way back into the
If it was
site.
anyone else who had
NRG
only picked Furia, they probably
just
would
looked
be
great
winning
out
right
here
now.
today.
Again,
Instead,
the round
it's
hits a
Sideshow,
freeze,
and he's fucking stupid.
and NRG have the perfect answer as to where they're fighting. Just beautifully orchestrated
If you
from
look
them.
at
They're not
playership
rushing
numbers,
any
it
of
did
these
peak
duels.
after
It always feels
11.08
like
for the
they're the
year,
ones
but
at the advantage.
immediately
They're
dropped
picking
off
when they're
again.
dueling.
Yeah, and,
Yeah,
and
but that's
it makes
partly
it
due to,
really
I'd say, two
strange for
things.
Furia
Right? One, you're
because,
doing a big patch,
like I was
so
trying
that's
to say,
going to
like,
bring more
EU's
people
been
in.
sitting on this Nightfall
And
since
two, also,
round
like,
4,
you know,
I
just
think.
generally, I'm going to assume that
Koala has his second online, but this
you know,
round he's just spammed through a smoke.
your player number,
unfortunately.
surely game player numbers
I don't think
peak
Furia
anyway
actually got to
during like
play around that
winterish
they
times.
wanted to. They haven't been able to play a real exec in the last 4 rounds.
No,
The dive players have been shut down every time.
like
Here's
this
another
wall
chance.
that they're doing
Well,
there. You
that
see that
spam
wall there?
coming down. Showstopper this time.
Like again, this is
Significant
more of a wall
push
for like,
Kiko
ooh,
out
they
of
might
here.
fight
He
us.
teleports away from it, slipping into the gap as Nerf finds another forward pick. He's been very strong on these entries.
This is their best chance yet.
See what they can do. Kiko down into the site, and he's completely unexpected.
Oh.
Kiko
I think
traded
there's
out
one,
by
though.
Nerf,
I mean,
who continues to be there when his team needs
3v2. You have to close out this round.
Now for Scuba.
Fatal if you have to. I don't give a shit. You're
have some
7-2 down.
impact on this flank, but with
Don't
all of
lose this
Furia playing
round.
on site,
Oh no.
he was not going to see anyone. Ethan as well.
Okay, good double
Two
swing.
players swing straight on into him, isolated away from his teammate. Won't be able to
Why
do
you
much.
NRG hate watching CN? Did they beat Paper Rex?
Just walking into his demise. That's a 3-piece out of Nerve.
Did they beat
And I just
Giants?
gotta
They
say
did
again
beat Giants. They
that
fucking
while the
slapped
rest of the team
down
has been
Giants and
struggling,
champs,
Nerve
didn't
has
they?
really been stepping up to the plate in these
8
few
and
rounds.
18.
And in the last two, it's been these double TP plays that have gotten them into excellent positions. This is the opener from Koala, or rather from Alim, getting that kill with the shotgun. But what's excellent there is that as all this chaos is happening on the site, look at Nerve in that smoke, stepping up, getting the pick as people are trying to flood in.
Now, the
No one
question
likes
is,
NRG?
How many times can you replicate that? Because
Which is
you can
interesting,
get away
isn't
with
it?
Those crazy teleports. One,
You are
maybe two
right. I don't
times.
think there are a
When
ton of
there's
NRG
4 players
fans.
here ready to fight on A.
Yeah. X's with the fast lanes. Mata just
Which is a
waiting
bit
on the
strange.
other side of Rubble here, but Fury have good position. You
It's like-
boosted up on route, and now the spam.
Okay, this time
lands
they did
on
fight you.
NRG's
Good for you.
duelist. Those other players, they start to scatter away.
No, I think a
stuck
lot of people
behind
like
layers
NRG,
of
but
smoke utility.
I don't know. I
Waiting
feel
for a
like there are
chance
a
to
lot
strike
of
back
people
in.
who are like they would prefer some other team.
Spotting Koala there.
EU still has
They
this
like
Nightfall
they
3 exact.
like NRG, but
Holding that for a while.
they're maybe not
How's
like
it gonna
their
come
absolute
online now
number
without
one.
Art to play with. NRG have rotated everyone over here. Stark
NRG just
contrast to
full
the start of
leaning
this
in.
half.
Oh,
where
God.
NRG
Fuck
held
me.
their ground. This time Brock has made it all the way over to the A side of the map, drops a very forward steel garden. It's only Alum that can fire back here with the lightning. Zapping down NRG, but these smokes continue.
How
to
long is this
slow
fucking
down
fight
any
lasted? We've been here
chances
for a
of
full
forward
minute.
progression.
Still Furious stuck in the same spot they started the round.
And another smoke drops
NRG
down.
fans are Optic fans. Well, that's the thing. Are they though?
is gonna
Now
be
that
fitting.
FNS is gone.
But Brock has moved.
I mean, why
all
would
the
they
way
be, like
deep to
literally?
Low HP
No
and
one's the
Odin
same.
waiting for them.
30 seconds left.
Starts to think maybe they went all the way around the world. Furia taking their time. Nerve is so low. If he can do anything here on 3 HP, Furia have a very good shot here in the post plant.
NRG have no NRG are a bit. They are a bit bland, I think, as a team. They could use a little bit more personality.
Nightfall 2 for the post. Finally a chance to bring that online. NRG have rotated over there. No one getting tagged by the Nightfall makes things real strange. It's a good holdout
You
from
know what I mean?
Allen.
Like they should come out on
As another
they
player
should come
steps
out with
into his
T-shirts saying
crosshair.
my Odin's better than yours
And
and
this
shit.
round completely spirals back towards Fury. It was looking rough for a while. The early brawl over A main, the amount of stall NRG had, that controlled play.
Matter and Suba. But oh
Now a second kill from Scuba.
no, I'm not saying that
takes a go for
the
it,
people
but
on the
Allen will
team
see this
don't have
round through.
personality, but I feel like they don't
It is wild that Fury come out
show
with
it that
that one.
much. You know,
of all
during
rounds.
like
See how
during
quick
the
this was. NRG had the perfect read. 4 players waiting.
like Matter, I
A
think is
replay
quite
at
funny
the
whenever I've
exact
kind of
precise
seen
moment they
Matter
needed to.
talk more
But it was
generally.
these two. Nerve getting that kill onto Ethan, and then Alum in the late round, managing to clean up the second they had a door into B.
But their vibe just kind of
What
gives
was
off
such a
chill.
grim half for Furia. They
You
can
know,
take this
like
one
what's
7-5 now, but as we go
what's
to
their
the
vibe?
last
Their vibe
round,
is chill.
for the first time.
You know, that's why
both
that's why
duelists
G2
by
Boy
an
and Baby
Yep.
Bay.
Mata waiting for it over on the
Oh.
A side. While Kiko just throws
Well,
that low
that idea
smoke.
didn't work.
Tries to hide that behind Mound so he wouldn't get tagged up by the scouting util.
But yeah, think about like 2023
Idea,
G.
but now
That team
NRG
had some
moved
fucking
straight
balls.
in
You know what I mean?
To this B pop. Sliding through, Alum is down, no support behind it. Fury were trying to spam down through the green wall, but Scuba survives on 32 HP.
Look at the next layer.
For any 100
They're
Thieves
just
fans
ready
who
for
always
the
call for
office here.
Asna's head,
That's a
like
kill.
you'll miss
Perfect
Asna when he's
utility
gone.
setting up Mata for that shot. And then the C's behind it as well, so Fury have really been slowed down. Still have a minute
Who
to
else is
work
going to
with,
fucking
with only
scream his
2
head off
players
during the
alive.
comms?
They're going to need some major heroics to carve a path back in.
Hoping that NRG give them something.
100 Thieves were never
They
the
can
same
pull
without
rotations
Hiko.
with Nerve's pressure on C and walk back into A. But Mata is not moving.
Nerve has that ultimate to reposition, and he will use it over into Tree. Canceled out. I was thinking maybe he would go for a play on C before that.
89 Asna is
And
top
now,
5 most fun Valorant
instead of
activity.
going A, Fury
find that- I find that bizarre.
Once again.
But there's still a player here. Rotates will be very quick into this B site.
And I don't think Scuba's gas has been challenged either. Can throw up this wall for a good long time.
Why are Valorant fans less
15
committed to one
seconds
team
left.
like
Fury
another
is stepping
esports? Is
into
that
a
true? Isn't that
disadvantaged
just more of an
situation.
esports
Scuba is
phenomenon
waiting
in
for the
general?
dive.
People
A
tend
pit
to
as well
support
to try
players,
and
I feel,
flood
rather than
NRG
teams
back into
in
this site.
esports, in all esports.
Paranoia
would
connects
most
on both
appropriately
players.
fit
I mean,
being
it is
described as
brutality
flaccid.
from NRG. A perfect finish to this half.
This was an excellent defensive half.
Who
across
is
the board for Meta.
flaccid? Giants is the first one that comes to mind, isn't it? But Koi were flaccid when they were in. Koi were flaccid when they were in, for sure. Right, so people who are fans of other esports.
Did anyone miss Sakura?
Is Valorant
We will
more?
not be missing Asuna.
Is this true though? I mean, again, I'm not into any other esports, so maybe I'm not the guy to ask. But do people not just support? Obviously, you got like the more solo player games. I understand people support players in that, but Do people support orgs or players more? Don't use fucking League as an example and say you support T1. Like, isn't like, you know, NA League dead because there are no interesting personalities? I feel like that's just an esports problem. This is like esports' main problem, I would say. Esports' biggest problem is that it's not like sports. In sports, you support a team, right? And, well, I mean, there are people who support players and whatever, but they're seen as, like, you know, fucking weird. And, you know, 10-year-olds, basically. But, you know, most, like, football fans, for instance, you know, support a team. And it doesn't matter who's on the team, you support the team. And it doesn't matter who's your manager, you support the team. You know, if you have a bad manager, you fucking hate the team. But this is what esports is, I just feel like, has never been able to get. They've never been able to... Because obviously it's much easier to just connect with one person, one player. Now, you can have, for instance, someone like Paper Rex, right, where they've been together so long that you...
It's kind of the same.
You know.
Some of the mainstream orgs like FNC/PRX/Sen will always have a following, but a majority of people just follow the players, especially for the trendy orgs.
See, but this is what I don't get, right? You've got these costumes. Why not get these guys to fucking break something down whilst they're in these costumes? Would that not make... Like, this is what I... Right. This is my point about the broadcast, and something that drives me crazy about the broadcast, is you've already got these costumes. You've already got them. Why not have Sideshow and Bren break down one team that's going to London whilst dressed up in that costume, going back and forth, you know, making as many jokes about the UK as possible. Still doing Valorant analysis, yes, but just a more interesting version of it.
Yeah, a little bit different with that one.
Told them not to be static. No. I didn't say don't be static. When you're being static is a choice. All right. Hear me out. What if we did a segment with Sideshow and Bren, and one of them can only tell the truth, and one of them can only tell a lie? When they're dressed like that, and you ask them Valorant-related questions about VCT America's teams, and you have to figure out who's telling the truth and who's lying.
And Art, he was a monster yesterday. Today, he's struggled so far.
See what he can do here. Brock still holding that forward line. Can only see the top
2v2
of heads.
They've already bought so much time.
Still not the end of the world for Furia. But two players in tree. Difficult to clear out of here. Good flash. Swinging back into it. Art is down. And now EU.
Brock kills both! You gotta at least kill him. He didn't even fight with Ethan. They're trying to fucking bait where Ethan is.
To me about NRG is that they're always looking for the next way to press the advantage. It's very rare that you see them just completely sit back and let their opponent
Twister both liars? Well, that's how it would play out, of course, because Bren would be the one who's telling the truth, but Bren would forget that he was telling the truth, and so he would just lie.
Swing off the flash ahead of a tap even coming in. You see it earlier
Okay,
in the
GG,
round with
probably.
the refight towards Breakdoor.
Let's kill this competition.
I think knowing the timing when to go for those plays, it's what really separates the great teams from the good teams. NRG certainly in that prior bucket.
Well, NRG back to a C open, but this time with a more normal Viper wall on the A side. Furia creeping up 4 players behind it. But without Scuba home, should be easy enough for NRG to avoid this stack.
Nice and free C site for them. Seen a lot of teams buying.
You know how good NRG is on Haven and Ascent? On Ascent, no. On Haven,
Two rifles and of course the Odin being one.
I feel like it's in the
probably
middle of their map pool.
Well.
Yeah.
But I will find out, I suppose.
I mean, like a lot of teams have been like full buying down. It's a little thick, but
yeah.
Like historically, when I think of NRG on Haven, I think
We need to bring the sanctity
Yeah, they're
back
alright.
to.
I don't think it's ever
yeah,
been
so
like
I'm-
their best map, but it's always been. Well, when they beat Giant 13-1, it was their best map, I guess.
Two rifles. Yep.
And Brock tends to farm. I guess that is the Brock farming map, isn't it? So yeah, they're normally fairly decent at aim.
Anyways, NRG
Ascent,
going to move up to
who
10
knows?
after this round, and I'm a little concerned for Furia how they're supposed to play out on the defense side, because we talked a lot about how we were expecting them to be a little bit more explosive, attacking into sites with the double duelist, but now they don't have that extra layer of stall without a Viper.
It's a lot harder to actually hard hold your C site, so you want to be looking to re-aggress in the mid round, find plays to get your duelists active. But it's a challenge against an NRG that is very willing to play that slower style, look to bait out those plays, and punish it.
And you know,
Kill
even
the
though
other
we look ahead, and this is NRG's map pick, Haven is coming up next.
NRG are gonna win champs. It's
That's
so
got a lot to
obvious.
say about that Haven pick.
The thing is, we could very easily just like the stars are kind of aligning here. In fact, hear me out, guys. Are the stars aligning for C9 to win champs?
And this Lotus being a map that was good for
You might think
They're
I'm
trying to
crazy.
match NRG.
Hear me out.
See if they can get something going here on
Masters
defense now.
won. What if
NRG to
Masters
try to
won?
bait on in and slide away
Hold
with
on,
Mata.
hold on. You haven't heard me out.
Shell to collect on
What
Ethan.
if
That
Masters
spike getting
won
dropped too.
was won by an unexpected Korean team?
NRG lose the spike, but they look to recoup space out.
Then we went to Masters 2 before a meta change, and Paper Rex
This is
win.
dangerous. Archon's patrolling from above.
Then what if
Scuba jumping up,
champs
but there's no kill to be found.
was won by an unexpected Americas
himself for losing
team
that fight. That's
who
given
brought
NRG
up
a perfect
multiple
way back
tier
into this
2
round.
players.
He needed that kill.
It's a good slide, and Brock is there behind the stun. Perfect setup from Allen.
With a previous champion
Marauders,
IGL.
NRG.
With a previous
Rush through
champion who is
Furia.
now an IGL,
This
but was
the
not
bonus round
IGL
from
on the
NRG.
team when they won
Furia
a tournament
already slipping
before.
away in this map. A disaster for them.
RC9 going to
players
win
holding for Allen.
champs.
Looking to put the end to this round.
It's a good hold too.
Okay,
No way
game
in.
over.
Brock taking that swing, taking that fight. Those proactive plays in the mid round have just been excellent today from NRG. And the stun to set it up from Mata here.
Hits all 4 players for
That is a
fight.
crazy
That's 1, 2,
fucking
3, so
stun.
the Neon is bouncing away to avoid it.
I'm in not fan and even I think you're delusional.
It's literally
Shut up and
perfect.
analyze
That might be the
Bucko.
best neon stun I've ever seen. So close to the 4K. Would have changed the reaction there from NRG.
Okay, game over. That implies Paper X win London? Yeah, of course. Poutine, thanks for 28 months.
Riot is closer to tweeting oil up TMV than C9 are at winning champs.
Oh, this is boring when there's 2G play. Remember 2G? Holy fuck. I remember 2G when they were playing in Ascension and they were just wearing plain purple shirts. Anyone else remember that? They didn't even have a fucking shirt.
One, now trailing 11-4 on a brand
And yeah,
new
they were
day.
evil G2.
That's elimination day
Look,
too.
to be fair to 2G.
They lose this map in the single digits. It would be 3 maps
Wait,
in a row.
did 2G have a
Playoff
classic?
map.
Does anyone have a 2G classic?
Like that.
Even just looking at round difference, it might be one of the worst streaks we've seen in Americas.
And
For a
this is
team.
that same team that didn't get defeated once in kickoff. That went all the
Yeah.
way through the upper
If you got a
bracket.
2G classic, then that is
Different story.
that's next level.
Shell shocked here in the playoffs, coming in as the number 2 seed from Omega. It's NRG set their eyes on this C site.
The heavier side of Furious hold us over towards A. Just a few thorns.
I've got a Talon
Nerve.
classic to be fair, so I've got to know
on
that
C.
no longer exists. That's because
Due
the
diligence right now.
Talon,
Get good information on what this hold's
you
gonna
know,
look like.
first
No
one
revives
that they
wall
had,
here is
the
interesting.
player card they
We'll
made
find
looked
out,
like
but now getting some spam put down into Mata. Him being on
looked like
37 HP is a big deal. All of
Arclight
a
Phoenix,
sudden,
the
Neon
Magic
sliding
the
into
Gathering
sight.
card,
Well,
which
it's hard to take a
was
Neon
my
down,
favorite
sliding
deck
and
for a
jumping
good
at
while.
150 HP, 37? Just got to land one Vandal shot?
You got 3 Team
so
Liquid
bad.
Classics? Fucking hell, I feel bad for you.
Back into the stack.
a
3
good one.
players.
4 Guardians waiting for this. Shots to warn them, and NRG immediately turn tail and run back to see, but there's still 2 players holding here.
And there's still Thorns as well. Time to stall this out. Brock has the ult though. That'll make it much easier.
Fury are
Still
stuck
double
here on
Thorns
this side.
here.
They're gonna have to fight through with the
over,
pistols.
surely.
Paranoid to slow it down, and now the Thorns land a kill.
Gotta get the sight.
8 seconds left. Kill the planter. That is the mission. That's the
Didn't
only
get
thing
there.
you've got to do.
Oh,
and
it doesn't
Fury
matter.
just can't find it. This
I mean,
one
Ethan
is
fucked up.
wrapped.
Look, he's fucking laughing
At the
about
way
it.
Brock and Scuba
Laughing
played
about it
that.
because he didn't realize he had the
Immediately
spike.
recognizing the win condition with the time was to put their bodies on the line for the spike plant. They charge through the smokes. They push ahead of where Fury expects. And they win around on the narrowest of margins.
But your spatula, thanks for the 2 months. Oh,
Odin
Bears
using
fan, where
damage
go
there
Bears?
as
Where the
his
fuck do
teammate
these people come
charging
from?
forth on the other side.
Chicago, probably, or
Yeah,
surrounding
Brock has
area.
quickly exploded to an 18
Imagine being a fucking Bears fan.
After a couple 3Ks.
Why that?
with
Why,
strong
I mean, to be fair, I
performances
do see
attack side.
sometimes people
They got rid of
saying
his
they're
Corrode.
Vikings fans, but
Lotus is his new best map.
On full display here, and well, would you believe it? Ethan has found exactly the weak side
from the
of the
Philly
map.
area, then why
It
the
is
fuck are you a
just
Bears
Hartson
fan?
over here. Now a teleport to reinforce him from Nerve.
Why is everyone from the Philly area as well?
Falling away from the site. That teleport was canceled.
All this chat is a
Full
bunch of
retake.
fucking Germans. I mean, I guess
And
the
it's gonna be
Philly
a full
area,
retake.
it makes
Before
sense they're a bunch of...
Nightfall,
If you're
Ethan
from
unlocks
Philadelphia,
that
it makes
spike
sense that you'd be in the
plant.
Twitch
Shells hit
chat.
alongside the
Twitch
box.
chat feels very Philadelphia.
And there's that Nightfall hitting
Philadelphia
everyone,
sports
trying to
fan.
funnel down
Everyone
into the
must
site.
know my opinion.
Gets siphoned toward this Viper's pit. Nerve will get a kill back in spawn. NRG overextending just a tad, but still Furia have to get into this pit somehow.
This is
NRG
cringe.
playing so deep away from it.
The Odin is brutal in this position.
Here it goes. First diffuser down. Brock can just sit here and wait for more players to step in. Now the pit will fall. But a dark cover gives more time.
Oh,
They
he's
have to
reloading.
hold this diffuse, but no one can deal with the spam. Fury have no solution to come back into this site. NRG are here.
Well, unlucky. And when I say unlucky, I mean, what a fucking boring map of Valorant. Like, holy shit. Well, next up is Haven. Let's hope it's closer than that. Because if it's not, then we're fucked.
Nick Cyan 4. Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. We own Philly, we own the East.
Are the Wolves still in it? Not the Wolves as in Wolves, the Timberwolves? No? Are they gone? What were they in? The Final Four? That's not too bad. Was it Final Four or Final Eight? Thor is one of Uma's 4 criminal neighbors. That's a good name. Thor. Anyone know anyone called Thor? Uma has 4 criminal neighbors, so only one of you is innocent. Both criminals in column D are connected. You got 4 criminal neighbors. But both criminals in column D are connected. Means that you 2 criminals. Both also means that you're both in it. Wait, what? Oh yeah, because you. Oh, but you have to be. Yeah, not you, but you. There are 2 innocents below Ellie. Okay. All innocents below Adam are connected. And there are 2 innocents below you. They're all connected. 2 innocents below Ellie. 2 of you are innocent. Means that you have to be innocent, right? Can't be. Okay, KT is one of Franco's 3 innocent neighbors. Derek only has 1 innocent neighbor. Okay. It's called Clues by Sam. For anyone who wants to know. Eric only has 1 innocent neighbor. Exactly 2 innocents here. So one of them is all innocents below you are connected. Derek only has 1. KT is one of Franco's 3 innocent neighbors. So 1, 2. Could be toi. It's not toi. If you're guilty, you're innocent. Then you're guilty. But if you're innocent, you're also guilty. Ellie's guilty. Only has 1 innocent neighbor. Only one of the 4 criminals neighboring Laura. Only one of the 4 criminals neighboring Laura is above Steve. Okay. 4 criminals neighboring you. 1, 2. Could still be Steve himself. 4 of them. Could be Megan, could not be Megan. Odd number of innocents on the edges, neighbor Pam. Odd number of innocents on the edges. Well, this is 1. Betty and Franco have only 1 innocent neighbor in common. Betty and Franco have only 1 innocent. One of you is innocent. One must be guilty, which means that you... Wait, is it 2 guilty here or 2 innocent? Derek only has 1 innocent neighbor. What? Was? Betty and Franco have only 1 innocent neighbor in common. Oh, so it could be Adam. My bad. My bad. Thor is one of Uma's 4 criminal neighbors. Let's go back to the start. Thor is one of Uma's 4 criminal neighbors. All innocents below Adam are connected. Yep. Only one of the 4 criminals neighboring Laura is above Steve. 1, 2. One of you but not the other. That would be 3, and then it could be Megan. Could still be Steve himself. It could be one of you, not Megan and Steve. Okay. An odd number of the innocents on the edges, neighbor Pam. Yeah. Derek has only 1 innocent. One of Franco's 3 innocent neighbors. Katie is one of Franco's 3 neighbors. So you've only got 3 innocent neighbors. Both of those are guilty. And you're guilty. Then it could still be Adam. Okay. Okay. Both criminals in column D are connected. U has to be U. U. We know it's one of those two, and it's not U. Betty and Franco have only one innocent neighbor in common. And Franco. Habiba is the same as Adam. The opposite to Uma. Holy fuck. There are exactly 2 innocents below Ellie. Tough one.
It's really difficult to come up with a game plan here, and it's not a map that Fury have been amazing at. It's one that they like playing, they've played a lot of it, but they play other teams close. They don't actually dominate those matches.
And I'm just wondering if for Furia it's going to be the same approach as we just saw in Lotus, where they've changed the composition. It felt like from what Bonker was saying in that interview, they were mainly focusing on themselves. I know we talk a lot about Bonker and NRG being really good at countering
This is
other
what I
teams,
mean,
but
right?
it feels like that is not going to be the case this time around, and I feel like Furia
But
is going to
static not as a choice.
They have
Static
to, right?
just as a
2
normal.
of the 3 losses on this map were close.
Yeah.
That's like giving us some hope here. But yeah, let's hear what they have to say ahead of map 2.
You're the head coach of Furia, Shaw, I almost said fraud, Shaw. I want to ask you, we are now 1 map away from your elimination. We saw a new comp that didn't work out in Lotus, and that's fine. We are heading to Haven, where you have a 25% win rate. What I'm sensing is you have a new plan for Haven. What can you tell us about it?
We make some changes in the map. We put Gianni on Jet to... I think we missed a lot when he stopped to opting for us, and now we create a different stuff or put a different pace on the game. And I think we are good to play this map.
All right, best luck on your map pick.
Okay, so we're getting Koala Jet. We saw that on Breeze.
I was
It's
cooking.
the up. You were saying it all along.
Look, when I see a player
Koala
that just
Jet?
loves playing
What
one
does
game,
Alien play?
I relate. So I understand.
Is Alien just on Neon still?
Do not compare yourself to Koala.
I get him. I get him.
Insane.
This is great. I think this is something that I was mentioning before. Haven, that Jet we saw Aspas play is a competition that
Smokes
MIBR was
Odyssey.
playing with Zekken on the Phoenix. So I mainly now, if we 100% know that Kolanup is going to be on the Jet, it's kind of a what is
Swamp Comp, run it back,
Alien
old
playing. I think
Swamp
they're probably
Comp.
gonna
I mean,
play
it'd be
the
fun.
Jet with the Neon. Like we've
Yeah.
seen people run that on a number of maps. I don't like it as much. The Phoenix is way better. But if your player isn't comfortable on the Phoenix, don't try to force it. Like go to what's more comfortable. The other part to that too is though, I think NRG could be playing a range of compositions here that might make it really difficult for Koala Noob to get his value. Haven's one of the best maps in the pool to pull out the Jet op, and so he should be able to put the team on his back, but clearly that's like the entire game plan. That is a lot of responsibility to have in the lower bracket.
It really is. Again, as you say, we're in the lower bracket. Everything is on the line here, Dan. If they lose, they're out of contention.
Which is insane. The team that everybody was hyping up, the team that ended up being the first seed going into Santiago, that may be disappointed a little bit in the international stage, but we knew and we started to learn their potential, but now just 1 map away from
Another
elimination,
storyline
and
that's
it's
been
against NRG.
destroyed. Furia.
Indeed. Haven coming up. This is an elimination match.
I mean, so
you
what?
don't wanna miss it.
BBL, Mates, Fioria, Nongshim. Who else went to Santiago who's not doing diddly dick right now? AG. NRG? Question mark. We shall see. Yoru frauds, all of them. I mean, Yoru were probably the least Yoru frauds out of all of them, but. Oh, man. Okay. It's Alan Phoenix. Okay. Okay, I don't hate that. Well, I mean, we'll see, I guess. And it's Kiko Phoenix as well. So it is almost a mirror.
In that kickoff tournament that they won.
And you know what, Mimi? Furia are starting on the defense. Koala has locked in the jet. That means ops are going to be here for Koala. So that may come on.
I don't know how many thieves who we got.
I've
picked 100 thieves, but
we haven't seen them play this during stage 1, and Kiko's going to be picking up the Phoenix.
I love these maps.
wouldn't be. I would enjoy a little loud lowers run. Okay, map 1, a stomp. Map 2 is today the day of stomps. We've had some days of pretty close Valorant. The last couple days. Today is just the days of destruction. 100 Thieves will win Americas. I've got terrible news for you, Tesco Meal Deal. If only Americas was the internationals in terms of creating a dynasty, because there is an America's dynasty on the way. You just don't want to hear about it just yet. But I've got bad news for you. There's a dynasty, and they're called fucking G2. And it is a dynasty, because they won 3 out of 3 last year, came second during kickoff, and they're about to be first again. I got bad news for you. They're winning 4 out of 5, and the one that they didn't, they came second. It's a fucking America's dynasty. Where's Seal Wagger when you need him to steer the submarine? No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The Thieves will clear them, don't worry.
You hope they can channel some of that energy, give a better match here. Their season depends on it.
Yeah, Art, a veteran, trusted and tested player here in Americas. Shouldn't be too difficult for him to reset himself, and he's actually calling for Fury to go 3 players stepping down C immediately to start off this second map.
No one home for NRG. Instead, they full contact into the A site. So much this round comes down to
Thieves is the dynasty you're searching for? What, a dynasty of disappointment?
Yeah, and Art just chooses to fall away from the site. Maybe try to work back in, but with that flank coming online, he has to play real slow. You can jump up into heaven, has shock darts to try and disrupt the plant.
The trip will be broken, but EU dies very early there. That hurts the chances of this flank being impactful.
Yeah, only got the 1 shock off. Still got some decent damage down. Kiko on 68 HP, but this wrap from NRG might just be perfectly timed. Koala sees it, and that means that
re-wrap long, but they're away from the spike here.
Smoke's keeping things at bay while Alum just sticks this defuse. He's going all the way for it. Finally taken down as Mata comes in from behind, wrapping through NRG.
Oh, this might be a fast day
on this opener.
Another round where NRG's reactions are just better. They hear that trip get broken, go immediately to re-push through short and wrap around the punish. All the while, Mata is let off the leash to go towards spawn. But I don't think any of this is possible if EU doesn't die as early as he does in the retake.
We're pistol players in matches.
I can almost see a glimmer of a tear in Ethan's eye.
Yes, they were struggling with the pistols earlier in the stage. Definitely looked a bit better in the Sen game and here as well.
But not the start Fury we're hoping for. That's for sure.
Yetu didn't clutch. This would be a 7-0 day. Bro, Heretics were getting away with some fucking bullshit on Haven.
On A short. He's actually got a camera that's
Half of their
protecting him
rounds
while
were
he
like
stays with
4
his
kills
face
through
just jammed
smokes
straight
and
into the
4
wall, waiting for
Odin
the camera
kills.
to spot any players advancing
That was
in.
literally half of their
Time for
rounds.
Operation Orb Max. Kiko got the orb towards C. Now they'll walk back A.
Artson's like, no, guys, don't go long for the orb. Just please send one person.
Actually, he did
One
insane
person
bullshit.
short.
That
That's
wasn't
all I
insane
ask.
bullshit. He literally just out-aimed all of them.
Scuba would be the man to give him his
You just
chance.
wouldn't know what that looks like. You just don't know what good aim is.
Likes to slow play this.
You're just
but
too
his
used to
teammates
watching
make the
Team
first step.
Heretics fucking shoot people through
Getting in
walls with a
front
fucking
of the
Odin.
camera, hearing the drone coming down and not wanting to be cleared. I like him stepping forward. Very patient. So is Scuba. Good shot, but that's only a Sheriff to upgrade into now. Furia up 1 man in the retake.
Look at Kiko going to pinch him from the other side. Deal with
Literally
this problem
pinged that
early.
camera.
Yeah, Art needs to stay alive as long as possible. Delay for his teammates to get on site, but even then, Furia do not have the weapons.
Oh,
to
that's
make this
poor from
comfortable. Good
NRG.
hold, though, from
They're
EU
just
stepping
fucking
forward.
giga locking in
Gives
on him.
Furia a decent enough
Hey, they did
chance.
deal with him.
And Nerve in a good position to punish that backside player. Shots exchanged as
Oh,
Furia
bro.
still haven't been able to work in. Getting
Okay,
good
you know where they
damage with
both are. There's
nearly
no
all
way
of
they
their
lose
players,
this
but
now,
Hallam is
surely.
so low. EU just has that Bucky to play for.
A lot of damage.
Well, it looked doable. Now getting harder and harder as there just isn't actual time to work with now. The mission becomes kill these players, stop anyone from getting out with the big rifles, but that won't even be successful. Mata collects EU and slides away.
Getting both the rifles out of that round is so big for NRG. And while the kills were great from Furia and they looked like they had a chance, it looked better than it was because the only
Whiff
people
alert.
actually taking those
Chill
risks in
out,
short
guys.
were the
Chill,
two players on
chill.
the pistols. So you don't earn much more from
Oh,
getting those.
stay strong, boy.
And Mata did well enough clearing
going
back
on?
down into sewers. That
Stay
is becoming
strong,
an
boy.
issue. Ben!
Waving across the stage at EU. And you
That's
see the
EU.
implication of that now. NRG keeping those rifles, getting the plants, they buy up around it.
Oh, wow. 4 light armors.
So again, this is something that
But they've got the arsenal.
I just
you
think
could go with
good
this.
teams
And no
do
outlaw on
this.
the other side.
This is how good teams manage the eco.
Artson actually playing C solo. with
Like,
the guard.
why play a bonus? Why not just fucking win the round?
Well, Alum, you're kind of stuck here
Why
now.
not just like win the
Gets
round? Like,
away, but
by the way,
takes some
this
damage
is
on
our
the retreat.
eco. We had 3 people die last
With them
round.
going for closer to
3
a true
people
FPS
died.
spy on that pistol round. Just the Marshal is that additional weapon. They'll have weapons even after that is Alum.
Ooh.
Steps.
Bonuses aren't real.
This is great though because with
By
that
the way, this is
camera
the team
over
that
on
buys
C,
the Outlaw
that'll
more
spot
than
players
anyone
coming around
else.
the corner, and that informs Alum
We
when
can
to
still
throw the
do this,
blast.
by the way.
Did.
Yep. The smoke is good to break up that combo trap. So now Alum will
Did they
just
check?
work off his weapon. And it's a good play too. 1 for 1 to start things off. And now Alum works his way into the corner. Has the support of EU from behind, but all these smokes
Oh, do they know?
make things a little bit more complicated. The position from Artson is perfect. Gets his 2 kills and stops NRG from getting into this site.
Here comes Scuba.
Hey, Scooby-Doo,
I don't
what
know
we
if he's
got?
going anywhere, Mimi.
Yeah, just
30
that lurk
seconds
into
left.
garage. Had a chance to maybe take a timing, but now Fury is watching it.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
was
take
hoping
that
to see
time
if
to go
anyone
garage. He's gonna wait
would
for him
rotate.
to.
He's in a good position to hear players
Gotta
leave
go.
the site. But now NRG are just
BOC.
walking into this double hold. Fury actually worried
Been
about
quiet
their
for a
back
very long
because
time.
Koala rotates to A.
Standing.
They were concerned for a moment.
10
Still
seconds
looking
left.
forward as Brock works in.
Okay.
With the knife out though, doesn't stand much of a chance against the other Sova.
That's a great round for Artson to bounce back from a bad map 1.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Losing a player early, he retucks
Where
at a forward
are
angle
you?
and is in a perfect position.
You're
to punish the
playing
second he comes
Beyond
in.
Sunset. Come on, Scooby-Doo.
That's what you need to see from the veteran player. That's what you need to see from the guy stepping up.
And that Sova dart from the attack came down just a little bit too late to actually clear that because the players were trying to get the clear on the backside guys. That's why the timing's there, but
Here comes another fight C long though.
Look, we still have a better buy than them.
early peek from Mata. NRG can't
We still
actually
have a
stick
better
around and
buy.
fight because of the
This is
paranoia, so
insane.
instantly turn tail and run towards C.
There is Cypher utility here.
Not on B though, not for the lurk.
Yeah, Scuba has a chance to posture up with the run it back. That'll circumvent all this utility. And there's that pick.
Big.
Koala caught rotating.
Catching the rotator and
He's got another fight in mid.
still a fight in mid, exactly. Stepping up into it. EU is there. He's been good at patrolling
Okay, now.
late in these
Just
rounds.
the Phoenix ult, Kiko can pick up the
Walking back,
flank.
clearing this flank.
So it's basically a
Letting his teammates
3d4.
fully worry about spawn.
What do they have? They have full Phoenix util, full
NRG in a
Sova
good
util.
position for the paranoia. to slow down the retake.
Start with a drone. Don't.
Fury have really taken their sweet
Nice
time.
spam.
It's good spam. He's too far forward there to actually use the drone. Now EU basically out of this one. Watch some shock darts to support. And the recon as well to work his team out. But a slide in.
Nice
perfectly timed
flash
with the
by
flash.
Kiko.
It's exactly what the doctor ordered. And yet it's Brock who's alone now. Hunter's Fury online. Not even waiting for it. No one's holding for him. And there isn't the time, so EU will turn tail and run. Brock wins this round for NRG.
That was a great chance for Furia. EU getting the trade in mid onto that pick, having a straight
Unlucky.
up 4-on-4 in this retake.
And now your money's bad,
Brock
and now
again
it's
with the Red Bull
4-1.
clutch. It was
Probably.
only made possible
Nice
by
flash.
how much they got sold out. Look at all
What's
four
that Phoenix
players
flash? Still
coming
good.
just from spawn. No one trying to push up towards Heaven, worried about the Odin spam there. And a Paranoia, a Phoenix flash. Every single player gets caught by that utility. And NRG easily clean up this round, reset Furia's economy, and now look to run away with this half.
The woes just continue to pile up from Furia. Was hoping that they'd
We're going back to
have better
shades.
solutions to deal with
My
the
eyes
NRG.
started hurting a bit.
So far this map, it's been a little bit lackluster.
Hero gun on EU is all they have. A stack behind it though on A.
Take flight.
See if Fury can stop the bleeding.
Fleet tag.
Gotta be a mission to protect this gun. But it might be difficult if Brock chooses to go for the Hunter's Fury. He's definitely gonna be finding people, even if he shoots randomly. There's so many bodies on site. Shouldn't be too tough for him. I like that idea from NRG to use the fast lane to bait the swing down into it. Just holding.
They're very suspicious now. They saw the Jet and the Cypher here.
Re-clear from Furia. Brock is a little bit isolated, but NRG were close enough to come back and support him.
Unlucky.
And they realize, well, there was a stack here, but now everybody's dead.
What?
Arxen picks up the gun. Good for 2. Nerve has come into the site.
30 seconds left.
Just feels a little bit hopeless for Furia. They've got people in the right positions, but they just don't have the tools to fight with. So another round goes NRG's way.
If that re-clear was a few seconds earlier,
Okay.
maybe you can
I mean, they
sell a
are-
story of them getting something out of it. But instead, NRG are far enough back that the flash
They
is
are
connect. They easily
very
shut
much
this
in
map
control
out
of
with
this game.
just a moving shot from Scuba.
NRG. I mean, yeah, just the timing of that play from Furia just was a bit unfortunate that they were leaving, but
Furia are
not
going to be calling a timeout, and
left
this just
enough.
becomes a real moment of truth, I think, for Furia, because this is a team that so many people were excited about. Best team in America's
Let's get to the good game. You know, 100 thieves. When was the last time someone said that? Surely 100 Thieves Loud will be a banger, surely. I mean, I feel like it actually will probably be a pretty good game because Loud will shoot them and 100 Thieves will crumble. 100 Thieves will look like they're about to crumble at some point, surely.
stepping
It's
up
100 Thieves.
deeper into stage 1, now stepping up in playoffs with their back against the wall. You see that
I should
in
be
the
reading instead of
individual
watching these
play.
games.
2 maps
You know,
north, Rock
I
has been
finally finished
stellar.
Brothers
See that
Karamazov.
how Ethan is able to call
Whatever the
through
fuck
these
they're
rounds
called.
and to find the gaps
And I
against Furious
decided, you know what I
defense.
should read next? A book that I haven't read that I probably should read.
Slides into the site.
Oh,
That'll be
nice
the first
entry.
kill, and he even looks into Garage. It's a little bit extra. It's looking nice. Let's
Team
listen
Flash.
to what
2
NRG have in
kills with the
store.
ult.
Last player standing.
The team come round.
Out of charges. Take flight. Enemy mark.
Well,
Maybe we'll try again later.
we got to call the comms were coming in, and the second we listen, everybody dies. So,
That's tough.
Yeah, they're not saying a whole lot there.
no, they kind of just hit the floor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big round
what
for
I'm
Fury to
reading
win
next
now.
is
The flood retake on this site was good. That's
Murder on the
immediately
Orient
after.
Express.
Their anchor player just gets completely
I
owned in
decided
the
to
corner
read
nerve.
some Agatha
But it's
Christie
just
because I
Hunter's
never
curse
had,
on
and
EU
I thought,
that
oh, I
set
might
his
as well.
teammates up to refight on that site.
Let me put it this way.
Man, the double kill.
Going from Dostoevsky to Agatha
finally,
Christie, I can see why people read Agatha Christie.
Waiting for.
And I can see.
Fury get a round win. Win one of these rifles.
You think a fanatic
no
round is long-winded?
To this B.
Wait till you read Dostoevsky.
He's actually in front of a
Oh, brother.
The
and the fucking spike bounces back the other way. Holy fuck.
Step back into it. Brock in the corner
Oh,
never
no.
cleared. Finally, EU gets him. It is pandemonium on the B site.
And the spike got abandoned.
Still down there in the thick of it all.
Fast lane to steal it.
So now layers of smokes on top. Mata trying to escape, but there's
And
the
you die getting the spike. And you die getting the spike. And you die getting the
This round
spike.
goes straight to Furia.
Finally, the op in his hands. And he cleans up the round. That was a mess from NRG. Ethan, I think getting caught by the corner of a Phoenix flash there ended up beefing the teleport. Yeah, you see he's paranoid. And then Alum.
Look at the
fighting
spike
back
just
in.
fucking bounced mid-sight to them.
It like went behind the
Yeah.
Omen. That was wild.
Did kind of a trick.
I wonder, he was so close to the wall, it might have just bounced right off. Makes it even
was a
tougher
very
for
strange
Mata
round.
to try and recover on the retreat.
Okay, well, they talked about the koala op.
Finally, NRG out of money. Feels like it's the first eco all series.
That was the first
Yeah, so
round
as a
where we
result,
saw
not
it in
only
action.
the op, but EU chooses for the Outlaw. It's something he's been doing a little bit more often, I've noticed lately. Especially when he's playing the anchor position over towards A.
The fucking giga deep dart as we do a long exec? Surely that's not a dart for
Holds
this.
it down, very nicely done from
No.
Art, and we're knifing. All
Knives
right,
him in the
EU.
front.
Welcome to the party, have some fun. Scuba instantly says no more of that, but this round is over and we're all tied at 4.
A good recovery from Furia. I didn't expect the trajectory of this series to take us to Furia getting knife kills, but okay.
No spoilers of
sometimes it just
Eurovision,
happens
please.
like that, Mimi.
Please, Red Panda Frosty, you will be banned.
Aggressive off angles. He's gotten a multi-kill anchoring.
Wait, is that guy who
earlier.
who I timed out earlier? Are they still here?
Now a 3K here as well. So the operator retained. NRG calling a timeout now.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, NRG timeout. Fuck Eurovision and fuck you for caring about it. I mean, I'm there to see the protest. Surely there's some sort of protest. I'm there for the drama. No?
That online already.
Don't need to.
NRG don't have to play that little mini game.
And the angles you get the most worried about are mid, or C long. But it's always a question. Where is that up this time? A 4-player stack from Furia on A.
On Lotus, NRG always found the weak spot coming out of a timeout, but this time they are right in the position of Koala's op.
The fuck is this Phoenix wall?
Camera that Koala's just
the heal like
ignoring.
up.
Wants to get the value out of this dash. He stays again.
Wow, supreme confidence from the duelist. It's nice to see him back with this operator
going
in
back
hand.
in.
Yeah, you love to see it. After not having the chance to play the agent, to play the op role much in stage 1. He's back in a comfortable position, but NRG's utility gives him no real value here.
And NRG leave an embed. Scuba tucked in the corner as the team goes back. For Furia, though, they can rotate away with this op posted, but since those cages went up, they're afraid there was a timing of someone getting into long.
Whoop. Leg spotted
there's
and
the Koala
Cypher
up again.
player down.
Gonna go
That means NRG
C
don't
split
have that
here.
A pivot left. Good news is, Mod had already gotten up into garage. Very good at
third Phoenix
stepping
or
into that
second, I can't
space,
remember.
forcing Art away. Furia choose to play into the retake, and Kiko just
Not
runs
in a
on
great
in
game
on the
though.
run it back.
Oh.
Alum, worse for wear on
Do
the
we
other
need to
side
get
as
that
Furia
greedy in
no
a
control on Garage
5v4?
now.
I'm not
He
sure.
wanted to punish the body, but the hold was good. Up
Ooh.
above Koala.
Wow, Koala having some fun here, even dashing back away. His second
Nice,
dash
why
on
not?
the round, and Nerve steps up as well.
Okay, well, NRG
Beautiful
take a
round
timeout.
from Furia.
And it's all about
Not
Koala,
necessarily
honestly.
sure
His persistent
what
pressure
exactly
in
was
A
done. I mean, the
gave a
Koala
reading
up here,
that someone would
kind of
come back,
dominating.
someone would give him a chance.
I mean, we are going. I mean, this is
Second
we are
he
going back to
hits that shot on Scuba,
2021
it forces
Haven with
NRG's
this.
hands.
You know, fucking jet
They
up down,
have to
eh?
make a play. They have to push. The team does a great job of collapsing to that fight.
So nice too, because his off was such a staple of that run of Furious during kickoff. And to see him do this with a Blade Storm, but also I think Nerve has had a complete bounce back. Getting the 2 kills in this round. Big for him, while Fury were sort of stuck in
The
that
old
choke point.
scratch of the
Getting
head.
Both him and Koala.
But they have an answer to
land
this off
pairs.
because ever since it came out, like they've kind of been getting
Behind
destroyed.
double doors. Camera to guide him and takes
attacked him.
Scuba's legs out of there.
He hit him there. That is wild. This guy is just so fast when he has the op in hand.
And look at him, he's already shifting over to the A side.
And I love how they play so many resources around him. There, it was a cam, it was a flash.
Yeah, they try and then fake
Wow,
A.
they're really trying to bait out this A hit again and nearly on the flick.
I mean, they find
Just
him. Run
barely
away. Go this way.
scoops underneath Mata's elbow there.
He's been a millisecond away from 2 kills here already.
I like how Fury started to play the map. Artson stepping out into mid. He has very good info to work off in this round. And now that he clears out mid, maybe he's a little
Yeah,
bit
they are
too
gonna
slow
find
to
a free
hear the
site.
rotates going on to the C side. Maybe in a tough position as well as he's crossing over Scuba's position at the same time. Neither Cypher player is aware of the other. And only now do Fury realize it's a C finish.
I think
Oh,
that's
he's
when mid will be
waiting for
decisive.
probably the
I don't know
Cypher
if
here.
they'll ever see each other.
He's walking all the way back.
I mean, he
spawn.
should see him
Yeah,
here.
it might actually be EU or Alum that find this Cypher first. Actually, Artson.
Oh, he
not going down
literally
long.
just looked.
Oh my word, he had a knife out, but Scuba was looking the wrong direction.
Oh,
A
that's the
series of
look on,
unfortunate
and now
events.
he comes on the flank that the
But
trips are
still,
gone.
not so simple for Fury to get into this
Big
site.
job for Ethan.
A dash up with Ethan sitting inside the smoke on 8 HP. Ethan lines them up, but Fury is still worked back in. Artson activates on that
You
lurk.
gotta take this
Now
fight.
Kiko pinched
Gotta win this fight.
from both directions. A good
Ah.
flash for him, but Artson delivers
Doesn't have
once
time.
more for Furia.
For the time. That's the problem.
Brutal.
If he had been a second faster, there was a chance. But he knew that this one was over.
Just
Furia.
heartbreaking to have it stolen away there.
Yeah. A Red Bull clutch in the end from Kiko. Doing just enough to save it. The activity here was so good. The early push down mid, reposting Koala over towards A, constantly creating problems for NRG. But in the end, it was Ethan's position in the smoke CT that secured that round. Getting 2 kills, stalling them out.
thought they lost.
That saved it for NRG.
You love the roller
He was
coaster.
about
there from
to, he was
Bongar,
about
ready
to
hit
slam
the
to
table.
death.
Wait a second.
No,
they
off
don't
for
have time.
Koala.
All
What are we
good.
doing?
No worries there. A fight for mid
Go
now.
for an aggro play.
Curveball around the corner.
Look at this ult.
Ethan all the way in spawn.
Oh my
EU
God.
spotted him, and now Ethan realizes he's behind enemy lines and taken down. Mata as well. So low on HP as Artson steps up into that fight. Full ego out of
You
the
can't really
in-game
tell what
leader.
I'm doing with my
And
eyes, but
NRG
I'm
kept at
squinting
bay.
them. I'm squinting
Insane
my
start to
eyes.
this round. You saw that EU had no expectation of that ult actually getting stuck.
And now Alum steps up as well. Fury have completely changed their logic on these maps. All of a sudden, they're taking huge timings, Gamble stepping out into empty space. And it's paying off massively for them.
The disrespect is working, but the round's not over. A 2v4.
4v2. I mean, the money's actually
Kiko.
not great.
Uh-oh. Kiko spots a player.
Like, if they
Another
lose this
one
round, the
over
money
there.
for the
Art
last
will
one is
take
going to
him
be
down.
fucking atrocious.
Furia were really divided on the map. There's certainly an opportunity. Could still be one for Brock. Has a Hunter's Fury, but needs a couple of kills first. And now outside, Double Doors Koala is there to take this one for Fury again.
You mentioned it. The big change has been the proactivity from Furia. They are avoiding no risk. They are slowing down at no point in the mid-round. Let's watch it again.
I mean, this was tragic.
Ethan, he definitely had a timing onto EU, but he just slinks away, and bodyguard Koala in the right position to swing and defend.
I love to just seeing Artson step into, what, 2 or 3 players down sewers, get the kill, no problem.
And Alum's doing the same thing on the other side.
But Artson is now 16-7. This is a guy that only had 2 kills on the first map, but the turnaround from the Valorant veteran is massive for him.
And Nerve is back to struggling. They're just trading bodies back and forth of who gets
Full
to top
Sting
frag
around.
and who
Honestly,
gets
they'll
to
probably
bottom frag.
win, knowing the
They're
strength of the
swapping
Stinger.
seats, like I'm not sure what's going on out there. That's an early Hunter's Fury. EU choosing to pull that one out,
Never
and
mind.
now NRG.
Never mind,
they're
they
without
probably
an
don't
in-game leader
win
and they're
considering
without
the damage
smokes.
they just did.
And this is going to push them back into the operator.
Against now with no
Koala
smokes. Yeah, the
waiting
round's
on
probably
C.
not going their way.
It's been nice to see this switch up for Koala.
Holding such a narrow angle.
Yeah, completely flush with the wall. Now stepping right down the middle of the fast lane. That is gutsy,
Okay,
and he's
hold
punished
on.
for it. Mata seizes
they
the
killed the main
opportunity,
threat.
but Nerve is there. Now trying to find a way out of that situation as the lasers cut him down from afar. Kiko will be sent back to C Long.
Okay,
And
both
just
Phoenix
Scuba
souls
inside
gone.
has an operator in his hands now. Of all things, that shot goes wide.
Ah, they're all
And now
burning.
Furia
What the
working back
fuck
through
is
the
going
fire
on?
And the flames. EU tries to carve a path in. They'll have to come down to Artson now to have the lead at the half. Now puts the spam into Brock. These players are so low.
That's
An
not though.
operator and a stinger. But how do you beat that with the Odin when Artson is down to 15 himself? You can't give him any room to breathe,
Goes
and he
for the
won't.
flank. He's read it.
Has the
Oh, he
read.
just didn't read the
Artson
timing.
is shut out
The
by
fucking
Brock.
stinger
We're
round
tied at
always
6
works.
At the half.
What a recovery at the very end from NRG. That
Bizarre
looked
round to
grim
end it.
to begin with. But pure chaos in the team fight on site. That's what brought them back. This is just a great read from
He
EU.
TP'd right into it. Going for the fake TP at the start of the round.
Even hitting at the end there. Another 80 damage.
Wait, Thinking Man Shorty Pants is back?
But it did not matter.
No.
What the fuck
Other
happened to
Hunter's
you?
Fury And Brock, really.
Or
I
is
think
this a
Europe
different
Valor
one who
getting
just
that
changed
backside
their name
stinger
to
kill,
it?
And then having the read to wrap.
One shot. I can't hit one shot.
Scuba maybe not wanting to pick up that operator in the future. Looking good there.
I've been busy with exams, lol. Wow. That's tough. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. It's almost like this thing is still a broken gun. That is almost like it is that, yes. It almost is as if the Stinger is still a broken gun. Crazy, I know. Who's my least favorite chatter? I don't know. Sugandis, honestly, Sugandis is quite annoying at times. I don't know if they're here right now, but oh, Mike! Nice of you to fucking turn up. Who's the guy that started? I have no idea who the guy who started the Oil Up stuff was called. What their original name was. I have no idea. I mean,
Am I annoying for trivia?
if I wasn't British, probably, but I am British, and therefore trivia is kind of like, which weapon will get first blood on round 13? Other. I mean, brother, you think people are knifing each other on a pistol round? Bruh. Look, I don't have a football team, okay? I really don't. My football team is my FPL team.
NRG's defense, something we're going to be looking at here. Kiko just
I vaguely
early
support
warp,
England.
so looks kind of like their attack.
Genuinely, I used to like kind of root against England. When Roy Hodgson was the manager, I kind of hated the England team.
Players back here now shifting towards that seaside.
Like when we lost to Iceland, I was kind of glad.
On.
The England team now is more likable, but
I'll leave him on the island and stack behind this utility on C. It's a good read. Now spotting Nerve on the jump up from Scuba.
3 players here.
And reminder that Furia not having a Neon makes it a lot more difficult to actually blitz into backside. That's where
okay,
this
fair
Reaper
enough.
comes in big.
Kiko
steps in front
swinging
of the hit.
out.
Lands 2.
I love the timing of that. They do that
Nice
as the
little
attack
C reclear.
smoke falls, time
2
it out
kills.
perfectly.
We got Mada just holding with the sheriff down A.
Stuck around.
Gonna be both pistols for NRG, I think. Or should be from this point.
Well, NRG are thinking maybe it would be a shift
It'll be
on
a B.
Scuba in a nice little
Round A.
corner, tucked away.
You lose the round, you lose the game.
Moderatable, thanks for the 6
Holding
months.
garage control,
I would
having a
like to be
reflank
your
coming.
favorite chatter now, please.
2v5 feels nigh impossible to win.
No.
You would need some real magic
yeah.
from Koala here.
No, NRG are just going to take their time.
Or if Mason Greenwood gets invited, then they would be less likable,
Taking
but
any
he's not
risks?
going to be, so don't worry about it.
Finally now stepping back into things. You know, Ethan was
Last player standing.
getting emotional after they won the pistol to start off this map, and the success is going to continue for NRG. Yet another one going their way.
Looking perfect in those rounds now.
EMV, why did my
Love
team
the
play
ideas
double
here, look
senti?
great
Do I
for
like
them.
the idea?
From early on,
Do I like the
securing
idea of
absorbing
playing double
being
senti on
on
Ascent?
to late rounds.
Personally, I'm not
knowing that there
a
was
huge
presence,
giant
but not
fan.
wanting to lose tempo and going for these active
I think
legacy, Haze
Phoenix
balls,
is just
immediate pop
like
flash into 2 kills.
Phoenix is just good right now. I don't know what to tell you. And Ascent is like the map that people thought Phoenix was maybe playable on before.
Good fight, Long C, bro.
So
Ethan looking comfortable.
I
up
would
there.
probably say play
As
Phoenix
Furia
if you
now
can.
ask themselves if they want to go for a force.
And if I'm MIBR,
to really do it.
I
They got
can.
a spike
Like,
plant.
why can't
EU is
Zekken
going
just
for
play
an
Phoenix?
attack outlaw on Sova?
Why not just
And
play
then,
Jet
halftime,
Phoenix?
little
Aspas
sniff.
Jet.
Mata said, hey, sometimes
Or
the
Neon.
game just
Aspas
buys
played
it off.
Neon before.
All
Maybe
right.
not that dissimilar here.
That is some wild stuff. While Mata's operator, or
Yeah, the EU Outlaw.
essentially an operator, will land in a main.
Everyone but Mata has full armor, so I struggle to see where EU is going to get his value here.
It's interesting because a lot of times you would see maybe if you're going to hero buy something like that, you drop that over to one of your duelists. But I think with EU being
Yeah,
you know,
MIBR
Hunter's
probably
Fury
shouldn't be playing
already,
double synth.
The idea might be a little bit more to play to try and get that early online. If you're getting kills on anyone, maybe a little bit more impactful on the Sova.
It's deep in bed from Koala. I wonder if part of it is just a read after NRG did go for a full FPX buy on their last round after winning pistol.
Yeah, just the difference between attack and
It
defense.
really is
On
insane
defense,
how shit most the
NRG not
agents
gonna
are that
go for
Phoenix
that
is
one
broken even
when
pre-neon
Furia
earths.
get to choose where the
Ultra
fights end up
successful
going.
Exactly.
patch.
That full armor is so much more valuable.
Exactly. Everyone have a
Yeah.
weapon is important. So now all
That's
these
tough.
players are going down, and Ethan is like, wait, he has an outlaw? All right, I guess we'll kill him anyways.
Don't worry though, guys.
Without
Fade
too
and
much of a
Sova are going to
problem
be
there
better.
to convert this round. Yeah, Brock's like, what's this guy doing?
Investigating the relic that has appeared at their doorstep.
Like, do we want a second outlaw, like polling the room, trying to figure out what the play is?
And that means EU is stuck with the sheriff
Well,
on
it
this
can't be
next
better
round.
post
Yeah,
Neon
Artson as
nerf.
well has to go for a
I
Guardian
mean, I
because he
suppose
can
it
get
will
full
be
armor
because that's
and a
one
full
more thing
rifle,
that's
knowing
worse,
that there's the
but
chance of one or even two
I'd still
outlaws
just play Jet
outside
Phoenix.
now.
Huh.
I'm a little surprised. EU has actually sold the sheriff he was sitting on.
And Kiko has his run it back as well. This is kind of a terrifying bonus round now.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Sheriff ended up coming back at the last moment for EU. But a lot more is going to be asked of the tip of the spear for Fury, a Koala noob, whether or not he can get the advantage for NRG against them. Ethan playing the high line here, but not taking the fight into window.
After a very active pistol, they play a bit more passive now, drone back into A.
I know that this isn't going to be the method that happens. I do kind of want to see a veto on Ascent.
That'll be the opener you're looking for. That's a rifle able to be recovered now as Kiko
Go
gets back in.
in.
Wait, hold on a
Gonna
second.
stop
Fury
that B
are
exit
not on
completely.
B. They're trying to switch back towards C.
Oh no, don't
Only
run
one
this way,
player
bro.
here,
See how far out B
Scuba
are there.
with a Spectre
I
backside.
guess no one's engaged. I mean, he's completely isolated here, Scuba. Just a Spectre.
And now Furia realize they still
They have
have
started to
time.
get
With
over
the
across the
insert
map.
of
They're
EU,
going to come
never
back
picked
to
up the
B.
gun on sight. That is still a
Oh,
Sheriff.
no.
He's now worked behind these players. The Sheriff, he doesn't need anything else.
Oh, it's
Might have
ugly.
wanted a little bit more, switching around for that last kill. Now with Artson.
Oh, it's
1-on-2.
ugly. Maybe they just can't play attack
Throughout
side.
this
Holy
map,
fuck,
but
it's
not
over.
to continue. NRG's reign of 3 rounds in a row is
Well, Fnatic
unbroken.
missed
I think
champs.
that is 3
The thing
kills
is,
and
the
a
way
1
the
round
points are
if he
going,
has
they
a
actually
gun.
still could make it on points now if they went like 5-0 again.
He had the
so.
drop on all of them there.
He did, and it's like
Most
you see him
likely
trying
they
to
probably
slow
will
down
go
at
to
that
champs.
last Sheriff shot because you can't miss that bullet. It has to be perfect. Anything else, and he'd have a little bit more leeway to react
You
quicker.
see here, Brock is whiffing. Mod is not looking at him.
I mean,
and it all goes back to the decision to buy the
that's a
Outlaw
fucking
that had no
strange
value
fucking
in
name.
round 2 for him.
I strongly dislike Jonah P.
And now they're on another eco, round 16.
And
Why?
This is Furia fighting against elimination here. They already lost map
You're gonna
1.
have to
This is
explain your
their map
username.
pick. It was a
Why?
tight
Why
first
do
half,
you
but now
strongly
lose the
dislike Jonah P?
anti-bonus. Can you get back with some
Of
magic
all
here
the people to
on a
strongly
Thrifty?
dislike,
Couple of stingers in the inventory. Blaze walls exchange, and Furia have purchased now on the site.
NRG will just play retake.
account made
Mod
today.
has already worked his way back around. They'll re-clear garage.
A sub,
Furia
but not
need
a
to try and
follower.
find an opener.
Probably literally
Brock.
just made the account.
Ready to lay down the spam. And pressure out of garage as well.
Just
Furia
vibes,
stepped
hate
forward for this
watched
fight,
since the
but
God
you can't
days,
step
just a
into Brock. He
lifestyle
will
at this
tear
point.
you apart. 17 kills so far today. Now Hunter's free to push him away. The timing is
Holy,
perfect. From
really
Furia.
nice.
First
From
kill
Furia.
took wall, and they step back into the
And they
site.
got a kill.
Bide their time. Entice NRG, siphoning
Oh,
them
no.
into the site, but now Ethan is struck in from behind. Ethan and Mata rip into Furia.
Oh,
with only
no.
2 left alive. It is now Artson. 18 HP, a prayer,
Oh,
and a
no.
Sheriff. Not today, says Scuba. NRG on to 10.
Another big investment from Furia. Another big chance. But despite the Hunter's Fury, despite how good the fight was, NRG's next layer was better. They step back.
Well, that was a 3v5.
Mata and Ethan activate in this retake. Look at this slide. It's perfect. Pulls out the majority of the bullets on that stinger. And Scuba's there to clean it up.
Nice, boys!
This is how quickly it slips away, though.
Yes, it does.
Tied at the half. Now NRG
Yeah,
only 3
that's
rounds
tough.
away from eliminating Furia.
Furia have to buy. But already look how low they are.
Wow,
Qual's on
2
2 HP,
and
Art's on
fucking
29.
29.
Just the damage of Brock Odin.
It was only 1 burst.
And that's 3 seconds into a round. Now you're trying to reassess your
I see.
options. Mata might want to reassess that angle. Let's listen to Furia's plans here on elimination.
It's us, too. Nice. 5v3, guys, 5v3. Sobo's there.
Come see, boys. Come see.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Could be down zero now.
Yes. Upper could be here.
Come gosh.
Actually, upper's
No, go long, please.
Go long. Just run around and clear, guys. 3 of us are 1.
Flashing this. Have a garage then.
So get spawned in it, okay?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I think it's not probably care, guys.
Watch out, trips. I don't want
Can you smoke garage, Mike? Smoke
Yeah, window?
Yeah, no, normal.
Okay, normal.
I'm off you, Ward. I'm off you.
Staying back.
EU stepped up majorly in this round. And now Artson too, the 2 players that were taken so low early on. Just diff this round on an individual level. EU's learned
save?
that proactivity on full display.
So I guess the Kiko's
No one
money
else is really a
isn't
factor but
amazing.
him in this round. Getting the kill alone in
Fair
garage,
enough.
getting a further pick
It's not
towards
really
front
what you
Kiko.
want to do.
Doing further damage. Now just looking to back away.
Yeah, finally a little sigh of relief in the Furia camp. You know, I remember watching at the end of that series versus Leviathan, just the look of dismay on Artson's face. Full on, head down, in hands. And then I turned around just before this round, after that last one slipped away. It was
He
the
knows
same
VM for
exact
London.
look from him. But now, has some teammates behind him to step up and keep it competitive.
And the player doing it is EU. When they struggled in kickoff, it was EU stepping up in the big games. In Santiago, when they went out early, when they didn't live up to their expectation,
They're actually heating him up. Thank you, guys.
EU
It's
was
actually
that
huge.
player. He's the guy making the difference.
Yeah, in that last year's Artson was the only guy, now tied at 18 kills apiece. EU steps in.
I did say this is the fucking Brock
some
map.
impact.
17 and
They
9.
fight over A to start things off. NRG actually
My
looking
boy
deep
loves
behind
Haven.
this fast lane. And Nerve backed into the corner.
Oh,
he has
no.
Paranoia out in his hand. NRG are ripping Fury apart again,
Oh,
dominating in the
no.
A main fight, and even a little bit more spam on the backside. Mata for 2 on that one. And Furia consider working back into lobby.
This always seems to happen. Everyone always buys an Odin against Brock and thinks I'm better with the Odin than this guy. And then they're definitely not.
Corner. Brock returns.
Okay, they did actually start to
Falls
rotate.
back to a deeper angle.
NRG expect to pivot back to B late.
The difference between a 1 in the last round here for Furia is massive. To go within 2 or 2 rounds deciding NRG winning this series. That's what's on the line here.
No drone means NRG just have to sit and wait.
Patience.
Oh,
And now
that's got
Allen
off.
wins that
This
fight?
is losable
Are
now.
you kidding? Allen might have seen a path back in here. Brock just waiting for the blaze to fall. He's stepping into it. That's insane. What's he doing? Going in front of that play slow.
There's
on the
no
peak.
way. He's
It's
just trying to
tied.
fucking
3 players
reclear.
alive on both sides now. Kiko
Solo
in heaven.
reclear 4v3.
Chips away at Koala, jumping on backwards. 20 seconds left on the clock.
And there's still a molly to stall.
NRG choose to fall out of heaven instead. Furia just fully walking back into the site. Somehow it has been brought to even. So much
Nice
writing
shot.
on this,
Ult.
and Kiko bests Salim. Now with the run it back, adds another player into the mix. But NRG are low.
Nice by Scoob.
It'll have to be EU again. Waiting down in hell, and 1-on-3. The shots connect. They land, but there's too much to deal with. NRG move on to 11.
GG.
Furia looked like magic was happening again. But NRG too good at closing out these advantages. Kiko going in early, getting that kill, earning the run it back. That's what made the difference in this inevitable 3v3. Furia never really should have had a chance after how good this read was. The full commitment into A lobby. A 5v3 to start.
I think Brock thought he had a little bit more room on the side of the blaze wall to go for the clear there. Ended up getting stuck, and as a result,
Crazy time though. I mean, why
too
not just,
slow to get through.
just wait for it
So
to go
now
down?
trailing
See who's
4.
there.
That look returns to Art. 7-11. Furia call a timeout.
Brew, you are my only hope. Knock this team out. You don't believe in the loud run? Or the 100 Thieves lowest run? $100 frauds? They're not 100 frauds. They're just like 100 okay. Look, they got a tough draw. They got a tough draw in G2. I think you're underselling them. I think they're actually fine. They just got G2, and no one in America is ever going to beat G2.
Having a shot to qualify again.
Keep up.
It'll be Artson with a Sheriff. It'll be Alum on a Stinger. The tool's not quite there. But Furia had time to come up with a plan.
A much slower start from them this round.
Wild setup from NRG. Double trips outside of A long. But Garage is going to be the first focal point by Furia.
Kiko in the corner.
Stepping back that flash.
No one puts Kiko in the corner.
And now NRG like their position. You've got Mata pushed all the way long. You have a
TP's
stronghold
past
on
Blaze
C.
Wall. Sees that that's a fake. Out of pushed here.
Even Brock
Rotate
juggling a
across.
more passive line.
Rotate across.
Now we'll hear the drone and call Scuba back into
The
the site.
smoke up and on
Remember,
this side.
Double trips on short. Brock with an Odin behind it.
These are kind of fights that I think are tough sometimes with this Odin.
Brock is such a problem in this
Yeah.
position, but Nerve will solve him. Now it's Scuba. And
You got a
Kiko
second player on
already back
site.
into the site.
30 seconds left.
Both trips dealt with. Fury have been good on this approach, but Kiko is here, and Kiko lands on 2. More and more NRG members step into this fight. Nerve is so low, but Nerve secures 3 into the round. Desperate measures required for Furia.
Yeah, I just think this is Brock. I mean, who am I to tell Brock how to use an Odin? But
A massive
I just feel like
3K
that's a
from Nerve
position
that
where
round. They were
it's
walking
just
back into
not
his stack, walking
super
back
Odin
into the double
conducive.
trips, the Odin. Looks like it could have been the end. But he
He does a lot of
shut down
damage,
there,
but
1 HP.
I don't know. It always feels like,
Kiko regardless.
are you gonna get more than one there? Like, I don't really want you just going 1 for 1. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like your best case is probably 1 for 1, just aiming down that
We
spot.
had Mata waving down EU.
Like 1 and some damage, but I kind of don't want my,
For the Furia boys.
you know, like I kind of don't want you just going 1 for 1 there on the A site. Wait, NRG take their second time out. See what they change. I mean, there they had the Cypher A. Actually got into a decent spot again. Like, they didn't necessarily do too much wrong that round. You know, they pushed C. They had a deep C. They re-cleared this pretty fast behind this Phoenix wall, realizing it was fake. You know, they got to this position, re-cleared it. Got some rotates close enough over. Just kind of,
So 3 go mid this round.
you know, Brock just kind of died
Do you
without getting
look
a
for a
kill, and
fight?
then it kind of cascaded from there. I mean, I do feel for Furia here, like, you know, you win either of these pistols and maybe
I just wonder how
you win
fast
this
Mata's
map,
gonna
but
be. It's gonna be a walk or a slide.
mid aggro.
Curveball at the ready. But Furia haven't
What I don't
stepped in
understand
just
is,
yet.
if you're playing this guy because you
Taking
want him
the
to be
big
upping,
Waller reveals himself and Mata's whiffing. You can't
I
be
feel like they
missing those
didn't
shots.
up
The
enough
rest
for
of
that to be
NRG
the
is there,
plan.
though.
And he hasn't
Trades
attack upped
aplenty.
at all.
Everything goes awry for
Has he?
Furia.
Maybe he hasn't, I just forgot.
Desperation from Art. The IGL trying to save his team steps forward.
Ah, but now revealed. Neural theft. Scuba knows exactly where he is. And Nerve is even a little bit slow to get over here. Could have ulted in. Now the worry of spam and shock darts to rain down out of Brock. We've seen Artson be dominant in this map. We've seen a few big rounds out of Nerve. But now their season rests on it. Fake TP from Ethan. Setting up this plan, the utility out from Brock is devastating. Has downloaded Furia's position, but as the smoke falls in,
Wow,
his
Art's
waiting
being
for
nice.
it. And now Nerve caught in a 1-on-2 with the run it back as well. He is fighting an uphill battle. Cole's back, but Brock will take him down. The spam is too much as Brock steals Furia's hopes away.
The read out of this timeout was perfect from NRG. They expect the mid play. They're ready for it with 3. And the fight was absolute perfection from them.
Nice shot from Scuba.
This is what makes them so good. Being that step ahead. Recognizing when a game is starting to slip and they need to change it up.
Kiko getting the run it back online completely changes that as well.
Furia can't believe it.
Get out of my way.
Would need 4 in a row. The #1 team in kickoff at risk of falling out in 8th.
Camera taken out.
In the first round of the
Bruh,
lower bracket.
That's tough.
And they look timid. Thrown into lobby. Doesn't even spot Mata tucked into the corner. Don't know if it'll do Artson any good. That's a sheriff in his hands.
Solo walk
Now he
down
has to call from the grave.
from Artsine. This time they do the same
Furia
Phoenix
have
wall. They
garage
are gonna
control,
push
but
their
little
Phoenix
else on
into
the map.
garage this time.
I have the spike.
Where can they even find a pick? Brock holds passive on B. The Cypher passive on the other side. NRG giving nothing away.
Yeah, you don't want to go near Brock. He has been the guy today. Best player in the server by a long shot. And now Hunter's Fury from back in spawn. EU blinded up. Now just 3 remain. As the swing comes onto the seaside, Furia
Well,
have their duels
5v3
alive, have nerve into
to
it,
save themselves.
but they have no position anywhere on the map. Alum investigates Garage as the rest of the NRG group up.
It has to be him.
Has a timing here from window. No one's looking
Okay.
at him. Catches
Wow,
them with
that
utility
wasn't
hand,
great
but the
from
spam is
NRG,
there.
but
Now just 2 remain for Furia. No more second chances. No more hope for Furia. NRG will send them home and advance here in the first round of the lower bracket.
Well,
Incredible performance today from NRG.
Unlucky.
They came into Lotus prepared.
bit of a... I do feel a bit bad for Furia there. That game was probably a little closer on Haven than the score suggests, but in map 1 they were dog shit. They lost both pistols. And so it will be NRG versus Crew. Furia go home. Another Santiago team who is not going to London. Wait, so how many Santiago teams aren't going? Who went from China? Who went from China to Santiago? It was XLG, AG, EDG?
Another first seed Santiago team eliminated in lowers round 1.
Were they the 3 teams? So 2 Chinese teams. Then you've got... Well, who else went to... Who went from EMEA to Santiago? Liquid, they're not going. Mates BBL. No EMEA teams. Then you've got... In Pacific, you got GE... Oh, well, who went from Pacific? Longshim, Paper X, 1. You got 1 team. Then from Americas, you got G2, NRG, Furia. So far, you got 1 team. Maybe 2. Only 2, 3. So there could only be 4 out of 12. Who've been to both Masters. 4 out of 12. Max 5 out of 12. Less than half for sure. That's kind of insane. Maybe only 4 out of 12 teams would go. That's a bit
Well,
brutal.
individually, the calling to boot has been on point for NRG. They advance 1 step further, but the man of the match was Kiko. He's standing by for the Ryzen post-match interview.
Thank you so much, Ender and Mimi. Yes, I'm none other than the man of the hour, the man of the match, Kiko. Sir, congratulations. You had a game and a half. You made it hard for Furia. Very part of the reason it was very hard for Furia. Talk to me about kind of what was, when I talked to Bonkar, excuse me, he said, we just want to work on ourselves this match. I asked, like, what did you prep for them? How are you going to do it? He said, no, this was us. This was on us. Talk to me about what you worked on. What was that part of that process for you?
I mean, just as a team, we kind of really focused on like listening to each other and really focusing on the first call and just being really reactive. I think the meta is like super aggressive right now, so if you hesitate for like a second, you're just going to miss your timing a lot, so we kind of just focused on us.
So when you say first call, like Ethan would make a call and like listening to that and going for that?
Yeah, just like, no, I mean, it's like mid-round, like, oh guys, let's just fight them here, and everyone will just be on board on the same page. Like, no one's just going to peel off and play their own game. I think we just played as a team.
Well, after today, do you feel like you have worked out those kinks?
Yeah, 100%. I think we played a really good game today, and yeah, it was fun.
I mean, you guys look excellent today. The NRG lower bracket run, you could patent it in the US Patent Office. It is something that is honestly kind of astonishing. The amount of pressure you could feel, it feels like you guys don't feel. To get a peek into everyone's mind, is there any sort of anxiety, or is it just, now we've done this before, we're going to do it again?
I mean, the guys on NRG are super resilient. Not gonna lie, like I don't think anyone really feels the pressure there. But I know, just working on ourselves, just playing.
You didn't talk about you there. You said the guys in NRG. Do you feel any anxiety or any pressure?
No, I mean, No, not really. But like, obviously, I just want to win because I want to go to London. So, I mean, I just want to win. So.
I mean, we were just talking. You are from London.
Yes.
You are from the city of
Yes.
London. That is where we're going for Masters.
Unlucky.
Oh, sorry.
Let's talk about what would it mean
That's unlucky
for
for
you
him.
to go to your, your literally your home and play in front of that crowd and possibly lift a trophy in front of that home crowd.
It would be lovely. I just want to go home a little bit. Not gonna lie, miss family and stuff. So it'd be very fun, And plus, it's in London, so it's like the most important event for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, looking at the field you have Leviathan qualified, you have G2 qualified, NRG being that, third spot for Americas. Do you see NRG being contender for that trophy if and when they do qualify for London?
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, like they won champs, and then we came third at Santiago, and we've only gotten better. So.
I mean, I think there's a bit of a struggle in the stage one, right?
Yeah,
There was
definitely.
some back and forth, but now you think you kind of worked out those kinks, worked everything out?
Definitely a learning experience with the meta. Very different to what it's been in the past couple years. So first for everyone, I guess.
And you were on that secondary duelist role, absolutely killing it. I mean, talk about that for a second, because I mean, it's great because when we heard you were coming to NA, it was like, the greatest smokes player coming from you, and then you're almost on the Phoenix, right? Well, how has that adaptation been like?
I mean, I've always played duelist, and I played flex smokes last year, and today I'm playing flex role, so I don't really mind playing duelist. It's my favorite role, so yeah, it's fun.
I mean, and my last question for you is, do you think people underestimate NRG because of the group stage performance? And do you think that is obviously it should be a mistake, but do you think they do underestimate you?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I think people respect us a little bit as well because they won champs, and we're a good team, I would say. My humble opinion.
I would say you're a good team.
But yeah, I don't think so. I think we're still good.
All right, well, congratulations once again. I'll let you go celebrate your win. Stay right there. We're gonna head to break, but it is 100 Thieves.
Okay, 100 Thieves versus Loud. What could go wrong? Whatever could go wrong. Surely. 100 Thieves don't choke, right? Surely. Right, I'm gonna take a quick break. Not just in terms of like an ad break, but I am gonna do that too. But what can I put on? The worst takes of Plat Chat 2025. Right, in fact, if I'm on here about Paper X,
players. I don't think I'd stop at one.
this is the worst take. This is the worst take because people at the time knew this. Getting rid of Forsaken, that's got to be the worst take of all time.
I think I'd get rid of multiple players. I don't think I'd stop at one.
Yeah, classic Tory sideshow. I'll evict you all. I only need to evict one, but today I'm feeling extra naughty.
I think the team identity for Paper X is the thing that needs adjusting.
I mean, is there a worse take than that? That Paper X's team identity needs to adjust. Think about where we are right now, and think about what he just said. At the time, this is literally what, a month before they won a Masters? He was not spitting. He was not fucking spitting.
If I wanted to make multiple changes, it would be... I think a lot of it would have to come on like who I was bringing in as well. But I think I'd be looking to get rid of Jing because I think Jing is
aged well.
Part of what makes this team silly gaming. And I think that Jing will still find a lot of success playing elsewhere. But I think Jing would be one of the players. And I'm not sure who the other player would be. I do want to drill more into Paper X role stuff here, though, because I feel like we're glossing over a little bit of how bad people like Something and Jing looked on their current role.
Look at hindsight Harry over here. Fucking hell, if this guy was the fucking manager of Paper X, none of you would even be fans of Paper X.
It looks like they're going to take at least a season to even get comfortable at the pro level.
It's going to take a season for them to fix their roles.
With these kind of spots. Like, isn't this simply a swan song, the point where you start moving to roles like this and it looks poor? Like, you're playing proper compositions, but your players can't play them. Patman's in the wings waiting to be subbed in. Are we watching The slow, sad death of the team we all love?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, to be fair, how is this guy getting away with that? I didn't even know. How has he gotten away with this? I mean, brother.
oh, good. Good. Well, that makes me feel better about it, Sliggy.
No, we are though. We are, because the map was not good. The comps look rough. Was like we're just switching roles non-stop. It feels like to get the best out of people, something needs to be on Jet. Jing needs to be on Raze. We don't have that anymore, and they've just gone for like the last attempt. And now I've got like the best Opera in the world that's solo, that's just playing Breach Sova every map, and he can't op at all. Like it just doesn't make sense, really.
I don't know.
I think they tried everything.
This was so with Benkai? No, it was not. Okay, let's move on then. Let's talk about not what has been, but what will come to pass. And first off, we have to take a look at what
What is it? Oh, who's put this in there? Come on. This guy looks like he knows what he's talking about, though. Smart guy.
I was fully expecting.
I heard that this was the PaperX social media guy. And all I've got to say is, yeah, this is what you get. Your team's dog. You have to come up with some interesting tweets. You scraped by DFM. Good job. Good job, Win PaperX.
Oh wait, Kyle, why have you done that?
No,
I mean, that's true, though.
That's good.
That
That's
is
good. All right. Good job.
Wait, are you seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you really think PaperX are going to beat DRX?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're on a run, dude.
What do you mean they're on a... Shut up! They've beaten the two worst teams in their group.
Do you remember Crew?
They weren't on a run. They weren't on a run, and they're not going on a run. And you can't bait me into thinking all the shit teams are always going to win.
No, but the run starts. You got to think, right? LCQ. Right, you got to think the run starts when you have to win.
I mean,
the game.
Sideshow really did lean it.
Right?
Like, this is the thing.
Railing this track.
They had to win.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there we go.
Hold on. Let me... Sideshow's talking about all this.
Shio
It
always
doesn't matter if
believes.
there's nothing on the line. Now there's something different on the line, so the results should be kind of different. You got to go both ways, right?
On a run.
Like, now you have
No,
to
they're
win.
on a run. They're not going on a run. They're on the run.
Okay, if they were going up
How are
against
they on the run?
if they were going
in
up
a row.
against like a middling team, though, sure.
Siggy,
But
they
DRX
like
are
snapped
decent.
their they snapped their femur in half. They're in physical therapy right now. They're not on a run.
I mean, how's this guy getting away with it too?
Nah, there's too much momentum here.
Too much momentum from beating Global Esports and DFM. I mean, I'm with Achilles. I'm voting DRX. I think it would have been better if PaperX had continued to lose.
What does that
Because okay.
Right now, this, by the way, this, in hindsight, I think this is a good take. I think this is a very good take. Because what are we talking about? We're talking about how Valorant has no long-term storylines because, you know, metas change and everything like that. If they would have lost in London, if they would have lost the London Grand Final, and then lost the Santiago Grand Final as well, brother, imagine every international PaperX go to. Imagine. Oh, did I say London? I meant Toronto. Imagine if they lost in Toronto and then lost in Santiago. How many would that losses been? That would have been Copenhagen, champs. Did they lose 3 beforehand? They would have lost Toronto, Santiago. Imagine if they lost 4 grand finals. Imagine they would have lost 4 grand finals. It would have been insane.
Because the PaperX thing that everyone loves about them is that they're hunting the trophy. Every time they come into a tournament, you're like, this is the time. They've already done it.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. This one, I mean, it's kind of still true for G2. You might even say it's somewhat true for Heretics as well, but
It's
I
sick.
mean,
Some
yeah,
of these
they have
players
to
and
eventually.
coaches.
this is the general problem with. I've seen people say this that aren't into sports. They're like, this is the general problem with sports, is that they don't end. You know, in like your film or whatever, when you watch a show or so, like it ends. You know, you get the ending and it ends, but sports don't end. And these things don't happen forever, and every so often they are just
Have
going to
been
win.
going for 4 years, mate.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Like,
didn't they have 5 in them? Didn't they have 6 in them, Slicky?
Does anyone think, and we know, Mimi, we know that this is a so-called super team. We know this for sure.
Are they?
Don't go there again. Does anyone have
They are a
any feeling?
superb team.
Let me lay out the hypothetical that was running through my brain there, okay?
Oh, no.
So what if
I
100 Thieves, what if 100 Thieves deliberately through the off-season in some kind of, and now I'm not saying that they did, I'm not saying I have any evidence for this, but in some kind of, you know, iBuyPower-esque match-fixing scandal, they threw that game.
You're accusing a team of.
I'm not accusing them. I'm not accusing
Trust in
them.
plug.
I'm not accusing them. I'm just saying in a hypothetical universe, what if they did throw it? And the reason was not monetary. The reason was because they have a partnership with that team, and they know the only way to win in the game against MIBR coming up is to construct a Hans Niemann-esque cheating system where they use the plug from Trust in Plug to be able to tell them when people are hitting towards A and when people are hitting towards B.
Sentinels or, you know, Crew even. I'm surprised that Dryad didn't bring them up.
I have Crew
I haven't
going
even talked about
very
them.
deep.
This is a new record for me. I'm killing.
I have Crew going to that lower final.
Really?
Crew,
Well,
yeah,
Wait,
run, bro.
whoa, hold the
They're on
fucking
a
phone.
run.
You have Crew going to the lower bracket final, and you have a
Yes.
different team going to
Yes.
Bangkok, which means that
Yeah.
you have G2 not even making third.
No, I do have G2 going to Bangkok.
Oh, right, okay.
No, just kidding. I was off the bath salts and I have Furia.
You actually have Furia?
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
We gotta talk after
Yes.
this episode.
I have NRG and Furia.
Your bracket
They're going
is...
on a run, bro.
But your lower bracket final, then.
That was a
They're
pretty bad
lighting
thing.
everyone
Furia
up.
Crew.
This, by the way, is not. This is Masters Bangkok. This is not Santiago. This is, you know that Furia team that was like the worst team of all time. He's talking about that
Yes.
team.
Where do you have G2 being eliminated?
Lower round 3.
So the round before, not even the round before the lower final, 2 before the lower final, in
No.
5th, 6th.
not
Can we put T1 in 8th?
I agree.
I'm honestly fine with that. With what they're playing at the moment and how they're looking, I'm actually fine with this.
I mean,
like 30. I don't know,
30s.
but
They're in their
they're
30s.
not down there.
Okay,
Mid to low
the
thir-
high
mid to
20s,
high
high 20s, low
What?
30s.
No, they can't break the 30 line. There's no way.
Do you
That's fine. So, why should T1 be number 1, Achilles?
Number one team in the world.
Why?
They have a trophy. Where's G2's trophy? They have an Ascension trophy. That's from like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, they won
T1
America's
got
kickoff.
one a week ago.
The greatest
So-
trophy anyone could ever win.
Yeah, that's the real trophy, the America's kickoff.
T1 won the event. They should be the number 1 team in the world. Sorry, G2. You choked too many times.
What on earth is DRX doing at number 3? Is that really locked? Is that how that's working?
No, it's not
No,
locked. You
get 'em
can
down.
give the NA or EU bias case to change it, Josh.
Well, it has to be EDG or Vitality, doesn't it?
Yeah, most likely.
I think we've got to put Wolves in 12th.
Fuck off.
Okay, but also give me any evidence.
Possibly beat.
Exactly, who could be worse?
Who could be worse?
Who
BLG.
is
Who
worse?
did Wolves beat to get to fucking Toronto?
Well, yeah,
BLG.
it could be BLG. It could be, but
Well,
What
then
the
put
fuck is
BLG
going
worse.
on here already? What is happening?
bold predictions. We asked everybody here to pick a winner.
Did we all
of
pick
Masters
Heretics?
Toronto.
Is that what happened here? Oh, Seth's smiling. He's
And the
smiling.
results were our bold predictions. All of us picking a different team. Every single one of
we all
us.
picked.
I mean, the
I picked
case.
G-
for
oh yeah, I
Heretics,
picked G2. I mean, that's a safe bet. It's a safe bet for being wrong, but it's also it's a safe bet for being wrong, but it's also a safe bet in terms of not looking like an idiot. Look, like he looks like a fucking idiot. You know, Seth picked Gen G, that's fair enough, reasonable. Wyatt picked Fnatic, reasonable.
I got to admit, it's a little bit of a.
Sideshow's got to admit.
Yeah, Sideshow must admit that Sideshow was being quite ridiculous with his pick for Team Heresy. No, Terrible
take from him. Bro, what is this
I love
rotating?
that. That's the fact. It's like we're coming in with facts.
Sideshow's literally like, I'm not staying in my hotel because I'll be bored.
But Dan,
Okay, I'm gonna fill my water up quick. I'll be back.
We did want to see Timotino and Asuna swapping things around. They did. That result in a loss. Did we still like what we saw though?
I do like what we're seeing right now. I remember week one, I was interviewing Aspas and I'm like, I was interviewing Asuna and I was asking him why he was the one that was playing the Neon and not the other way around, because he has so many games that he's played on the Phoenix. He was kind of a Phoenix expert back in the day, and he just said that Timotino does feel better on the Neon, and just kind of the roles and everything that worked out at that moment was exactly with those. Then they showed for the first time on Breeze where they swapped them out, and then in that last series that we saw against U2, it seems like it is going to be a permanent thing. I think Timotino is great at finding openings for the team, and I think that is the difference.
Yeah, Asuna, he's the kind of player that loves going forwards, right? He's always going to go forwards. He's always going to take more space, aggressive timings. For that reason, I like him playing on the Neon personally, because then he can make space for Timotino to frag. I mean, the stats are so skewed by the fact that they just got bulldozed by G2.
Yeah.
So you can't necessarily look at the numbers, but they've just had way more of the stage playing with Timotino on the Phoenix. So I think they might have changed just at the wrong moment here and lost some of their momentum.
It was just not a good Phoenix, I feel like. They had some cool ideas that they were working around, the way that they were trying to give him that space to get something going.
1 hour in a room with Timotino. Stop using your ults like that,
yeah,
brother!
Run it down mid with the ult getting nothing. I feel like it just makes more sense.
Dan, I can fix it.
You can fix him?
I can fix it.
Okay, you can go on stage. I think we have time.
That's a segment if I've ever seen one, but yes, we'll get to that. Well, I want to hear from one part of that duo though. Asuna, let's hear what he had to say to Liz a little earlier today.
You're with 100 Thieves, awesome. Now, you are no stranger to adversity. You have played the most matches in kickoff. Talk to me about what it's going to take to get this ball rolling for 100 Thieves to qualify for Masters London.
I mean, fortunately, we have played a lot of games, so we have a lot of reps, and, you know, I'm not used to having this much match experience with, 5. It's usually a lot less games, but we've been through a lot, so, we're just building up to it, and, a lot of these games, they kind of lead up to moments like this where we fell short in kickoff, so we're going to try to right our wrongs.
Best of luck today.
Bro, Asuna should fucking shave his head and become villain Asuna.
Like, I would assume more reps good.
Yeah, generally. I think that's one of the things that is nice to have, is that amount of reps. I think this year as well, 100 Thieves have just had more opportunities.
Are you a 100 Thieves hater as well, Cian?
There have been years in the past where they just look like they've got nothing going for them. This year, they actually look like they have potential. The problem with that is then the fans get excited, and then you've actually got to do something with that potential. And I think one of the slightly worrying things is that Cryo was put in a position just in this game against G2 where he wasn't able to fulfill the potential that we know he has as a big player. And when Asuna, Timotino, and then Cryo as well, like when all of those pieces are not working, you've got a disastrous 100 Thieves. So they've got to make sure one part, at least, of that is working for them.
Yeah. How can I make sure that that's happening?
Part of that comes down to the game plan, though, because Cryo was playing retake a lot in impossible scenarios because the rest of the team was just kind of falling flat. So again, they're not playing against G2 this time. G2 were just working them absolutely across the board here. And we know that Cryo has excellency just in his veins. This guy will always perform if he's set up to succeed, but you can't expect that when the guy was playing 1v3 retakes constantly.
I mean, look at that stat. He was in 8 clutch situations, 0 conversions. Yeah, I'll tell you why. It's not because he's a bad clutcher, it's because, like you said, 1v3s, 1v4s. Like, Asuna and Timotino weren't doing, like, G2 were shutting down Cryo early, so he couldn't take aggro lurk timings. And that meant,
he asked me something but doesn't read, sorry. Did you say yes or no? Shmeeb! Thanks for the 33 months. Hello. Hello, Steven.
Stage before, and it feels like even when they were losing those games,
look how happy Cryo is in that
still the one
picture.
consistent piece. So even when you have Asuna, when you have Timotino on this double duelist, Cryo was
I said
always the one
both.
finding space, and it feels like it was just a G2 thing that knew
Ice Mage, thanks for the 37 months as well.
Against Luke Show is going to be a really
Hi,
interesting
Steven.
one.
Hello.
They're not going to interact with each other very
Well,
much.
I'm not
but they're
Steven.
both going to be trying to find those same kind of like aggro lurk timings and open up space and get big kills for their team respectively. And they're both super skilled. They might be the most skilled players on their teams respectively. So I think whoever can get more value, find the best timings, find the best openings, create those avenues for their IGLs to go back to, might end up winning the game.
How straightforward were predictions for you guys for this one?
No, I flipped a coin.
Yeah, actually did.
I flipped the coin. Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be 100 Thieves or Loud. I went with 100 Thieves because I figured if they're going to be following the script from previous years, they're going to win this one.
And Medusa as well.
The superstition. Yes, that's like the superstition part.
A lot of primes coming in. Medusa and Cavan FV. Cavan? Cavan?
And 100 Thieves are just kind of being like,
thank you for the prime.
Seen what the ceiling of this team is like, despite
What a
like the year where 100 Thieves has had the most potential, it's coincided.
Oh,
with
bro, I'm gonna have to wait a whole another fucking week to do the VFL prices.
The unfortunate reality
Just to wait till one team. I guess I could do the other 11 teams to be fair, but
it's a tough match to really predict, I think, in general. But they've got good ideas. They've shown good ideas. I have a lot of respect for the coaching staff. I think they put a lot of work in clearly into a lot of their maps. So they have what it takes to win. They definitely do. But yeah, I flipped the coin.
It's two dangerous teams, I feel like. One playing with house money, right? So everything is a winner.
And hey, Ju, thanks for the 4 months as well. Will it be a glue game? Loud 100 Thieves. Possible. Possible.
On stage, but don't worry, we shall keep you entertained. Yeah, and he will fix it. Probably not, making it worse. But then we send someone professional to actually fix it. For now, though, here's what Erda had to say about his short time on Loud in Stage 1.
Siento que el equipo de Loud es un gran equipo, siento que yo lo siento como una familia, nunca me había estado en un equipo que realmente sentía que era una familia. Por ejemplo, me llevo muy bien con todo el mundo, todo el mundo tiene como su dúo, como su hermano, y todos como que siento que somos como hermanos. Siento que todos hacen un trabajo súper importante. Por ejemplo, no sé, se ha hablado muy mal de Virti. Es entendible para mí, es ok, al final la gente va a hablar. Pero, por ejemplo, Virti me ha ayudado mucho con el tema del IGL, obviamente sin contar los coaches, pero me ha ayudado bastante con ese tema.
It's really cool to see him highlight Verti actually, because he's right. Verti has been the.
How are you playing Antif and also doing a draft with
Well,
Shire?
I'll have two different teams
as well.
I'm gonna have two different teams.
You know that it's possible from Verti, and it's nice to see that they have 3 other players actually who are the main focus right now. Like, Verti does not have to be the big player for Loud because they have Luke Shaw, they have Erda now, and they have Darker, who's been great for I think a number of weeks really. Like since the beginning of this stage, Darker's really good.
And it's also not only Erda saying this about Verti. When I was talking to Darker,
before the next game starts, probably within the next
last year,
7 minutes, I'm gonna say. Should be, I mean, unless we're in Pacific, but it should be in the next. Should be sometime soon.
Sometimes we don't see it when they're playing.
If your anti-VFL beats your VFL, do you have
There's no way my anti is gonna beat my VFL. There's no way. That would be crazy. I'd have to be so wrong for it to be worse. Because I'm gonna be IG. Don't forget, I'm gonna be IGLing like the worst players.
I think he should have the upper hand.
So
I would agree with that. I mean, Darker as well as an individual. I feel like this
it's not gonna happen.
Like a case study
Don't worry
in
about
terms of what happens when you have good players individually, but then the situation, the circumstances, the environment isn't right. But when it all starts to click, you finally start to see them flourish individually. Because I think a lot of these players were the center of a lot of criticism before they got Erda in, because people just, you're not seeing the vision. They're not practicing with their IGL. They're not playing games with their proper IGL. The vision was not to be playing with Batty, their assistant coach, for the first 3 weeks, but that's the reality that they were faced with. But now you're starting to see every single player kind of unlock that true form, I think. And the question is for me, when I'm watching Loud, is genuinely, what is the peak, what is the ceiling for this squad right now? And I'm just wondering, they might not have enough reps to do that because they're starting at the lowest point in the bracket, but I am curious to see how far they can go because there is undeniable talent on that squad.
I think they're going to be tested today, especially by the coaches of 100 Thieves. Yeah. I think they always come in with a really solid game plan, and so stress is going to be on both the coaching staff but also Erda to actually anticipate what's happening and adapt in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's permutation for stage 1 where
some surprises their
you
way
can pick players.
Now, I'm very, very
you can pick only
to
players who
get
didn't make it to playoffs 4 seed in Americas that beat everyone at
This is an
BFL.
elimination match, so everything is on the line. We are in the lower bracket here.
I mean, that's
our
crazy.
Playoffs. So
Okay, here we
will
go.
be sent home and the other one will stay alive to live another day. Let's send it down to the stage now and bring out our teams.
Chegou a hora de mais jogo eliminatório. Eles estão de volta no playoff. Faz o L pra Loud!
Well, there they are. Loud. Walking the wrong way already. Good start. Okay. Give me the map, Vito. Who does the winner play of this? They play MIBR, right? I mean, there's a chance there. Genuinely, I think whoever wins this game has a decent chance of going on a bit of a run. It's not like, I mean, you can beat MIBR, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Like, maybe are a little bit lost. NBS. Walking with purpose. Dresses in the same sort of clothes as when I met him. Doesn't change for anyone. Okay, what we got? Breeze, Split, Haven, no Ascent, Loud ban Ascent. That's a bit of a... Bro, you know your org, man. Know your org's history. You can't be banning Ascent. Bruh.
Pull in the corner, they all lined up for him. And there was many moments where it was just kind of going wrong just in a micro sense, the way they were taking fights together.
Okay, Split. Kind of a classic 100 Thieves pick. Let's do this. Let's do this. Someone goes home. Furia already gone. Tomorrow, it will be NRG versus Peru. Should be a banger game, that. That should be a giga banger. And then this will be MIBR. God, that might be a fucking banger in a different way. Versus Loud 100 Thieves. Brother. Are MIBR any good? Who knows? Bertie is gonna feed the Sage. Feed the Sage and he will score. Don't even have get Bang's parents in there at least, just to get Bang's dad going. Let's go, 100 Daves. It's just not the same. I mean, the no crowd is genuinely like fucking hell. So another Harbor Astra. Again, not a huge, gigantic fan. The thing is, like with these Harbor Astra comps, G2 played it yesterday, but G2 played it very differently to how like most teams play that comp. You know, they were playing. I mean, they're playing it with a Vice, so it does make more sense in terms of how they're playing it. But they were not playing, you know, for heavy retake or whatever. They were playing, you know, the stall on site. They were often using the Harbor Wall like early in the round. I don't know why there's no crowd, to be honest. I don't actually know. Are they praying? And 100 Thieves playing their pretty unique comp as well. Why is there no crowd? Does anyone actually know? Americas has no fans. Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about decline in viewership, I mean, take a look at that. No fans. You got Pacific going to a nice big arena in Vietnam selling out. I mean, watch maps. Oh, I'll watch to the end today. For sure. We're watching all the way through. Thing is, with Pacific starting later, it's not so bad. Like, I did get up on time to watch Pacific this morning. I just couldn't be fucking bothered. Also, it's not too bad when it's...
There's two teams here for
Like it, I mean, it's not too bad when it's like best of fives. Cause like, you know, it might like the friends. How long did Pacific last today? Like 2.5 hours.
Journeys of these two teams is going to end, so
Yeah.
hopefully they're going to bring their A game today. That's what the Des was mentioning before. Hopefully as well, 100 Thieves, they turn it around with such a new comp too that they've demonstrated last week with this triple slice and no Viper against a Loud 3-0 so far on this stage.
A composition that comes kind of, you know, mainly from the coaches, seeing a lot of the scrims and action on stage not go the way that they were practicing. So the coaches said, we're doing this. We're going to put something else in the mix. And it seems like the team really took to it.
EMEA
And
finals
also,
tomorrow as well.
taking towards
Yeah,
this
100 Thieves
B
on
side as
attack.
they're
They
gonna
get kind of
tend to
destroyed
strong
by a KO
hold
knife
site.
instant.
Looks like that 0 point might get them to walk away, but more so they wanted that alt orb for Asuna.
Really looked like they had a good read at the start here for Loud 2. Everybody's already concentrated towards this B site, and the play style for 100 Thieves, if you've been watching it ever since they demonstrated this triple slice, was that it's always been very slow on their attack side. They're waiting for that mid-round push coming out from the defensive
Obviously,
side.
you're
so they can
playing a
try to
Cypher
find right
here.
away. So you're always going
It's
to
kind
condition
of
this mid-smoke
somewhat
at the
unique,
beginning
to
at
be
the 1
honest,
minute
these
mark to
days.
see who's going to be pushing
Obviously,
out of this.
historically,
You
not
can
so
already
much.
see Loud reacting to that. They want to fight through the smoke,
I'm not a
which now gives a gap
huge fan
for
of
100 Thieves to
Cryo
full
or
exit
Cypher
into
on
the
like a
open side.
majority of their
Flipping the
maps.
map
This
a
is something
little
I
bit
think
from the
maybe
defensive side
like is a
for
bit
this
of a.
B site specifically,
Again,
and now
I
it's
said the
gonna be a
same thing
full
about
tunnel
Nongshim, right?
retake. I don't think anybody breaks off
Like,
elbow, and they
if
want
you're
pressure
Nongshim,
already. They do not want to give time to plan.
Like your
They
ceiling
know
is
how many
limited
100
when
Thieves
Tammy's
members are
not on
hiding,
Neon.
but there's
So
going to be
nice.
a bunch absolutely lighting up the kill feed here, and Loud is left wondering how so much space was taken so quietly.
Just
It's
trying
only
to
going to be
run
Kalen's
through a
here to
harbor
lock
wall.
this one in and see if he can
On a
even
pistol
do some
round, I don't
damage,
think you
but
need to.
what
Why
a
do you
nice
need
little
to
scrap
go
100
through the
Thieves to
harbor
start
wall
off.
though? On a
4
pistol.
versus 1 now.
Like, take your time to just
Counting
surround
maybe
them.
can
No?
do some damage, but you're in a prime position now for 100 Thieves to convert a big pistol round to start on Breeze. I like the idea though of what Loud had as soon as you started pivoting towards
This is
the
to
B side
play
of
against
100 Thieves, the
MIBR.
ball came up to stall from the side of Loud. The only thing though is when we pop flash.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
only one kind of really ran forward into it.
rules on pistols for me when it comes to like. Normally, I'm the retake is a bad idea guy. Pistols is a little bit easier, like in general, because you're not going to get sprayed down. So I think there, if you're Loud, like there's not really a reason to, like run through a harbor wall. Like I think you're better off like taking the time to push elbow there and set up a kind of better retake in general.
Trying to just source out everything they can on the map before moving. A nice little default here, and they're right to do so as Loud is just on the other side of this mid-smoke. It looks like they'll listen for
But yeah,
anything
when, to
conclude
finish
the
my
mid
point
what will
about
be the
before, like
more advantage.
100 Thieves ceiling would be higher if Cryo is always unchambered. Now their floor is lower, perhaps, right? And maybe it doesn't work all the time, but like if 100 Thieves want to qualify, if they want to do well in London, I just don't think it's with. I don't think it's with your best player on Cypher.
This round, so you still have to play prudently.
I just
as they
don't.
drone into the site, then they'll realize here, okay, it's open, it's free for us.
And
to
100
take.
Thieves are another good
It's really
example
up
of
to
like.
now
I
this time
was talking, who was I
Asuna,
talking about this? Oh, GE.
stranded,
About how
only a
GE are like a
ghost
coach-led team,
which
and I
is
feel
fine
like
to be
100
below
Thieves are
there,
another
too.
good
He's gonna
example of
be able
like
to
a
pick up an
coach,
orb.
a heavy
kill would
coach-led
be
team.
perfect on top of that, which would then give them a really big bonus round with an ult.
Oh, hello. Probably gave him a bit of a jump scare, but now 100 Thieves knows basically where Loud is going to be coming from. They were sourcing the far extremities of the map, so 100 Thieves is pushed through.
Here.
Cryo looking to grab some orbs, maybe even feed a few more over to somebody that would get really big ult out of it. And there you go, Timotino with 3 quick ones on a Guardian.
Yeah, Outlaw actually, Colette with the
Outlaw,
first one
thank
too, but it's
Now I'm interested, like if we
not an
do
easy
go
thing
back
to do to
into
try
a bit
to
more of a
hold
jet
to
meta
one
after the
side of it,
Neon now,
right? When, it's a
like
full
could you
lane
play
covered
like
up,
waylay
100 Thieves,
jet?
I mean, at this point, that
Like
ship will
Cryo on
fall
jet, do you
for
think?
whoever was at spawn. I think
You
it was
get
Lucio
Timotino on
to say,
waylay?
look, they're already flipping the site. They're
That
pushing
seems
up towards
good.
the spawn. Be careful when we're
And
trying to
Cryo
swing
on
through
jet?
this side, but I guess they just wanted to count the power.
Does that not
first,
kinda be cooking?
Maybe try to get this trade onto Timotino, but he gets no lick of damage and just easy triple. Puts him halfway into the overdrive. And that's what we're talking about, right? A big bonus round for 100 Thieves. An extra orb would have been nice here for Asuna, but they're going to have to fight for it this time around to
Waylay?
get the ult
Yeah,
ready.
because Timotino's good on
If you're looking
waylay.
from Loud, though, they're not looking to contest really deep into those extremities
Feels weird
to try
being
to
a fan
deny
of both
the,
100
Where are you from,
TMG2, one
TMV,
never makes
Minnesota?
Internationals and the other always makes
Hell no,
internationals.
brother.
Feels good at the end of
Or how would they
the
say
day.
that in
Try to
Minnesota?
hide in it. very nice.
Minnesota, eh?
Protocol. 100 Thieves are going to go ahead and wait, cut some noise.
Fargo, eh?
On the other side of the map for Cryo here.
No.
And you can see how they're positioned as well for Loud. They want to get the 2 controllers over on the A side so they can play the stall as much as they can. I guess getting this high tide a
See,
little
and
bit too
for
early,
those of
though,
you
in
who
the
say I have an
mid-round,
accent, look, someone
it'll be a
thought I
little
was
bit
from
harder
Minnesota.
For Loud to play the retake if they're going to get flooded here behind the ult. So let's see how they react after once it takes site control, as looks like the run it back is going to be engaged towards this A site.
Following the drone in
Oi, TMV, you sound British, you do, son.
Every direction. Oh, takes out Erday's knees.
Oi,
as he
brother,
tries to
you
hide in the
sound
smoke. That
proper
early damage
English
from
like,
pushing
don't you?
forward pays off. And now they're going to try
See,
to
no, I
sink a
don't.
little bit more into Verdi here, too. Hiding, trying to just work within the site right now, but Verdi's able to source one out. Slowly coming in as Cowanzine is Loud, starts to get a little bit of a
Ooh,
stranglehold
don't
on
throw,
losing
Mr.
sight, but it's
Thieves.
what's out of sight still. Cryo ready to
Bang,
repair
that's that fight, they
anything
should
that
be
goes
fine.
wrong, but it
Cryo's
looks like
luck is
Loud
good.
cannot get any more out of this. 100 Thieves grab their bonus.
I think they're slowly realizing, too, that this slow playstyle for 100 Thieves.
That's a hard
Again,
Canadian
double
accent. It
duelist
wasn't a
in
Canadian
harbor.
accent. It was a
It's still
Fargonian
fairly slow.
accent.
And now when you're trying to block lanes, preventing your opponents to
I do
go
wear
for a split
Vikings
into the
shirts.
side,
That's
so
'cause I'm a
getting
Vikings
high time
fan.
middle. They're still doing that with zero information of what's happening into the mid-round here for 100 Thieves. So giving a little bit too much space, too much respect as well into a bonus round for 100 Thieves is going to hurt, because that puts them back in an eco, and this is a prime opportunity for 100 Thieves to even snowball up to potentially a...
His British accent is only here every now and then. It's small, but there occasionally. No one with that accent would say the word occasionally, I don't think. Time out after 3 rounds from Loud. Holy. Basically just lose to a Phoenix ult. Down, getting a kill off a smoke, and then...
A fake accent makes you sound like a wanker, TBH.
Hope, where are you from? Are you from the UK? If you're not from the UK, you can't use the word wanker. I mean, you just can't. You're from South Wales. Fucking hell. That's rough. They have internet there.
We saw that they also stayed on that site for both Luke Show and Erday.
Yeah.
And they kind of paid the price for that because there was no util to help out the other 3 players rotating across.
I feel like it's
I'm honestly
exceptionally hard to
surprised you've
try
been able to
any
find your
kind
way
of
to be able to
location
watch
back
it.
from 100
If you're
Thieves.
from
Once
South
you take
Wales.
it, you're just going to eat flashes or have walls to delay you.
Who
here.
typed in
Sorry,
the web
WoW
address for
does,
you?
Once they get guns back in their round, has to have a real end game and a win condition to it.
Yeah. And this I like, though. This is, even though it's an eco round for Loud, they walked down through mid, they disrespected their own smoke, no pressure coming in on Luke Show. They realize a trip on the B side, too, so they're slowly figuring out the setups as well for 100 Thieves in these plays.
Spike down A.
Cross map trades. As they're still pushing in. Timatino's grabbing some solo space here as
Oh,
the rest of the
nice
site
abuse of
feels
the outlaw.
pressured for
Love
Loud,
to
so
see
they
it.
don't know where to look. And yeah, more members of 100 Thieves
Internet
are
goes
creeping
out
in
every
the mid-fight
15 minutes and
Erday.
Cryo
And
wins
the
for
bandit
having
comes
bad
up big for
internet.
Loud there as well. It's
Ironic.
darker in sight. A glimpse of hope there for
I never said
Loud
mine
on a
was
lower
good.
buy round to do a good bit of damage, and they've already tacked
What's
on
the
quite a bit
British
to
versus
100
Wales say? I mean,
We're talking
people
about,
from
right?
Wales
They'll
are
towards the B
British.
side, they walk down towards middle. There's no pressure coming through. You know the hits coming towards the A site, so they still have the right numbers.
Wait, nice
and they
reposition
get
with
some
Bang. I mean, this round's
impressive
done and
damage
dusted.
onto the players of 100 Thieves, allowing now Erday a position, an opportunity to maybe clutch here. Still has bubbles to work with. Still has a full kit pretty much on a 1v2.
Ships in the night, literally just missing
Oh,
each other. It's still going to be a C there, and there's Bang coming up from behind. Nice play.
that wasn't
across the
winnable
A
anyway, but-
site for 100 Thieves to solidify another round.
British on British violence? I mean,
They
do you
go
want me
and
to do?
explore. They saw that guy towards spawn. They also saw the guy towards window. Probably realizing, too, that 100 Thieves are playing a lot of 4-1s or a lot of 3-on-1s just to give an opportunity here for Cryo to continue to go for very late lurks. Cryo, so far, from what I've seen for 100 Thieves, too, when they're playing these attack signs, he's not really the type of Senti that's going to try to find timings and add pressure and keep players at bay. He's just trying to find better timings to backstab So it really comes down to the other four
Great, Bang
players
has
to really
ult.
create that space
Valentino has ult.
and make the noise to allow
Early drone out
somebody
B.
like Cryo
They
to
see the
activate.
neon harbor, so they
This
just
should
assume
be
it's gonna be a B hit.
Loud's timeout
Actually, a
was for
fake.
on how to stop what's going to happen
Op
here.
gets a kill. They weren't ready for the op to be
Op
here
is
at
out
all.
for Verdi in round 5.
They tried to go
know
big
it.
fake
It's
B.
actually quite loud right out of B here, and Bang's going to start to
Op
deter
is still
from
getting hit by
side
that.
over towards A.
It's
Here
good.
comes the hit from 100 Thieves.
Problem is with running a fake with
Faraday's
this comp
forced to
is
dance
you're
back
running
and
solo
forth.
harbor.
He's going to get a few partners.
You have
soon
no
for this
smokes
one,
here.
but he keeps it quiet.
And your harbor is now
Slowly moving
lurking on the other side of the
One
map,
kill
but you
would at
still
least be
have
huge
no
here, but
smokes
he can
here.
keep him delayed from planting the spike is also
But it
big.
doesn't matter because Cryo is
quickly finalizes 2 of them
actually
in
the
sight
GOAT.
to make it easier for 100 Thieves.
Beautiful too. Cryo's in on the action, but they're trying to push back for Loud.
Verdi up, Cowanzine under, and they're going to try to make this play together. 2 of them going inside.
He just
Here's
needs
the
to
Bass
survive
brothers.
as long as he can.
Like
Right?
from Bang.
Playing slowly, the operator fires out. You're still going to have
Bang wins
Asuna, as you
his.
said.
Ults them.
From the other
Just ult
side
your
with
teammate.
Bang.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, they're just playing it slow. Trying to get the same
standing.
peak on
I
the same
don't know
side, but
about
the
running
angles
with it,
aren't
though.
there. And Loud is
Well,
going to be
he
able to
ulted
get
his
their first
teammate and
round as
neither of
Verdi
them.
walks it out so Cowanzine can have time
Bit
to
tough.
plant there. They really push to get that round back in their favor.
Harbor comp's a G comp. Oh, I think Harbor is good on this map. I think Harbor is really good on
He's still
this map.
safe between the pyramids, but backpedals out in the open.
I think there's some mistakes that people
Easily
play,
taken down, allowing
like people
Verdi
aren't
to
used to
get
playing
huge
Harbor, so they're
success
not
in
great
that
at
last
it
round. That's 2 op
all
kills,
the time.
Blade Storm kill.
And there's some mistakes
And
that
a
they make,
conversion
but
that works well for their side for sure because it looked like it was in the back pocket.
okay,
for
Loud get
100
around.
Thieves.
100 Thieves kind
We
of
saw, too, how they
not
started. They
really
played a
thinking
4-1,
about
but
if
this
there's
time
an op on
Cryo's
B there.
going with the team.
Fine with
The
that
lurker's
fake,
going
and I
to be
think
Bang. So now 100 Thieves
faking
changing their,
with this
their
comp
play
is
style
a little
too
bit
on trying to figure out who's going to be in what moment.
tough.
That pressure from the backstab.
You're going for this very early drone multiple times. It's kind of crazy.
It's a nice try too for that walk down from Darker at
Yeah,
the
they
beginning of
get
Elbow,
the
but he didn't break that camera on that
Phoenix ult.
spot. So for the Thieves, they could still comfortably hold their slow position just to get orb control once again, allowing Asuna already to get his second ult going into this half.
I do have the Cypher counted.
Remember, they
See
were
that they
joking
pushed
around here
elbow.
to Death that Team
Didn't
Latino
see the
kept
jet
popping
ult though.
ults for no
Jet
reason here.
ult.
Maybe
Jet
that's
ult.
why they gave it to Asuna. Having that
That
experience
ult in
the
B.
past, yeah.
You could still get that ult this round too. A quick dart alerts Loud
There
that
you
there
go.
could be some action at B, and it's going to be the full hit.
I've seen G2 do
And
this as
Salvo
well,
coming
where
in
they
from
do a
side
bit
of
more of a
100 Thieves.
shallow harbor wall.
And yeah,
Again,
Timotino
though, you're
does
playing
actually throw the
solo
ultimate
duelist,
down
so
here.
it's a little tough.
One off a null command.
But I think
would
it's
be a
just
big
create this
activation for the
tiny
side of Loud
pocket
if they
here.
can get a kill onto that. And already 2 kills are going to help shut down the site. Darker as well. Puts another one
Well,
on
this
top
was
of
a
this as they
6v5
look, but
technically with the
icing on
Phoenix
cake
ult,
was
and that
just
did not
2
work at
more
all.
Cryo and Bang sunk just behind these walls.
Stick to the A hits. Oh,
Cryo coming
no.
from mid. Faraday knows, but what can he do? He's
Oh,
going to make
no.
noise. Cryo gets the sound cue, but he's not able to turn it.
Oh,
now
no.
it's Bang alive in sight. The shot comes in, and Bang's able to dodge the shot from Birdie. A 3K for Bang and another round
It's
for
over.
100 Thieves.
It's over.
What a big round for those 2
You
players.
can't
for both
lose a
Bang and
2v5,
Cryo.
man. You cannot lose a 2v5.
It started off so well for Loud. Everything was being stalled. Every ult was stopped
Why
by
are you walking in
Cowanzine
front of that
until
wall?
Cowanzine
Number
himself,
one.
the hero of that round, makes the mistake of walking through the high tide and challenging a 1v1 with no possibility to trade for his teammates. And he gave so many duels away. Loud was just not coordinated fighting into that. And you could see both Romanelli and Bati in the background disappointed with the results of that round. And to see somebody that's been so hyped up as well, who's been playing so well,
my eyes are down.
for Luke Show is still currently 0-6, not unfortunately being able to
Litom
be there
going
with the fight with his
undefeated in
team, probably
kickoff to be
because
shit
of this
here.
controller role of
Tiger,
Arbor.
tiger, tiger,
He has to
tiger.
be a little bit further back. He has to throw these walls up. He can't be
What
with
happened
the
to
fight yet.
General Gen G?
But that shouldn't have been around there, lost by Loud, and that's going to hurt them a bit. And that's the
That
momentum
General
back in
Gen
favor
G
of 100 Thieves,
noises.
and
We've missed
they're
the
going back to
tiger.
that slow round. They
Mugger
know the
tiger, mugger
conflict for Loud
tiger.
is still quite low, so they're expecting some sort of hero play. So far, the hero is only Erde with and Verdi with these rifles.
Yeah. Just get a little bit of that reset back, but still some time to or econ to buy.
Okay,
Erde
good push A, nice.
makes quick work of Asuna there, really
Oh,
making
they're
the handle
gonna
work
lead.
if they can try to get on a few more of these weapons. Bang trades back. Still covered on the cove. They're going to be sliding through for the kills for Timotino. A little bit of a duo in
Get
mid.
yourself
as
into a good
Erde
position,
still
and then
looks
you-
to get under the skin here. Can he be in that timing? And only for one. 100 Thieves moves, is able to trade it back immediately, is now Luke Shaw, like you said, in this position of being on the other side or playing off on those smokes, is forced to go versus 3 members now, gunned up on 100 Thieves.
Well, who better than Luke Shaw to go into the clutches? Currently 3rd. Any amount of clutches he could do, but not this time. Not when Team
No,
Watino
but everyone
sliding
mutes an
across.
audio as soon as the round is over.
starting off pretty decently too with
I think they
one
just
of the
want to sit in
rifles getting
silence
value
for a
at the beginning
bit.
of the round. Already trying to go for that surprise play in the beginning, but you're already ready for that. He's already peaked the first time around. That they expect something to come out here, 100 Thieves that is.
One enemy remaining.
So the pop flash comes out, and even when Verdi comes out, you already have a crossfire setup. The element of surprise is already gone, and I feel like you have to give it up.
The
Second time out
from Loud comes out.
Brother. That's tough. It's a tough start. I mean, the round prior to this one was horrific. Like, it genuinely was a horrific round of Valorant, so that does make sense, but at the same time, that's rough. Anyway, to stay leaned back in this chair. Tight tilt tension.
Timeout will come into fruition as it's already there 2 timeouts burnt this map.
Around 100 Thieves, one of the quickest we've seen, and it's really just kind of tempting mid to start. A back and forth with Cowanzine, and Timotino is quite low here, so if Loud play this one right, we usually have the upper hand and just play some angles before the sights are hit. That's going to be tough now. Sourced out. Gonna have to run around a little bit as 100 Thieves formulate a new plan with this information.
I realize too that there's a small gap that they could utilize here towards this A site, and it's just to pull out the rotate so that they could split into B.
What have I just done to
a
this
2-2
chair?
split with the Reckoning. Yep.
Oh.
Technology, thanks for tuning in, dollars.
They're
When
gonna
does my
trade
fraud
ultimates
team
on
start
this.
throwing?
Sork
Give them time.
offended there. 100 Thieves is getting into the site. It's going to be a peek here from Darker, trying to phase 2, coming out of tunnel, and he gets taken
Except
from B
me,
main.
BTS, we
Cryo
all
just
know
wasn't
they
ready
had
for
2
the
shifts
peak, a
to
little
go. Who would you
disjointed
want
there,
to be
but
the third
still
going to
holding
London?
Cryo and the rest of the team push
What would I
forward.
want it to be?
Erday's there. And Darker is going to be going down soon here as they get the situation back online.
I mean, I wouldn't be against 100 Thieves. That would be kind of fun.
Chance to play the 1v1.
All
Especially
rotate.
when Vora didn't book it to try to res his teammate. It's fair because you don't know where the rotate's coming from here from
Yeah.
Erday. He's playing
why
A
does
site,
he
could rotate
play?
from anywhere. So play your 1v1. You have the Hunter's Fury as well for Vora. Cosmic Divide as well for Erday.
It's kind of cooked him, to be honest. He's kind of cooked him right there.
Around the map, kind of just messes with the timing enough. Erday gets the shot on Vora, trying to get in a position.
Yeah, and I think it's nice here for Erday to come through the spawn too. When you already had the null command looking as a camera as Darker gets dropped.
Yeah.
Verdi's pushing forward. He already lost his duel. He already lost his battle. So
That was a bit
let an
anticlimactic,
attempt
wasn't
a
it?
late third rotate.
But to
from the
answer
back
your
archer
question
pivot
about, like,
pays dividends.
100
Gets the
Thieves,
backstab
are they
down
gonna
to the
throw?
1v1 on Vora. IGL versus
Aren't we in
IGL,
the
and
building hope phase of
Verdi's
100
trying to
Thieves,
bring
though, right
that
now?
momentum
Aren't we
back
in
here
that point in the
camp of
cycle? Like, they just got knocked to lowers. We need to build the hope back up before,
mid.
you know.
It seems like 100
but,
Thieves know they
like,
can find a
to me,
fight
what
right here to
happens
make
is
it a
they
5-4
win
in
this,
their
they
favor.
win against MIBR, and
Most
then
of the time,
they rip away the hope.
just a win con for Verdi with the op. Not enough to afford one, so he's going to play this solo with a Vandal. Dangerous spot to
Wouldn't
be,
that be
especially given when we
the
talk about
most
conditioning of that
obvious?
smoke
Yeah, like
at
lose,
middle.
lose to
Right over
NRG.
there. You're not allowing here these two players on middle to really
Like
set up that
one game
crossfire,
away
so
from
good
London.
off
That's the
fallback,
100
but the
Thieves
high
way.
tide already comes up.
Okay, 30 just finds a
Big
kill.
poke towards A. Timotino actually
Trying to
going
fake the
very
A
far
split
forward
and
to
do
make
a
it
B
feel
split
like
instead,
it's a true
but
hit and see what he can rustle out
Okay,
of the
last
side
one
of
there.
Loud. It's going to be a drone, a bit of movement as well on the other side that they aren't privy to just yet. It looks like Loud responds pretty nice and calm to this, though.
Yeah, they'll just play numbers. They realized here that there was a lot of pressure coming in from middle in the first place for 100 Thieves. I'm pretty sure Asa tried to pop flash and try to get the battle on top of window and lost it to Verdi. So that's a big duel for that duelist on Loud side. And then they realized here, because we have to forfeit already, double doors, top middle, let's just play our numbers into a 2-2 setup or a 3-2. And then now finally at the minute mark, they're moving around to try to find the info, but mostly reactively. Wouldn't be surprised here if Lucio's going to get challenged. He just pops the smoke and tries to play around it to try to get one.
This is usually air day spot. They kind of switch back and forth with how deep they're playing in the site, but now, yeah, seeing Luxio play around some anchors here will be cool.
Luxio on Harbor just feels wrong also.
He's actually just going to be able to sit on the Astra smoke for now to still use his for safety. Cowanzine clears the path, so it won't be too hard to defend the site. And Luxio's still there hiding in the shadows for one.
Finds his first kill, though.
It's been so much harder for 100 Thieves to find the members of Loud getting in this time. They have to feel uncomfortable doing this plant right in the middle of the pyramids.
Thankfully, using Lucio's Cove to plant in there. But bingo's called. They know their last
Don't
two
reserve it, team,
players,
no.
so
Can
Loud
I
can start
reserve
closing
G2
in.
to win London? Would be a massive win if they do win, being a fan of Leaf and Dawn.
He's bang alive, though. These three are going to close down quite fast, and Loud should be able to capitalize another round.
Okay.
2 to 6 as they creep back up here to try and
Loud
tie
getting
the
back
first half.
into it after the second timeout.
You definitely hear it
And
here.
now 3.
Yep. Now 3, and also Loud being literally loud. To hear him through my headphones, so clawing back to this fight. Great positioning coming out from leveraging the Hunter's Fury from Cowanzine and Luxio, using the disruption to play inside the smoke to take players down. I gotta say, a silent killer so far for Loud has been Verdi. He's been doing a pretty good job so far.
100 Thieves take
Being
it
11
down.
and 8.
There are a couple of round losses. This sort of play where you go for the... Like, I don't love this version of what they just did. So they're trying to do... This is a pretty common play, right? So you smoke off one side of mid. You smoke off kind of the short side of mid. Let me
That space that Verdi's created.
get up on the old Valo plant. But you smoke off this. And then like you fake like, oh, we're gonna run this way. But if you watch what 100 Thieves did there, like they ran their neon here. And then like had Asno out this way. I think the problem is like what you're hoping to bait with this kind of play, right, is that people are gonna start walking maybe down here, right, to try and get in this flank. You're trying to fight this area. But surely you want your neon in this area fighting this, right? Like normally the comps that run this kind of play are like,
Understands how
you know,
Verdi
the
plays,
double
and looks like he's
duelist
getting value out of
plays with
huge,
you know, like Jet Neon or something, right? But when you're playing like Phoenix Neon, so normally you would have like the Jet kind of like fake this part, and then your Neon out here.
Verdi
I
also
don't even
mentioned
think you
that
need
he's
to
definitely
commit the
going to be
body here.
activating in the
Just use the
playoffs, so my
util
eyes
here,
are definitely on him,
and
to
then
pay
do
attention
this
now
and
to
get
the
out here with
series.
your Neon.
Cowanzine realizes that, yeah, only one person breaking that drone, but he does have a feeling that there's more players behind that, so...
Well, then
already
again,
giving
this
up
is
that
just a
spot,
general
getting ready to go for the
EMV
outlaw,
opinion
shots.
of like one, I think.
A little bit of regular textbook
Fakes with
hit.
most comps aren't like
Flying in with the
right.
sheriffs.
And then
That's
most
not
fakes that
textbook, though.
most teams run don't make
be
sense,
painful
and they
for
should commit
Luxio.
less people to it and more.
It looks like Cowanzine wants to hide before
Or
he
util.
gets any help. Austin is not going to
Oh.
allow that to happen. Sources his position
This time they just
immediately
run it in towards
the
A.
back of sight, and now 100 Thieves know they can maybe sit back. They're
What did you
maybe
say
giving up
about
too much space
reserving a
here,
team
but
for London?
they'll be able to
Game
hold
was
on.
too loud and didn't hear.
Huge kill by Austin in
The game
opener
down.
too.
Swear, is this just fucking louder for some reason this game?
Wait a minute.
How to get a thrifty flawless?
Thrifty flawless? That's actually ridiculous.
You can't. I'm not gonna let you reserve a team now. Don't reserve a team right now.
It back in their favor.
You
Here
gotta
comes
get
the
there.
string of rounds, 100
But I
Thieves
have
sets
let
up.
people have 2 teams. I've
One of
let
those
2
days,
names on the
unfortunately,
sheet, so
when you feel like you could take duels against players.
you just gotta
in this
turn
position,
up.
Right? Remember, Austin does this kill. It's a
First day
sheriff
of London,
rifle,
you just gotta
and it's
turn up.
Luxio on top of that. You
Although
have to
actually, I
respect
might
somebody
be
like
in London for the
Luxio
first day of London,
Give him
so
that free pass that if he
Yeah.
wants to take
Who
that
knows?
duel, let him take that duel because 9 times out of 10 he should win those.
G2 are already in London?
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
it's
but
one out
I
of 10,
need to give other
which gives
people
the
the
value
chance.
off
What if
the
other
offer
people
from
want
Asuna,
G2?
and he gets 2
What if
kills
you're
out of that
slower than
open
them?
site
What if you're not a
and he
true
gets to
fan?
convert the thrifty, sorry. That's huge. Putting now their ults into their favor to convert into a round, and that breaks the back for Loud again on a defense. Not money-wise, but
Yeah, Verdi
morale-wise
throws a
for
gun
sure.
down just so they can get another one in the hands and use blades.
Exactly.
So they're trying to source different ways to keep the economy right as 100 Thieves keep the pressure on from the attack side on Loud's pick of Breeze.
Who are you gonna get without T1 there, Wes?
They're giving a lot of space if you're looking
Where's
at
the
this, right?
fitting
There's
ZDG?
drones down towards the A side at the orb at the minute
Has a
mark.
nice
He sees
ring to it.
nothing because all of 100 Thieves are all congregated, still holding outside of the staircase. So this is false info.
Oh,
right now to
I
keep
guess
the
right.
3 players planted over on the B side. So the surprise pop now with the triple slice. It's going to probably do damage now.
Who gets cut first is the question. Timatino actually
I don't
feeling
know. I
pressure
don't know.
here
It
as he
literally
just gets
guessed it
blindsided
sounded
by
right.
Luke Show there.
Okay, back to the old reliable A site.
Nobody's ready to source out the next
Cryo
kill just
lurk.
yet.
I mean, I'm saying I don't love the
Once this
cryo
ball
on
drops, who's gonna be the
Cypher. He is
quickest to
still
the shot?
fucking just
Crosshairs are placed.
walking around the map and
Everyone
doming
is
people, to
ready
be
to
fair.
swing. Comes from four to start things
Oh,
off.
Luke Show, buddy.
Birdie out of dagger. It's down to the gun, and it's a bad timing as the Uso switches. 100 Thieves just continue to walk through the defense.
He said that, and then
Wow,
Cryo
there
fucking
they
giggle
still
with.
Hear the prophecy, as they say. Can he make it happen? It's something that needs to happen.
He'll
A
gift 5 if I can get G2 for London RN, if he'll forget at some
ready
point.
for 2 members, Vora and Asuna both fragging out so far. Oh, it's going to be Asuna as Erode looks away to claim the kill.
I'll let the
Another
chat
round for 100
decide.
Thieves.
I just love
They can
the
joke,
stall
vote
and the
for it
hold
right now
100
if you
Thieves
want.
too under that pressure. Because again, you look at their composition. They when you're seeing that they're conditioning the orbs at the very beginning with the harbor, there's no orb to really follow up after a high tide, the slice, and a neon wall. So as they have no utility to really cross at the site to plant, they just hold their position. They hold behind Crab, they hold behind Shrimp. They're now waiting for Loud to react on it until Vora swings out, gets a first pick, but gets info for the rest of the players to
Okay,
really
Luke Show
move around
2
it,
and 11.
really put
That's not good.
Loud on their back foot and force these errors out and convert another round.
That doesn't care.
Last
Apparently
round now
not.
of the half here, and you got some big ults to work with. For
I'm gonna
100
make
Thieves
an
start entering
executive
towards
decision
the
and
B-side. The
say,
Reckoning to take
just
a
be
lot
there,
of
just
this
be
space.
there on the stream, and get G2.
Oh, here it is.
That him?
Sliced
I think
and
it did.
diced. Vora's going to instantly find Erode very close. Makes it a little bit hard to get the smokes they need to get back into sight, or I'd say even have any utility
Well,
to
this
get
was
back
a pretty
into sight.
dominant
The Sonic
half.
Thieves take down
Hop?
3 members
Hop?
of Loud. In the blink of an eye, there is the 4th. If you blinked again, you missed it. And it's just
Your 100 Thieves are balling? Yeah, but your Loud is dog shit.
Another flawless here for 100 Thieves.
Your Loud is dog shit,
They get
Shadow.
all 4-1, and this time not needing the Reckoning to get into the site either. Just a high tide and also a neon wall with a recon dart. Got so much value for easy kills through all of these walls. A great start for 100 Thieves, and hopefully Loud can turn this around here in the second half.
We'll be right back.
This is Loud's map pick, by the way. Their map pick, a star player, 2 and 11. Tough. Mod me when MIBR make London. Does he know? Does he know? I mean, that's a pretty tough half from Loud, to be honest. 100 Thieves are going to single-handedly give Viper a negative non-mirror win rate on this map. Actually, then again, they're playing as a no Viper comp. What am I saying? America's, I guess, not... Most people actually don't play Viper. No team has ever won from 9-3 down. True, actually. When you put it like that. What is this? But look at Bang's little picture down there. Ah, tough. Now, solo harbor defense. I mean, you got the cipher cages at least, I suppose, so not too bad. I guess you are getting a bit of a clue. You should always kind of know, like, anytime you see harbor util, most of the time, you actually should be pretty sure that the cipher is pretty much going to be on the other side of the map. Because they can't really afford to, like, use all their harbor util on the same side.
But also getting good.
You can kind of
value
always
fighting
figure
back
out where
for
the
the orb
cipher setup
space,
is.
But Loud looks like they want to pressure that right away. They recognize here that there's always a start on this side, and they want to fight it.
Answer to the drone. Oh, that was very heady.
I mean, fighting A main against this comp doesn't seem like a lot of fun. Phoenix is quite good.
Into it. Here's the push now from Loud, trying to attack on different
For
fronts.
body.
And they just
Oh
get
no,
right
you
through
gotta
it.
stay A
Nice
main,
little
bang.
audible there to get themselves the space they need.
they're gonna
They're not going to
fold.
stop
Yeah.
bangs. They're flipping it.
That's going to be Cryo now tested on the top middle.
Wow.
But the thing is, that even if they get the pick and they're trying to run across, the Neon's already there with Asuna.
Coming through window.
They're low HP.
A little bit of a committal there. Airday peeking out quite far. The Spike's going to be able to go around archways here. And yeah, Luke Show gets a punish. A quick
What a
backstab
strange
on
round.
Asuna, rotating over.
But his pick now onto top middle forces his rotate back from Bang onto the A site. So now you're just isolated on different spots, giving a huge value for the walk around, the wrap around of ladder onto Timotino.
What a bizarre round this was.
Kill.
What a strange round.
Just simply
They did a
playing
tour.
the minds
They
of
did a
100
tour
Thieves
of
this round.
Breeze.
100
Start in
Thieves
A
come
main.
Quite a better pistol
Come back.
on this.
Go up through mid. Through here. Up there. Up
that.
around. Whoop
Wait a
whoop
minute.
whoop whoop.
Bang
And
with
then
the ghost on
B.
pistol is always terrifying, but
I mean, it's quite a journey.
I don't know about that.
Fucking Bilbo
Dark Knight
Baggins-esque.
will probably be hitting this shot together. A Sheriff and a Ghost to easily clean this up.
Yeah. Little shot to the knees, gonna take him down.
There it is.
We got to get you the table. I got to move house first.
And it's a quick pivot coming in from Loud.
But yes, it would be cool to get the
It
table.
almost looked like, okay,
I started just thinking, like, if I had this table and set, like, if I set it up how I wanted to, I would basically just make my videos what I would want the broadcast to be.
So to me, it just shows, okay, maybe they.
I'd start
didn't
dressing
really
up
want
as
to-
Viper
they
and
really
talking
haven't
about
tried to
Viper
fight
Wolf.
against What you really have
Just
for
for fun.
on the A main, but the auto call from Erde to pivot everybody instantly on middle. Push through their
Isn't
own
it
high
Frodo
drive
who goes
into
on the
this box
journey?
was huge. When I realized now there was what.
Brother,
2 or
read
3
The
players
Hobbit.
fighting against
Read
them.
The Hobbit.
I'll try it again. Keep conditioning it right now because you've won that pistol round. Why not try?
They
it to
both
make
go
sure
on a
that
journey.
You disrespect 100 Thieves' position.
Hearing the orb go down, Loud push right into it. Nice little trap play here to get A main control. And this should be a cleanup of Bora. Teamwork on both of these last rounds has really been the key for Loud, just being sure and confident around each other to hit the shots. I'd say Timotino got that confidence out of one of his own. Nice little right click there. Actually put some damage down
nice
onto
bullet.
Darker.
Fortunate. Fortunate.
The sneaky Cryo. Oh, Cry, he would be able to get one. Luke Show ends
100
that
Thieves
reign
Classic?
of terror. 9-5
Actually, not
as
too
they get
bad.
Their first two. The bonus is going to
Ugh.
be big, though. This is going to be the lock-in. The pressure on this round is big for Loud to be able to come back.
Surprising too, though, that you give the outlaw to Kawadzine. Yes, he's been sniping a lot here, or at least a little bit on the first half, but Verdi's playing a jet. He could actually dash away. He's been pretty good with the op on that first half. But you see that plan, what we were talking about, trying to convert back against the push here from 100 Thieves. You at least have that plan into if you're dropping an orb and you're shielding it up to try to get the orb for Asuna, just pop flash through there and get your outlaw in and put Kawadzine closer to the ult.
Instantly tempting something every time. Louder into A, the 10 seconds into the round. And just hiding behind the walls, that's the only solace they have right now. Bang
He's
uses it
completely
accordingly,
alone
and
there,
Asuna's
just
still in the face
completely cut
of
off.
the entry position on A main.
No support coming because Dark is coming through short. Why is my KO going through short, man? Why is my KO and Jet disconnected completely?
I don't like how that was drafted up, but we'll hold that thought because right now, Loud is still trying to make a play.
A little noise made. And
Oh,
that's
they
just
don't know
Bora
he's-
Soar seeing the information.
They don't
he
know where to
needs.
see
And
it.
he's able to turn the tables on this. The moment
You know
Darker
though.
goes for the spike, and they're wondering, wait, one's still deep in sight. Timotino uses that to get a kill for himself. 10-5 now as the bonus is shut down for Loud.
Yeah, so like I said, Loud kept working towards this A side, and they went 1-for-1 pretty much from pistol round to a second round where they won that fight into the A main control. Then they go for the full exit by having Verdi dash into Crab, which was perfect. But the thing is, usually you'd like to see a pop flash from a KO towards the back of the site so that Verdi could get even more space, because now at that point you can't escape anymore. You already used your dash. So he's pretty much at a position where he has to play a one and done and hopefully take 1 or 2 with him. But both the KO and the Astra are walk contact into mid, where there's no star and util to support Verdi on site. Which
Mantis.
doesn't give you the best map control
Van's
onto your
saying exactly what I was saying.
Has such a clean hold, and now 3 rounds
Which
away
is
of
you just
closing
got a
the first
KO
map.
fucking walk in mid whilst my Jet's trapped on
Playing
site.
the walk game again, and he realized here on the side of 100 Thieves from the drone of Vora that there's just a potential 1-3-1 setup or a 3-2 setup somewhere across the map.
And if you're a Loud fan, you're hoping this is we have something prepared for split map, right? Because then they go to 100 Thieves historical map for them. So got to get that momentum now. Got to find what's starting to work here.
Okay, slow contact play up mid.
Slowly working mid. I mean, given this space, they just got to be able to activate off it.
Yeah.
That's a
They
perfect
back
timing.
up. They actually
That's
lose
tough.
the B main space too, as Timotino takes some time of his own to take a walk down there, and he's still going to draw them in. They think maybe if Timo's pushing, it might be only one other person guarding him, but it's going to be the majority of the squad here waiting.
You got the numbers. Util 2 to break the util from the cryo in the site.
All of them taking quite a back line here. Push on the other side of the map as Erday is finding space, but not safe space.
Oh, Bangs missed the timing.
This is going to be tough, and they're clearing
No
with the
one's in
Cypher
on
Camp
B.
too, so it's going to be an easy move for 100 Thieves to get into position.
see.
Nice shutdown on the run it back,
take
though,
that.
by Erday.
Got to save. There's 6 seconds left. He hasn't even made
Yeah.
it to the site.
Not even close. They still
Jesus,
have to run
man.
all the way to grab into the pillars.
10-5 down and you run around where you don't even end on a
100
site.
Thieves don't show them enough to even get the kills, and they don't feel comfortable taking any of the sites for enough time to plant.
Brother.
There for Loud. After they got spotted by the drone, there was really no second layer of what to try to do. I guess they were trying to walk back down towards the elbow to get the front A main control, or B main control, sorry. But Timotino just finds his time and gets that pick, and that just really thwarts the whole plan that you have at the very beginning.
Thank you for the 50 bits, Bob. Did you mean to say something there?
Starts and still you're not in a position to play. So trying to do too many things at once. Not activating on them.
Want a quick match? I mean, it's looking like it right now.
Too, but
he did, yeah.
With Banks' position on that right side, never cleared out, it was going to be game over from the beginning.
I'm drunk as fuck.
Bang anchoring? When? Show me. always, always anchoring. You have to expect Bang to still be there.
Oh, he hit him.
Gets
just
this
had
one
full
started.
shield.
A pop flash for Darker. The 100 Thieves was more than ready for.
Why is that on your own, though?
Seemed like it might not have fully cleared the wall from the position of the harbor wall, too.
Felt like he hit one for 142 through that wall. That's crazy.
One enemy remaining.
Oh. Just back and forth. Verdi now is going to have to swing something amazing if he wants to pull this one. Cryo is more than ready. That's going to be a game point for first match.
I mean, it was GG from about round 3, but GG.
5 score line onto Loud.
Yeah, been very annoying to deal with right now for Loud on the attack side is Timotino. Pretty much the only one fighting the forward lines and getting great value out of it.
Backing up immediately, too.
Yep.
Instant, almost backpedaling while he's getting the kills, so you can't even
Well,
find
coach has given up.
Jeez.
That's unfortunate too. Romanelli's realizing here that there's no way for him to talk to his team either. Already burned both timeouts in the first half, and really it comes down to a rookie IGL on the stage right now for Erday to really call the rest now for the team, and the veterancy of Kawadzina step up as well to be vocal and figure out something against this 100 Thieves setup.
Zerg denial, no rushing into A main or trying to get onto that alt point.
And that's what was missing for the
Grab
first
that
couple
ult
of
up
rounds.
again. I mean, I doubt they'll need it.
They always usually throw that out
Fast,
before.
rotate,
And now they
up
have
towards
to confirm it to
B,
get
going
the
for
easy
this
over
B split.
Asuna and get the ult up ASAP.
2-3 split. Talking about textbook things, here's one
Water
of
gets
them.
walled off.
Hitting from both sides, and that util in. Timotino again steps forward,
Oh,
sees
nice
one.
try.
Is going to be forwarded that time, gets taken
This is why
down.
B splits don't
Before
work.
Again, from tunnel. Finds 2 in a round where he just pops out of nowhere and not even
awareness
Loud is
by
expecting
Cryo.
it. The finishing touches here possibly from Vora as
GG.
well. A third
Meant to
kill
say
on the round,
great
a
the Tom
13-5
call.
score
Also
line.
chat voted they
100
don't care, so 5 gifted for me to reserve a slot on London G2.
Sure, do it. Do it. I'll write it down. Orp. E2. Thank you, Bob, for the 5 gifted. You will get your G2. Well, you haven't even seen what seed they are yet. Yeah, that was a sad game. That was the coach just threw off the things. That was a pretty rough game. In all honesty. Alright, let's do a fucking, what are we, 1 AM catfishing? Capital cities in Europe. Iceland. Reykjavik. 2002 establishments in England. English musical group from Sheffield is the Arctic Monkeys, I think. Buildings completed in 1483. A church in the Vatican. St. Peter's. How do you spell basilica? Basilica? Just meant the Sistine Chapel. Fuck off. Sunbelt. Thanks for the prime. Fuck it, close enough. Okay, close enough. '21st century Kenyan writers. Pan-Africanist. I'm not gonna know. Jomo, his name is literally Kenya. Kenyatta. Does that mean from Kenya? Perhaps. 18th century hoax. Poetry book. Forged epic poems. Forged epic poem. Scotland. I have no idea. Beowulf. Ossian. Don't know. Genuinely don't know. Films. Why is it always films? A Cantonese Hong Kong film.
If I gift 5 more, can I force Wes to bet XLG to win London?
No. I think he should be given his own. Should be given his own chance, I think. Police film. Okay, I'm not gonna know. Chungking Express. I ain't gonna know. 10th century in Iran. Poem from Iran. Might have heard of this. Persian mythology. Zoroastrianism. Not Gilgamesh, is it? No? I don't know. Shanema? Shanema? Wasn't getting that. George Martin. 1967. Beatles. Beatles albums from 1967. Which one is it though? Fictional sergeants. Sergeant Pepper. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Credify, thanks for the gift sub as well to Best Two Plays. 2000s electronic literature works. Caves in Fiction. A creepy pasta. How is that getting in here? Internet memes in 2001. Ted the Caver. People know that? I think people are aware of. 19th century explorer from the Russian Empire. Anarchist writers. Dostoevsky. Kropotkin. When's Dostoevsky? I mean, when was Brothers Karamazov? I think was written in the 70s. Hold on. When was Dostoevsky born? (1821), born Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky in Moscow. The son of a head physician at Mariinsky Hospital for the Poor. Tough. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. Yeah, most people not doing too well on that one. That was a tough day.
Use our communication, please, Loud. Then what's even worse is they don't play it for retake. You have a cove back in 30 seconds. You can play the retake. You can get on that spike. You can create a lot of diffuse pressure. And instead, these two guys go in and try to anchor the site instead. I do not like it. No likey, no likey. Let's go on to round 5 and take another look at something similar. So you're looking at the A side of the map again. I'm just going to zoom in on the minimap and highlight your attention here. Same two individuals that we're going to be taking a look at. So let's see how they play this round. So there's going to be pressure from 100 Thieves on this side of the map. They throw it out the Phoenix wall, you know, drone, all of this standard stuff that creates pressure. Again, this is the weak side of the map. Two players, neither of them anchoring, neither of them with any ability to stop 100 Thieves getting out of the choke. Let's fight, shall we? What? Hello? Luxo has his cove. That creates the diffuse pressure. If you are playing Harbor compositions, you are supposed to be playing retake in these scenarios. Let's have a look at round 10. Maybe they fixed it by the end of the half. This one's an anti-eco. Illegal to be fighting in this situation. Now, this one, we are also looking at the weak side of the map on A here. Two individuals with guns that you do not want to be giving over to the attackers. Let's take a little peek right in front of our high tide. They've lost the plot, guys. They've absolutely lost the plot. I'd love to be standing here talking about how good this comp was for 100 Thieves. I would, because the comp is cool. The comp is really awesome to watch. But I've just watched Loud pick Breeze and then go, nah, don't fancy it actually. So, sorry, what's going on here? This is a low bracket elimination game. I know I said you're playing with house money, but have a respect for the economy.
You don't have that much money.
Yeah.
You don't have that much money.
Yeah.
The house is bankrupt.
Yeah. I mean, whoa, they really lost. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know whether they came in with a bad game plan. I would like to see them on a composition where Luxo can actually take more fights, because he clearly wants to, right? He is the guy with the rifle aim, and you can't get him to stop taking the fights.
We'll start talking on the broadcast like it's plat chat. But you point out a very important thing. Yes, that's what the broadcast should be. The broadcast should be fucking entertaining. It should not be fucking dry, humorless analysis. The broadcast should be fucking entertaining. This is the main fucking problem with the broadcast. We're a fucking entertainment. The whole point, like, the reason people like plat chat is because it's meant to be entertaining. That's what all the deaths should be. They should be entertainment. Like, fuck it if you have to call someone out.
Right now, but I just thought I'd mention that.
Well, he
because
was
I
also
think
frying.
He's also been frying, right? And the same can be said for Cryo, because I think Cryo has been getting pressured a lot as an anchor player from time to time. We were gassing him up a little bit in the pre-show, saying that, you know, he didn't really get his chance to shine because he was playing these 1v3, 1v4
That was the
retakes all
biggest
time.
problem with Overwatch League? What do you mean that was the biggest problem with Overwatch League? You just need DJ Khaled in here for the full Overwatch League effect? Biggest problem with Overwatch League is that they fucking... every decision Blizzard made. Way too many suits. I mean, this is a problem in every... This is not just... By the way, this is not just an esports problem. This is a problem in sports as well. This is a problem across the board. What these fucking suits at the top don't understand is that you watch this thing for entertainment. It's the same in football. It's the same in the NFL. The analysis of the NFL or the fucking, you know, or football is fucking dog shit. It's genuinely dog shit. For how much money they pour into it, Tom Brady gets paid how fucking much to commentate games? How much is fucking Tom Brady getting paid to fucking
We changed a few stuff.
commentate games? Inside the NBA is fun times. Inside the NBA, people always talk about fucking go on about inside the NBA. You know why? Because that's the only fucking show with any amount of personality in it.
We can reverse it and win the series.
Best of luck.
DMV, can you please talk about the game? Exugondis. Earlier on, someone asked who my least favorite chatter was, and multiple people said you, including me. So think about that. I want you to think about that.
This is why Stephen A. Smith Fortnite gets 1 million views and people love Shaq and Charles Barkley.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the main... but again, it's not just an esports problem. It's just a fucking across the board, like, not realizing you're an entertainment product problem, for the most part. No one should be in a fucking suit talking about sports. Oh, Exugondis. Don't feel bad. Come back, Exugondis. Who's gonna tell me to focus on the game when the game's not on if you're not here to tell me? Oh, you are still here. I do. Yeah, who's gonna ask me to shake it for no fucking reason? Even is it you? Were you the one who started the oil up, and now you're trying to fucking start the shake it shit? I mean, in 5 years' time, am I gonna be looking at fucking science and say, TMV, shake it a little?
Just like Josh will identify what you're doing wrong and punish, for sure. Looks like they're gonna have everything about mid for 100 Thieves, and this will give Loud time to set up. Is this a push forward moment? And Luke Shaw already gets taken.
I mean, you can be the change you want to see.
Yeah, we're getting pushed.
Okay, full mid push,
Alone,
push back site.
Dropped on right now if the timing is correct, and they split 2-2 to try to make this happen.
Pushing spot is huge though. Util to stall at the same time. Paint shells. And Verdi for the contact.
You gotta be ready for the util. They
Oh,
are.
they all
Fury
lost
kills
that?
for Loud.
That's crazy.
Pistol rounds should be snapped up here.
Bang.
Pushing forward to give hugs
Oh, as if they didn't get another kill from that point on. That was not well dealt with. Probably should be holding paranoia.
They're playing contact. I spot them.
This flash catches someone. Don't know why they're just swinging off one sky flash. You should be paranoid that, I think.
But what I love too is that they're actually pushing towards spawn. Something that we haven't seen coming out here from Loud, at least when they're playing the defense here on Breeze previously, that they were giving up too much space. But now taking advantage of that, also leveraging the double duelist to take the crossfire and trade, allows Verdi to even get 2 kills on top of that, 3 on the board. Going into the post plan, a great pistol round start. 100 Thieves now are going to be on the back foot and having to guess around how Loud's going to approach this double duelist take.
Well, they know they can trade right away with Timatino, that's for sure. The race isn't going to give you too much trouble utility-wise.
Okay, just falling out the way. The site should be pretty free from here.
Not closed in just yet. 100 Thieves aren't convinced it's the plant until they hear that. It's a setup. 2 heaven, 3 coming in from sand. Like the way Loud's covering each other. You got a little bit of help as well from Luke Show and B main if things go too crazy. They got to be careful how much they're spamming these. 100 Thieves might take advantage of that. Looking to put 4 around Nubok's side and just swing into the site through this as the smoke drops. Nice cuts. The wall goes up to try and stop him from B main. That doesn't really help the cause too much. Loud is happy to see all these kills coming through without too much damage again for another round.
Really like it from Loud to not run into the smokes and try to fight. Usually you see a smoke and it's like, oh, smoke, gotta hop in it.
My favorite chair is Nick, I hope.
They knew here that there was going to be a flood retake coming
No, Nick's been in a bad mood recently, so he's been quite annoying.
Stay back and spawn and die to spike with these folks, right? 100 Thieves decide to fight through it, and it's a good call for Loud to stay outside of range from pistols, getting any value out of that.
Alpha for sure. It's definitely not alpha. Holy.
On the scoreboard for Loud on the.
I always say this: the people who don't chat, or maybe have sent like 5 messages in their whole time, and I know there are some people out there that will resonate, and they're listening right now, perhaps, that have a lot of watched hours, but have chatted maybe 5 times max. Those are my favorite chatters, because those people are the fucking normal people.
Be heavy sight. A lot of the util that you see coming in from Loud gets a big return on these tiny areas, but Asuna is able to get a huge
Asuna
return
completely
and
shuts
shut
them
the
down.
door in the face of the rest of the members here of Loud.
Like I said, just that simple footstep of toes crunching on the ice.
It's okay, you can say I'm your favorite.
Ready to util stall. Started off with the paranoia as well, and there was no chance for Loud to really cross into that B site. Still decent weapons that they could still do some damage with. Luke Show's just trying to find his timing. When this wall breaks in a couple of seconds here, he'll be in a 1v1, and also seeing that it's thawing up is calling Kawanzine to pull over with them as well, so they can open this B site together.
One enemy remaining.
Sure.
30 seconds left.
More than ready.
Okay.
Identify.
Ooh.
Okay. Kawanzine.
Cryo cells?
Cryo.
My goat.
Playing with his food a little bit.
Realized that he had a stinger, so might as well play with the ghost. Better on the accuracy on the range. End of the day, though, it is still a clean round for 100 Thieves. You see what they purchase going to this round and having a couple of them at half shields too into the buy. You like here that 4 players stayed alive, so now you can fully upgrade going to the next round. Look at that, when you have players ready, the second floor comes out, paranoia.
Full toolbox is the ideal chat.
So
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the ideal chatter is the guy who gifts fucking 10 subs every time fucking every time fucking Paper X win.
Another bonus. Loud had trouble.
Envy died for this.
Getting themselves centered after this and balancing their game.
Envy died for this.
Stand right in the
There's
face
that
of
bait.
Birdie to go 1-1. Or 1v1, I should say.
Yes.
Still denies the site.
Good lurk kill, though.
Yeah, that's huge. Something else had to happen across the map here, so with Luke Show pressure on, he does deliver.
Everybody's leaning on that side too, but also is 100 Thieves. As soon as they throw the stage wall up, everybody went towards the A-ramp.
Insta-res.
Be clear, and that's about the best defensive res you're ever gonna get.
And now Loud are going to try to rotate across the map again, knowing that Rez had to cross map, so maybe they can do it quicker.
Okay,
But
Bang
now
just
this
needs
is a
to
forced hand, right?
flash, leave,
They don't know
smoke.
if they have the upper hand. They're still running into two members, and now a third one's
Pretty
going to
good
get
from
here.
Bang.
Asana's ready to attack.
Nice
Finds
shot.
another one in sight. And a
Well,
possible
you all want to fucking cut him from this team, but he's popping off right now.
Dude.
He's back on 3 points, and he just res.
That's what I'm saying. Asana's playing like he's a duelist. He's playing like he's Yoru. Because he gets a first kill on B main, rotates towards the A site, gets a res, and then comes back to B for another kill. That's just crazy.
Nutty stuff. The confidence 100 Thieves are using right now.
But that's the thing, too, for Loud in that type of open. They wanted to disrespect the slow orb to get Verdi
Nice
moving
save.
solo towards that B line. But it's one of those moments.
What is the
again
Tory
where
equivalent
there's
of the
not enough bodies
US?
or util to support
The
Verdi
Democrats?
pushing forward. I would have liked to potentially see Erde maybe TP forward on top of that. So you're
Like half of the
doubling
Democrats,
two
I would
players
say.
to disrespect the orb, and then go for the trade, the slow orb, that is, and then try to go for the trade onto Asana, who was pretty much caught with his pants down at the open side there. And that really
Isn't Tory far right?
now Loud to really
These days they've gone more right wing, but like
of what to do from mid round to late round, because you saw that
historically
Verdi
they
was
are
staying
a
towards that front side of B the whole time
right
until they
slash
decided to
center
go
right
basic on A,
party.
got that shut down, and then he lost
They've
all
lurched
the
more
space
to
that
the
he gained in
right.
first place at the entrance of
So-
the site, so loses his time into the fight right here against Asana.
But,
So
like,
as soon as Asana threw that wall down, it was
historically I would say that they are
Then he
like
gets back
fairly
perfectly, is
aligned
going
with
down,
like
ready for the fight. Like, the time.
like Joe Biden would be a Tory if he was from the UK. He'd be like a Cameron Tory. Democrats are left. Yeah, but what you're not understanding is you're seeing it from an American perspective. But in a social context, the Tories are Republican. No, not like gay marriage was legalized by the Tory party. Like on social issue, well, this is actually a big problem with British politics over the last 15 years, is that everyone is kind of the same. Like our political spectrum over the past like 15 years, apart from Liz Truss, who's like out here and a fucking nutcase, like everyone else has well, Boris as well, who is this like somewhere out here? Like everyone else has existed in this small little box. That's the problem. We don't have
Standing
different
there, right,
bodies.
to receive Verdi, the other
We
one
vote for
walled
the same little box essentially. Like Starmer's Labour
This
and
has to be a kind of a turning point, I feel.
you know
for
Cameron's Tories.
Beautiful paranoia. Targets hit. Still ready. And Bang covers.
It's not that
Asana on
different.
the rope. And they're still able to just check down towards mid. They don't even seem pressured by this situation.
Oh.
And a flawless round. But like they read the play before it even happened. A flawless round. And it's not the first.
Mitt Romney would be a Tory, not Biden.
Keep coming up
Mitt Romney would
on
be a
these
Tory, and Biden would also. Biden would be a
That you
Tory.
saw here from the side of Loud, but nonetheless, the point still stands. If you're not going to make any noise towards that front B side, and you're already trying to pop towards the front side of middle, then slow orb's ready. Bang even TPs on the top of Raptors, and it allows for them to just hold down the push from Loud. The attempt
Anyway,
to go
3-2.
The aggro combinational play to
Is label left or right? Historically, is left. Now it's kind of more
brings out an
center.
op, so they can slow down even more. But it's B, so they avoid the op. Loud's going to keep.
Okay, they're doing this. They're doing the Lev default, the 4-stack B.
Go forward, and this part is part of the condition.
Solo Viper whole
They
day.
don't fully go on it, but do get 100 Thieves off their initial defensive positions.
It's free. You already see Vor rotating back towards the heaven side because Bang has
Okay,
a
Vor is
forward line.
ahead of
He's
this
out in the
wall.
open. He sees the smoke, but nobody's contacting through that on the side of Loud. So that just keeps everybody primed up here for a potential mid take, which is okay because Timotino had the forward line at the beginning with the op. He's trying to find that first pick. Now realizing that
He
he's
gets off the angle.
repositions himself to get this pick and allow for the rest of the team to rotate across.
Now he
Oh,
knows
he doesn't.
he's got the TP help from the shadows, able to clear one
Bang
more.
gets
and he's got a
two.
smoke escape too to get out now
Oh,
as
man.
Bang picks up
Brother,
two
this
quick
game's so
ones in the
over.
shadows. This is crazy.
They are getting
100 Thieves
manhandled
again,
right now.
Right on the play instantly.
They're doing well if they get like a couple kills.
You get shot, you lose the round.
Number one MIBR fan, thanks for the 2 months.
Absolutely different
TMV, what's the
They're missing a
best
lot of things here
position?
for Loud too. Even just the simple trying to cross over towards this A side. The timing of the wall comes down.
Attacking midfield.
I mean, they hooked the flash inside sight too, so it wouldn't have even cleared the operator before. It seems like they just tried the dry peek.
Go, go, go.
And I'll give them credit. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this going to work? No. At least he's able to fall back, but I'll give them credit, right, for Loud. They didn't know here that Team Latino was pulling out an operator for this round.
Right.
Got caught potentially off guard, and now they're a little bit ready for that. Team Latino readjusts into middle.
Okay, there
And
you
there's
go.
that
They
punish.
get a first kill.
See the
You have to
openers.
win this round, Loud. You must. You must raise
Very
ult and
big
you must
there.
win the
Yeah,
round.
like you said, Loud kind of realizing it, flashing this time, giving Verdi a bigger chance to be able to take
Okay,
down
now you
B-Main, and
definitely,
now leaving
definitely
an
must win the
insert here
round.
in Ernie
Io picks up
to
the op.
take down Bang. And seeing how antsy 100 Thieves will get, this is the first time Loud's kind of receiving a bit of the information.
You see the importance of the first blood,
There
right?
it is.
As
Okay,
soon as you
well.
get an early first blood, you're playing a 4v5.
Now
on
dominant for
opposition
Loud.
here for 100
Yeah, just
Thieves.
get the first blood and win.
On the defense, usually you're trying to push up to find that information, maybe close some gaps so you could readjust a little bit better. And now that you're playing that slow default and you've baited out, and especially getting the first kill onto Team Latino, it allows for you to just cut and rotates.
Cryo ducking his head down a bit. Timing in mid favors Vora. They're gonna split these two. I like throwing a flash up top to blind for one, but they are gonna split Vora, so hopefully playing a misdirection there.
D.
They look for
Not
the
gonna
escape
save the
zone.
op. I mean, they do have max money,
Right
so
now
that
you can
makes
see from
sense.
both 100 Thieves
Wanna
players,
play
it's just trying
for
to get
damage here?
Yeah.
You know they've invested so much from round after round to try to get rounds, so if you're able to get a lot on the exits and save the op, that's a
there it is.
little
need to save the
W
op,
in
bro.
column there for 100 Thieves, a small win. Unfortunately, though, they weren't able to keep the second player alive with that. Cryo still looking for another pick. I mean, they could still afford another op in the next round, so why not?
Big round for Loud. Getting round recognized where 100 Thieves will kind of re-clear with people instead of util.
Cryo?
Rare miss
My
by Cryo.
washed opper?
It is going to be a nice round for them. Over towards B again, so they do get their kind of comfort sight back. And pick
Is
another round
Obama a
up to make
Tory?
it 3-4, still in favor of 100
Like, yeah, I would say probably.
It's a nice walk contact, too. and
Like, I
nice
mean, they
here
could
from
probably
Parker,
get into Blair's Labour Party, but
who's playing his first raise now on the VCT stage. Third time overall,
the
including
Democrats are more
Usually you
like
see
someone
more
How
like,
of
you
different
know,
would the game be in 12K was
like
still
the
max
left,
money?
the left wing of the Democrats is not Tory. But we're Biden and Obama on the left wing of the Democrats, and they're like on the center of the Democrats.
And Verdi, and
Or
there's a
right.
showstopper to call the curtain down on Austin.
Are they where? Oh, he still gets
To
two.
defend this one, let's see what Loud has for comms as they take the site.
Oh, Cryo. Oh no. Oh no.
It's dropped out in the open, too.
Oh, nice try.
And a nice try in the end, though. Gotta play a 1 versus 2, but man,
I'll give him with
you
the
just
game
sat
be
into the plan when the nade was coming towards
12K
you.
was still max money.
It's
Not
like
that different.
Everything was happening at that moment where you're like, if I could just get it.
I mean, how
down.
often do people get to max money now?
Tries to retake.
But look at the reposition from Bang, just so nice. TP's onto the other side, gets the first pick, catches players off guard while they're getting slowed by the slow orb of Asuna, who lands that post-mortem, right? He ate a huge showstopper from Darker in the first place. But he was still useful. 16 under for Bang to stall
To
here
the
towards
same
B
B
site.
default.
Now Loud going in.
Literally have just taken this from left.
Trying to disrupt the B main control.
Is this why Furia was
Gets
so?
stopped once again.
A little bit of noise, I think, made by Blue Show as well to feign onto the right side of the map as B gets hit.
Gets two with that.
Lamantino completely eviscerates Kawanzine and
Thanks on a
Aaron as
fucking
Darker
fucking
tries
Houdini
to get a
act.
bit more space in the site for the
I
squad.
mean, that's actually
do
good.
get
They
some positioning,
wait
but
out
spikes on
the
wrong side. They could still get delayed here.
Aeon ult? Oh,
There's
they didn't
time,
realize
but
they gave him an
no,
ult though.
The delay comes from Verdi on 100 Thieves getting
Now
into
that is
position.
possibly resable there in CT. And Asuna is for some reason, well, I guess because he doesn't want to cross through heaven. He's going to go for it. I was literally just saying like, yeah, you can go and res that, but then I'm watching him
Trying to stall as fast as they want to, or
run
they
away.
have been in the last couple of rounds. So now you get a safer plant. Setting up here to see if he could close it out with the operator. Looking
Oh,
into
they
the
get the
spawn
kill.
first sign, but dropped by Vora.
Getting the res, double peeking off of this. Luke Show trying to stay quiet. And they're already able to source a bit more out. They know they have to swing the boxes. Now Bang has the clear vision of back sight.
And
They
it's
were
over.
sourced just
So
by
over.
process of elimination, and 100 Thieves pull another round in their favor.
Yeah, you got to respect too the two players trying to make a play. That showstopper getting so much value, but Birdie walking towards the spawn to walk contact with the op. I like that attempt. You have to try to go for it.
Yeah.
And then the second one too, when the flash even misses, Luke Show's not even blinded at all, but Austin is just quicker on the trigger and gets that headshot. And there's just no chance right after when you're playing the 4v2 and then make that even a 4v1.
I mean, that wasn't eco, but there was
After Luke Show falls.
some danger in that. Is Reform
The
super
war for
right?
B will be put on hold for a round as we head back over to A, but it could still end B depending.
Yeah,
here.
but
Looks like Loud do want to commit on this. Straight into the pit. It's gonna be interesting for Cryo to play. I think he can take down the boombot without it kind of detecting his direction there.
the thing you have to remember, like,
But it doesn't look like
in
he
terms
wants
of
to
like
fully
our
stay
right,
in
our
and out,
far right
keep
wing,
that
is that for the most part,
see
like
almost
the
going
religious
off
element
of
isn't there.
integrity.
So things like you might
Played
associate with
safe,
like
that's
right wing,
such
like banning
a
abortions
tiny
and stuff like
window
that.
to get funneled into spam, so he's got to get out.
That's not
All
that.
goes down,
That's just not
and
gonna
Loud
happen. Here.
actually do a great job of taking the space.
Agreed. Especially when Verdi moved on top of the ramp and broke the wall. 100 Thieves cannot be as quick or aggressive
this
as
is
they want to
cheeky.
behind that wall or that pit. Tight angle. Beautiful
Yeah.
shot.
Maybe if I could
didn't know that
just,
they've-
feels like the name of the game.
Oh
here,
my
Maybe if I
God.
could just check this. Maybe if I could just, and it's not. 100 Thieves is around every corner.
I
to
mean, they're
thwart
just
these
they're
buys, to
just
thwart
dominating
the
them.
weapons.
I mean, don't forget Loud
And
won the
100
pistol
Thieves
here.
will
This
grab a
game is
7th
not
round in their
close.
favor.
Dry peaks too this time around.
Your right winger just doing it for the love, just for the love of the game. They just love being corrupt
Trying to get this
and
now
taking
into,
bribes from like
the heaven side.
Russian
I feel like they're
oligarchs.
missing too much
What's the
fuel.
peak there? You know the operator.
It's just pure love of the game,
right?
and they just hate immigrants.
Dangerous spot to be going after.
Or even if there's not an operator there,
pure
in the first place,
hatred.
but you're trying to take that line. I mean, Pop Flash. sat
That's the
something,
thing.
like,
There's no like,
really
you know
just
how
there.
you know,
Yeah.
in America,
Okay.
you know, they might in America they might pretend that you know it's the will of God or whatever.
Remember,
Here
our
it's
time
just
played
pure
Reese.
love of the game. It's just pure.
It happens,
I just
okay?
hate, you know, they just hate the immigrants.
Still Timotino on a line in mid with this operator. Maybe he's found out. Goes for the double triple peek as he just tries to hatch a nade under everybody in Ramen. Luke Show, then infrequent, but still getting some kills on the right side of this map. That's how Loud uses it is what becomes important.
Yeah. Definitely need him to start getting freaky in the server. He's done a good job getting openers on these lurks.
Get some timing. Still going to be watched from heaven here. They can hear Vora actually running back and forth.
Oh,
so
he's
this
gonna
is a
go all the
huge
way
clue in
through.
for Loud if they could make a play off of this.
On the
and just
perfect timing.
Take it slow for a moment.
Technolas, thanks for the 2 New Zealand dollars.
Ramp. Doesn't really know that it's an operator. He knows that somebody could be posted up towards the A ramp, but
I don't know Wall the fellow
that it's
Brit,
an
did I?
op. So he's trying to find that timing. If he does get that backstep,
Sent me
on the
$2
before
to
this peak
say
comes up
that.
towards A ramp, beautiful, you know.
Oh shit! £10? Holy fuck! That's like you know that's actual fucking money.
Luke Shaw,
£10.
such a good timing
Holy
there. The
fuck!
only
That's
reason
like a
Vora ran
billion
away is 'cause
New
someone
Zealand
still had a
dollars.
line on long there.
Got into watching Comp Valo after playing for a few years, and since coming to London, I decided to go to the event. One of the days going second weekend. What sort of point in the Masters would that be? Second weekend
For another one.
will be
Okay, so now he's definitely going to wait for Cryo.
start of the playoffs.
Clear for Cryo.
They'll do 5 days of group
Off-the-ball
stage.
teamwork here so they can get an easy channel on both sides to keep Loud looking back and forth. As Vora misses a shot on air day, that's huge for Loud. Keep this round. There's another one from the
Okay, there you
IGL.
go.
Never missing on the end of these ones. 7-4.
Sorry for
here
missing
as we
that,
come
by the
to
way.
final round of
Sorry.
first half.
But
And
yeah.
those are the two players that they highlighted on the desk.
Thank you, RK.
Before going to the series, right? The two
102,
newcomers.
104.
Luke Show maybe less of a rookie than he was, but he's still quite new onto the
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
And Erday making and putting value in that last map. Again, a nice little lurk opener. But what I like even
Boris
more
Johnson's
is
wrong.
that
No,
they
Boris
identified
Johnson was
that they already
Tory,
have
but
there are
then,
lanes that are not being covered that
like
everyone's
after
unsure of,
Brexit, he became
which
more
is that
right wing.
A-ramp. So Verdi goes for the jump peak on that neon. baits out the shot, baits out a player, and then allows for that backstab to happen. So I love that type of timing.
Or showed his true colors. I don't know what you.
Timotino
Either way,
is
nice
punishing
shot.
himself this round.
Haircuts for free in B main.
So again, going for this 4-1 default B main.
Backs off. Work is no. Doesn't
This one
back
was
off,
meant to be just a
pushing
straight
more
B
even
split.
if the work is done. As Luke Show is trying to get into a pretty sneaky spot now. And it's just re-smoked. No real play to be made unless the util comes crashing through with the rest of the members of Loud, and that's going to be one. Almost a second one on the kill line for 100 Thieves. Yes,
Nice,
Cryo now
Cryo.
makes it a third, and the fourth one for Cryo.
Okay,
From
8-4.
Spawn, or from B Heaven, I should say, to get that one 8-4.
Why did religion die in the UK but not the US? That's a good question. Mainly because we said, like, again, I've said this before, but a lot of the initial people from Britain that went to the US were the fucking religious fanatics who thought that already Britain was not religious enough for them. We sent all the fucking weirdos over. We sent all the criminals to Australia and we sent all the religious nuts to fucking America. The fanatics, yeah. Why did it die out? I honestly, it is a good question. Well, I feel like, isn't that just the case in like Western Europe in general? It's not just the UK. Like, is the Netherlands particularly religious? Or Denmark? I'm not saying that no one is religious there, but you know what I mean? Sorry, Asa. I didn't get to hear what you said. Spain and France are still Catholic? No, yeah, I'm not even necessarily talking about like Spain, France. Like culturally, I would say the UK is much more similar to like the Netherlands, Denmark, you know, Scandinavia than like France in particular like has a very distinct culture that is like, you know, I mean they're French, you know. They have a very distinct culture. I tried Nepalese food. You know, last time, was it the last time I was in London? Or the time before? I can't remember. I got some sort of food from with me and my friends. I can't remember if it was Nepalese or Tibetan. I didn't order it, so I can't remember, but it was one of them. I can't remember what I got. I don't know what it's called.
Quite slow when you're looking at the overall KDA of what Luke Show brings to the
Momo?
table.
There was Momo. Now, when you say it, yes,
Into the
there was
playoffs now, a little
Momo.
bit slower. We're just hoping that he's able to activate now as they're starting the second half with Loud on the defense.
You're almost putting all the weight here on this pistol round for Loud.
Okay, I mean, they get good info off the rip with that Skydog.
Utility in the face of 100 Thieves first to stop an initial fast hit. And it looks like everybody's just really in a more than ready to rotate room or fight here for Loud.
And fighting is important for Loud with this composition too. Double duelists, remember. When you look at 100 Thieves, when you're going to stop and re-hit towards the B site, what do you really have to stall here for Loud? Really nothing. So if you fight first base, it's great. Right now, they're all walking down towards middle. If they go for a quad
Go for
flank,
the
that works.
quad flank. I mean, the
for
fact that no one is on site,
Cryo finds them all. God, this is like
maybe a little suspicious. This is a good idea against the Sage on a pistol.
Down towards that spawn, so they're kind
Boy,
of
I
pinned
needed
inside
one
this
there,
B
really.
site. So this quad flank could be huge for Loud.
They're trying to play the other side of the pillar right now. They still have one in heaven. The spawn fight's going to be huge. Timotino comes up with a swing, and he takes down Luke Show. Now they have a little bit of freedom to stay where they are in the site with heaven controlled. Big from Loud here. The util has to be perfect. They're trying to jump in and
Might
cause
get
the
a kill.
bodies to break
Doesn't.
crosshairs as Darker comes up
Immo
with the first
somehow
kill.
does.
Loud
They're
still
so
trying
low.
to light up the kill feed, but there's been a pause for cause. Is
It is
Erde
planted for
now
heaven.
gets one. It's still traded back and forth. As
Oh,
it
he's
just
so low.
goes
Oh, the
down
nade killed
to
him.
the last drop. It looks like he's going to get him to hatch the nade, and Timotino takes down Verdi with the paint shell.
Oh,
Huge
it's over.
round for Team Motino. First kill into the spawn, and also big damage with the paint shells inside that smoke. And activating another kill allows for him to get the second set of paint shells to deny that defuse. It all looks so good there for 100 Thieves again to activate back towards that spawn. You saw how much util was left here for 100 Thieves on the post plant.
Tim, wow, you're blowing them up. My rocks are.
The paranoia word too from Bang, right? That was the first piece of util that stalled. Now Loud's looking to fight towards the A main.
Oh my.
Yep.
The blender. 100 Thieves just lay down the mouse one tactic, and it's going to be enough to take down the pushing members of Loud here, and they actually find right where Luke Show is immediately to squeeze into this one, and that's going to be 10 now for 100 Thieves.
Gonna farm up this Raze ult.
Loud must have an answer here.
And under these two, they had the small compositional change going into
Don't let
this
him get a
map
rifle.
From, I think the second time that they're playing this composition, they switched out from Fade to play
Okay.
in the sky. They want to get more
Looking like a
value at the
pretty
front line
fast day in
before, as you can
Americas.
see it being displayed throughout
Two
this
teams
map.
essentially just
But
giving
at the
up.
same time, you still have one way to scout with the dog instead of prowlers, and they got so much value. Went through the wall, spotted so much, and then Bang just sprays through that.
I'll watch the grand final in Pacific. I will.
100 Thieves definitely
Especially if this is a
playing with
2-0.
a new identity.
No one followed me. I'm so
Feeling
My thoughts
good.
about Kaka?
Switching
Do you,
some things up from map to
do you
map.
mean the football player?
See, Timotino's feeling good as well. And Bang recently said, you know, over the Sentinels match specifically, that it showed them they had been too hesitant, nervous, and anxious in their gameplay, not confident. Now they're a lot more confident in the plays they're making here. Starting off onto Verdi, a showstopper from Timotino.
Oh,
and
brother.
puts that right into the upper deck for Erde. Takes him down. 100 Thieves will have a safe site.
Well,
Flawless, but
let's
5
end this.
HP away from losing that with Vora. Just fighting multiple fronts at once.
How are you
Timotino
winning
is
that?
able to stop a few members from
How are
getting
you
in.
winning
Another
both
kill
of
for
that?
Asuna here in mid, and they should just be able to source out the last.
How are
one.
you winning
Lucio,
that with a
100
Spectre at that
Thieves
range?
Are in perfect form here as they look to continue their run in playoffs with just a few more rounds.
As a Platinum Perry, I believe that I can outperform Luxor this game.
1v1
What do I think of Kaka, the footballer?
He's like, oh, I didn't see
I
him there.
mean,
Can I fight anybody behind me? Or are you coming up to next?
pretty
to me?
good.
3 for Timotino there as he gets one more.
And it was supposed to be a 2v1 skirmish pretty much there from the top of Mail. Yet Loud are still swinging one by one into a Spectre. That shouldn't have really been valuable there for Asuna. And I gotta say, I don't know what's wrong with Split now in 2026. It seems like Omens all love to teleport on top of those boxes on XX now, so it starts to become obvious here in the positioning. So that rocket got instant.
Kaka couldn't hold a candle to Dixie Dean though. True. What happened to people with fun names? You wouldn't. No one would be called Dixie Dean today. You know what I mean? Why did we move away from fun names? Why did we decide to not be fun with our names? My favorite Shire? I mean, I live in Staffordshire. Do you mean counties that actually have Shire at the end? I mean, no fun names. Look at NBA. Okay, American athletes have fun names. I'll grant you. But basically live in Wolves. Well, no, Wolves used to be in Staffordshire, but it's not anymore.
Slowly, they're expecting coming out from a timeout that Loud should be a little
Got
bit more
robbed.
explosive here. I think the aggression should be coming for the info on the top of that A ramp as they're pushing both the Sky and the Raze at that spot. Verde is just playing the little off angle to watch down in a tight line into the B main from the top of garbage boxes.
Clear. Quick space gain here. Let's see
Brother,
what
I mean,
he's
they
talking
cannot
about
do anything.
Yeah, yeah. We high low. I post
wait, I'm worried about flash.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm anti. I think NDA is good. He dogged all of the mid.
Actually, can't flash here.
I like just freezing mid. Go.
Keep
Can you this ready, ding?
1 second, 1 second. Nothing. Let me clear it right.
Clear right. Only to mid. Can we pump Evan? Can we get a smoke to
Yeah,
here?
Z. I'm not holding vet. I want to root out, okay?
You flash this close.
Let me root out. Let me root out. Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I'm worried about shotgun.
I want NDA. I want NDA 3A split. Come back day, guys. Come back day. Come back day.
Put on man with man. You guys can go.
Omen blinded.
Can we drop together now?
There's
Come back,
two.
guys. Come back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wall up. I'm jumping, right? I'm jumping now.
I have
Let's go
blind
wall.
Very communal. You saw even at the moment there they wanted to flash, they wanted to smoke, and Timatino said, wait, let me boom bot. All that happening now is Cryos pushes the other side of the map with a bit of calm that he's
Pick
going to be
from Cryo.
making a move, and the rest of the team can
Huge
waterfall
kill.
the site.
And honestly, should be round. Game.
Hasana doesn't stop it. Possible game point here as the last two members of Erday and Verdi creep in. It's looking more and more like it's going to be that situation. The crossfire here, unbreakable for Timatino and team. 100 Thieves, 12-4 now. Another flawless round in the series and game point.
Well,
to move on in playoffs.
This was a stomping.
Play style from different teams here in the Americas when they're trying to clear space, when they're stalling in it, looking. The prime example is G2 on this very map. Remember, their comms were 3-2-1, 3-2-1, and then they're all triple.
I look decent. What happened?
It's like I'm going to clear mail. The other one's watching top heaven. I got your mid.
I mean, they didn't turn up today, did they?
One by one, and when
Didn't
Vora
turn
is
up.
actually calling for the rotate back onto the A side, team with
Absolute fucking pounding.
coming. So there's still a little bit of like miscomms or timings to allow 100 Thieves to have cleaner pushes to
Fucking Luke shows on that meteor
map.
off.
Then again, at the end of the day, they still got the round. They still won their duels. They're still dominating Loud in this series.
What a push here from Luke Show, just trying to figure out what is behind enemy lines right now. He's like, why haven't I heard or seen anybody? Well, there's an action behind him right now. And he might be able to get a really nice frag here. One quick kill. Second
Only
one could
gets
be lined
one.
up as Vora puts
Crazy.
that to sleep. This is already great pressure from Loud. Oh, the timing. Darker thought he had a moment.
The ult to
rest
A
of 100
site.
Thieves ready to just jump into A site at a moment's notice here. If Bang might give a bit more info.
Yeah, and they're pinging too in case of a push.
There it is.
You
But now
know,
they
Omen B
realize that the
main.
push never went
Pretty
towards
big
spawn.
info.
He sees the judge, even does the damage onto Erde. 17 HP left. And now TPing with the rest of their group to entry towards the A site. This might be the final nail in the coffin here to end the series.
Just keeping Loud looking across the map with these three members to find a kill, and now all four of 100 Thieves easily enter in to set up a garrison here to keep themselves moving on in this playoff.
All on site.
Still two flashes Kawatzin though. This could be huge for the retake as they're doubling up towards this.
They still have a
round.
lot of utility. That's
Him
actually pretty
and
winnable
Verdi.
for Loud.
Timatino, first contact for the rest of the site to activate, and he's feeling good about it. He'll get double swung.
Don't
here.
even
Yes, he sees
fucking
one gun,
flash.
almost
What are
able
we
to take
doing?
out
Do you even know
Verdi
how
and
to play
Loud.
the game?
Need to make everything count at this point. It's up to Verdi. No, it's going to be up to Erday, and Vora comes up with a
Fucking full neon util and 2 sky flashes, and we use none. Okay, well, that was a terrible game of Valorant. I will be back tomorrow for the Pacific Grand Final. Full Sense versus Paper Rex. Then EMEA Grand Final. Le team Shitatix versus Team Shitality. Team Shitality, that's good. I like Team Shitality. And then whatever the Americas games are. Okay, goodbye.